I did mute. I forgot. I did that earlier. Whoops.
Have you ever tried to invite Tuna Chip to Kick or Keep?
No, not yet.
He's hilarious.
He is pretty funny.
Kidding me. And I think he has similar video game tastes to me. He loved Final Fantasy IX, and I have yet to play Final Fantasy IX, but it's similar setup to Final Fantasy VII and older turn-based games. So he has a thing or like a theme on his channel where he basically spins the wheel and plays a random video game for an hour. And then once that hour hits, he moves on to a new game.
What's up, my crab? What's up, Resto?
Hello, hello, hello.
Future projections.
Does Detox have his own server?
This is projecting that 2 months out. Yeah, he does. 2 months out, I'm going to have 220. 4 months out, 288. 6 months out, 356. 8 months, 424. 10 months, 493. 2 years, 983. Jesus Christ. 2 years for fucking less than 1,000 subscribers? That's insane. There's no way, dude.
Listen to this. It took Tom 2 years to get to nearly 3,000 subs.
And that would make more sense. But 2 years for 1,000? Kill me. What's up, Growling?
That's because you're a streamer. Streamers, they cultivate their audience more on like concurrent watchers rather than number of subs. If you really want to rack up your subs, start posting up shorts and videos.
Yeah, I don't want to rack up subs like that. I mean, I'd rather get it from this. You know.
What type of content does Easy make?
And mingle? What do you mean and mingle? What kind of content does he make?
Yeah.
I'm not totally sure. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
Does he have a one theme? Like if you were to describe his channel with like one topic, what would it be described as?
I don't know. How do I look at this? What website? Wait, you mean like the Social Blade stuff? Oh, yeah. Go to Social Blade. Here, I'll actually pull yours up right now and show you. Oh, fuck. Window capture. All right, I got you. All right, future projections. Nice. 4 months, you'll have 700. 6 months, 965. 8 months, 1314. It's saying within a year you're gonna have 2,800. 5 years, 36,000. It's saying you'll be at 1 million views total in a little under 2 years. Oh, that's true. I also got the C+.
C++.
Where'd it go? Oh, I'm not on. Yeah, there we go. 860. Hold on, let's see. Oh! I'm higher than you in the Social Blade rank. Only by a couple. All right. Here's 860, 699th. I'm 860, 321st.
Neve Cankle by
Opposite of
social
this.
blade standards.
Bitch. I'm just kidding. That is funny. C++. Cheese and rice based.
Meow.
Subscriber rank 18,530. I'm guessing this goes by the number.
Meow.
18,547th. 535th. I guess it doesn't go by the number. Oh, I guess this is going by views to subscribers. Yeah, okay, hold on. I have an idea. Ten, 5, 4, 8 divided by 154. Whoops. How do you only have 146 uploads? I don't have more uploads than you. There's no way. That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it is. It is if you sustain your growth. I'd imagine that's sustaining your growth and not just like, and not like boosting more and more, like boosting your growth percentage, your growth rate. So like this is like where you're at. If it stays steady, probably. I don't know. Hey, Jube.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, it was completely by accident. Grabbed him up, clicked on it, it's like, son of a bitch.
It's all good.
Classic, yo, classic. How's stream going by that? I was actually trying to click your name in the top right to like view your stream, and then apparently I'm retarded and just ended up clicking the voice call.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
how's the night going?
You know, it just started. I'm probably only going to be streaming for like an hour or two because I want to crash early and, you know, I was fucking dealing with some shit beforehand, so.
Yeah, I got to catch up on sleep after.
Yeah. After last night, that was a long fucking stream. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely, bro.
It was a fucking 7-hour conversation.
Yeah, I didn't like rewatch it, but I moused over the bar and I was like, at what point do I enter the call? To what point am I like, oh, this is way too many hours? Holy shit.
I think it was about an hour in, right?
Yeah, something like that. And then it's like a 6-7 hour call. I was like, this is unfortunate. Surely there was a lot of looping going on, or like, I know some things got repeated because it was combos with different people, but yeah, that was an exhausted conversation to say the least.
Well, it pulled a lot of fucking people in.
Nice. Let's go.
It was
drama.
It was already the highest I'd gotten without a raid. I think it was like 25 or something. And then
nice.
And then Food Chops raided me. And it got up to 50 and then went to 55 or 56 or something like that.
Crack the meta, bro.
I know. Food Shops is like always raiding me now. Like every night, it's a Food Shops raid.
Reverse Cloud Shark,
Yeah. Yep.
Cloud Giver, I guess. They tagged me in one of their reactions to the Tom stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure it was like them reacting to the call that I was in, but not to the part that I was in. So I don't know if they just tagged me because I was like around around what was happening, or if they wanted me to see them reacting to other stuff. They've stolen all my takes, and I exist within their words. What's happening right now? I don't know, but Tom was making. I almost said Tom was making Lolly look normal, making Food Shops look normal. Jesus Christ.
That Vosh stuff, the title of
dude.
Food Shop stream was very confusing today. It's
Do you remember what it was by any chance?
I gotta look at it again. Hold on. I'll
Yeah.
fucking pull it up.
I saw the stream for a second, but I don't remember it all.
It might have been a video actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it was this. Vosh defenders prove hypocrisy mid cancellation and C doubles down. It was it's confusing to me because why would Food Shops go in on Vosh?
The like 2 or so minutes that I saw, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Vosh is a hypocrite in the way that he's criticized Lolly stuff before, and then now is being caught having Lolly stuff. If I'm not mistaken with him, and then I think with Keffels and what is it, Tipster? There's like Food Shops was saying that Keffels and Tipster were giving a charitability to Vosh that they're not giving to Food Shops, and they actually like name drop Food Shops in that moment. So I wonder if that's what they're referring to as like being a hypocrite with charitability or with judgment in terms of how they approach Food Shops with it versus how they're approaching Vosh. Or if it's hypocrisy of Vosh himself with his thing. I'm not sure exactly what they're pointing at, but that's all I got on assumptions.
I feel like this drama with Vosh is probably not something Food Shop should be ever going over at all.
This is their redemption. They made me laugh saying they're like, I want a retrial or like something like this. Relitigate it. Obviously pulled it back half kidding, but it was like if Vosh gets a pass for it, they were like, come on, I want a pass too. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Which, fair enough.
Sort
Justice for
of.
Food Shops. Yeah, sort of.
I would say
Most of memeing.
if there was a little more of a connection, then fair enough. But there's a lot, like Food Shops did some dumbass shit.
Fair. Also, when you say connection, do you mean between Vosh and Food Shops, or like?
I mean, between like what they
them
did
to the communities. Gotcha.
yeah. Like if Vosh had said some of the things that Food Shop said, like I'm a pedophile and all that,
Sure.
that's gonna get clipped. That was so bad. That freaked me out. I
Oh, the clip
watched
from
that.
Food Shops?
Yeah, I watched that and I was like, no.
Yeah. Okay, but I have a question. Like that's definitely trippy and weird to watch, no doubt. That's really just like, why would you say things like that? But how do you feel about Vosh being like, oh, if you're into this stuff, you should be like investigated, or I don't remember exactly what he said, but
Yeah.
I think he was saying that at the Mr. Girl clip that came up. And then that same person happens to be someone consuming it. It's kind of like the classic, like you're super homophobic and then it turns out you're secretly gay, but like church suppressed you or something like this. So
Yeah.
not to compare gay and being into lolly, just to be clear, but
Yeah.
just that like coming out the closet about interest in it. So yeah, I guess, do you just feel like, oh, I guess that just means he's a lolicon, and like that's that, or is it
Good night.
more disturbing because Food Shops just like stated it in such a matter-of-fact way that it like creeps you out and makes you, not to say that not to do a callback, but it makes you feel weird. It's just a little weird, man.
I mean, yeah, it made me feel weird, but also, like, why?
Yeah, yeah.
Why would you do
I have
that?
no answers.
Yeah.
I have -3 answers for why. Apparently, it's a compulsion, a truth compulsion or something like this. But I don't know, man. I don't really like lying, but if there was a time to lie, it's about watching LollyCon.
Yeah,
I guess watching a
probably.
Lolly.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a large foot and mouth disorder.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
Although it is funny to see them like analyzing Midna and talking about Zelda within the context of all this shit, being like, she's kind of hot when she's a whole woman. Like, this is ridiculous. Clashing of worlds. Just as
Holy
like a
shit.
Zelda fan, it's one of those like weird. What is like the simulation's crashing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they're folding in on themselves, getting absurd.
Fuck, what did I miss? I didn't watch all of that.
Yeah, I had to like X out because they were talking spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom, or like you said one thing. I'm like, fuck, I've already heard too much. I know I'm like a year late at this point, so it's my fault, but still.
Yeah. I still have to play those 2 fucking Zelda games.
Dude, definitely.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild was amazing, and I can only assume Tears of the Kingdom is like even more amazing based on what I understand of it. But yeah, I really need to fucking catch up. Games in general, I'm really behind. What's up?
Yeah, that's the same. I never played Zelda when I was younger, and I bought Skyward Sword on my Switch a couple years ago and played it almost all the way through, and then I realized that I never fucking finished it, and I went and beat a boss the other day and started
You're like
playing it a little
halfway
bit.
through, Cankle.
Oh,
You're only like
fuck.
halfway through.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I thought it was so much farther.
Yeah.
It's a long fucking
Well,
game.
Yeah, the game's like 25, 30 hours to beat.
Damn.
Yeah, for some reason, it's one of the more underappreciated Zelda games.
Yeah, it's weird. I bought the original Wii one like whatever 10 plus years ago, and it was
Yeah.
right when I went to college. I was doing whatever dating a chick. I was just like too fucking busy for games, and it was the first Zelda I didn't finish. And then like I didn't even hate the motion controls. I just like the flying was weird, but whatever. I fell off, and then I bought it for Switch, like you were just talking about. And then finally did finish it this time, but yeah, it's definitely underappreciated. I think because of how one it was at the end of a series of linear Zeldas, so people were really exhausted by the formula, and there was the motion control feature, so there's like both of those were working against it. And then they swapped to Breath of the Wild for like a revamp.
I didn't know about the motion control features, and then Saba fucking told me about them while I was playing, trying to beat this fucking boss, and holy shit, they helped so
Yeah, it's way better
much.
with the Yeah, it's better to play that game using the motion controls.
Big time.
Yeah, I think it's good they added the stick control as an option, but even when I tried to use it for like moments in handheld between playing, I was like, I do not like this. Like holding L to pull the sword out and then swap. Yeah, it's good it exists, but it didn't feel good.
The problem
Compared
is
to
they
motion.
had to put in controls while you're playing handheld. Otherwise, they would have alienated all of their Switch Lite users. That game would have been unplayable on the Switch Lite.
Totally. Just people swinging their whole ass Switch around. Come on, yeah. No, you're totally right. Although the one thing actually I found a real big issue with, I don't know if you might remember this because you seem really familiar with it, but walking across the tightropes in Skyward Sword with the
that was
motion
awkward.
controls,
That was really
I
awkward.
just couldn't do it. I was like, I don't know if my brain sucks, I'm broken, what the fuck? I could play the whole game, but those tightropes, I had to swap it to stick control, walk across it, and then swap back. I was like, this one little thing is just fucked, bro.
I think I
There's
did
no
have to do
shot.
that as well. But ironically, Skyward Sword is like my third favorite Zelda game because I'm more of the. I played Ocarina of Time when I was a kid, and I just hated it. It was just too hard to beat, and so I
No
just
way.
never revisited Zelda until like many years later when I was in college, after
Right
I
on.
beat Breath of the Wild.
After you beat Breath of the Wild, like when you revisited other ones? Oh snap.
Yeah.
So what are your top 3 then if Skyward is 3? or third?
Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild.
Man, nice. I respect it. As someone who's, I mean, like I said, super behind and still excited to play Tears of the Kingdom, but also I'd have to put Breath of the Wild probably top two. Wait, have you revisited Ocarina of Time at this point in your life?
I've beaten all the mainline Zelda games.
Excellent. Respect.
Yes. Yeah. So, uh, Twilight Princess, that's also a really good one. That one would be
Absolutely.
number 4. I really enjoyed
Nice.
Twilight Princess. I just beat it on my Wii U, like 5 months ago, something like that.
Right on. It's another one that kind of got overshadowed by like the legacy of Ocarina of Time because it was, however, similar to it after Wind Waker deviated, and then just people would always call it Ocarina of Time 2 in a sense, and
Hmm.
not give it its own place. But that's unfortunate. I camped out for the Wii like whatever 2006 or some shit, 2007, I forget. But for the Wii with Twilight Princess, and then I played it back then, and I don't think I've actually revisited that Zelda or Wind Waker even. Um, and I haven't finished Majora's Mask, even though I've like started files here and there, and they're not really committed. But I don't know what it is.
Majora's
Certain
Mask
Zeldas
is
are
the
just
most
easier to
frustrating
read.
one. Majora's Mask is the
Right,
most frustrating because I literally, the timer will just stop while I'm in the middle of a dungeon, and I just hate it.
totally,
I
totally.
hate that. That's my least favorite Zelda game.
Yeah. That's like again that 3-day timer is the pressure it puts on the player and kind of forcing you to deal with the side quests on this clock. And it's an interesting system, but the way it restricts the player is like a people don't like to have a timer on your puzzles, right? It's like let me just take my time with the dungeon, figure my shit out, get through it, but you get fucked on it. Again, that's another one I haven't finished since I was a kid, but when I was a kid, I got every mask and did the Fierce Deity and stuff. So like I have a lot of fondness and nostalgia for that one. Um, but yeah, I can't like one day I'm pleased that you've played all the way through the main line because I kind of started it up and was like, I don't have the time to commit to or put this focus on it right now. But one day I do really want to play through all of them again so I can revisit those ones that I just didn't go back to, right? Like the Twilight, the Majora, the fucking Wind Waker. Um, I feel like, well, I guess Skyward, but I finally revisited and beat that one. So I just have done Ocarina of Time so many more times, or like Zelda 1 on NES. And Breath of the Wild, though I've put a lot of time in, I've only played like twice through. I think I was on like the end of my second playthrough in master mode when I turned my Switch off and haven't opened it or turned it on for like 10 months. It's been in the background.
If you had to recommend Ocarina of Time to someone, like for example to Cankle, would you recommend them the 3DS version or the N64 version?
Uh, Realistically, the 3DS version with emulation and then having the screen buttons mapped to your controller, um, for simplicity and ease. But and then I would tell, I mean, if they accepted my extremities as a nerd, I would suggest the texture pack and things like that to make it, I guess, however optimal. But now there's the PC port of the N64 version, which the fact that you can use the right stick as a camera and like a handful of enhancement, overall frame rate, smoothness, and widescreen, and all these features kind of make it a really nice way to revisit that game. So, or maybe even a first experience, I would say, like a smooth, modern first experience with it. And you can import the 3DS models into that, so you can get a lot of the visual upgrade from it as well. Um,
Yeah, I completely
yeah,
forgot about the PC modded version because I'm used to gaming on the console. So,
yeah.
Cankle, so whenever you get time, because we know you have a lot of it, you can check
I
out
do have a
Ocarina of
lot of
Time.
time.
Ocarina of Time streams. Let's go. Let's go.
Ocarina
I'm actually in the
of
middle of
a
a.
lot of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Cankle, you know
Actually just
Ocarina of
started
Time
right
got a
through, but
99 on Metacritic.
Of course,
It's rated.
Metacritic. Fucking Seba. You're obsessed. What were you gonna say, Jube?
oh, just that I should restarted Ocarina of Time on that PC port version, like a month or two ago or some shit like that. Or no, was it at New Year's? Yeah, something like this. Uh, and whatever. Obviously, I'm paused before I become an adult, but
Same.
that's one of those games I like to play once a year.
Yeah. I don't have any of those
And
games. I feel like I'm just so like fucked with ADHD. I just like I
Mhm.
binge everything.
right on.
I even
You
binge being
everything and then
impulsive.
no, you binge everything and then you just quit the game at the final boss, like Sekiro.
Yeah, no, that's not usually what I do.
One of my oldest best friend actually did that exact same thing with Sekiro. He's like, I loved the game so much, I didn't want it to end. He got to the last boss and he didn't finish it. And I don't know if at this point he finally has gotten around to it, but when I spoke to him, I was like, bro, wait, what? You're gonna get rusty at the game and then not be able to fucking beat the
Yeah,
guy.
no, that's exactly what I told Cankle.
That's why I stopped fucking playing it because I could barely get past the first 2 stages of a 4-stage boss. It's insane.
Dude.
Sekiro is not that bad. You were close to beating
You're
Eishi.
insane. Sekiro is one of the hardest games ever.
It is not.
It
Welcome
is. It's in the top 10 hardest games of all time.
That top 10 list is fake news.
No, it's
Is
not.
it on Metacritic though?
Probably.
Get it.
It's a 90 on Metacritic Sekiro and won Game of the Year in 2019.
Right on.
Keiko, what do you want?
Okay, so I didn't get to ask you this yesterday, but I meant to ask you. You said you don't feel like Tom's addressed the criticisms. Like you don't feel like he's addressed any of the
Or
criticisms.
able to repeat them back to people. That was actually a really good point that you made, Neve, that I was like, oh, I wish I articulated it that way, because I was like, oh, yes, that.
Just basically, I don't feel like, okay, so I feel like I think one of the biggest things why people are going to continue to criticize him is because he can't accurately like capture what it is that people are saying. So like when he says when he says back his criticisms, like the funniest example was when he talks about like I think it was like in his response video when he's talking about the nude leaking and he unironically says he was worried that people thought he was gay. Like just little things like that. Like that's a really stupid example, but like it's a symptom of the bigger issue of like he's not getting it basically. Anyways, what's up? Where are you going with this?
I was gonna ask, what were they? What were the criticisms? Exactly. What do you think they are?
Well, I like the general themes, I guess, would be like the collateral damage. People are being more specific with SAS, but there's more people involved, right? So I guess simply that could just be like losing SAS, right? Letting Mantis go wild in the community, whether he did or not. The dating elements, the general theme of like lying, whether you decide like which lie you want to hone in on. I think he just thinks that that's it, so he can just pick a couple of lies and like figure it out. I don't know. There's like a bunch of stuff, I guess, but I feel like he could possibly like do a better job by like watching, I don't know, picking like 3 or 4 of his biggest
Join the Discord
criticizers, someone who's summarizing what they're saying and like
https://discord.gg/Canklemore.
trying to like see if
Na
they, you know,
Pokemon Mystery
if
Dungeon is the hardest
like
game.
trying to see where they're coming from, I guess, and then responding. I don't know.
I think Tom's autistic.
Okay.
Unironically, I think he might be autistic.
Join the club.
You might be onto something. Yeah.
Are you
Like
autistic?
the rest of us?
Like, I know, I think he might like be like a lot, like
A lot autistic?
a lot autistic.
Sorry.
Yeah, because I feel like there's sometimes where, like, I've had a lot of autistic friends, like actually autistic friends,
Mhm.
and they're not very good at communicating certain things, and they just don't understand why people don't get it. And I feel like I understand a lot of the things that he's saying, and then I hear people go and like criticize certain parts of things that he said. And I'm like, that's not what he's saying. But I think it makes him a bad communicator. Like the best example I can hone in on is the thing that everyone was like ragging on him for, the contradictory back-to-back statement. right? I didn't go on because of Mantis. I wouldn't have gone on if she hadn't gone on.
Right, because what he technically means is I went on to objectively debate the points that were being made, which I didn't agree with, like that you can never objectify, never pull up an Instagram.
Yeah, and
Points
those
that I
wouldn't have
still haven't
brought
gone
up.
to review.
Those wouldn't have been
Sorry?
brought up if Mantis didn't go on. Yeah. So like,
Yeah, it's like one
that was the
definitely follows the
point,
other.
but yeah,
Yeah,
it was just
that's
so
actually an issue that
autistic.
was coming up yesterday with, it's sort of like, I don't even know if that one's so much autism as people being very selective with where they choose the boundary of where context starts and ends. Because it's like, because people can go, it's like a, effectively, they feel like the context can be infinite, and then if you have infinite context, you could eventually create an excuse for everything because there's like 50 reasons about like, oh, and this person's mom died like 2 years ago, and then this happened, and they went through a breakup, and then like all this stuff, and they're upset, and it's kind of like, okay, some of that stuff has to be like just passe, and the context, like the line has to be drawn somewhere. And for him, it's like in certain moments he draws the line super, super narrow, and that's what I end up calling the autism, because it's like socially disconnected from the rest of the context and disconnected from the norm of understanding the context or behaviors or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I think it's like pedantic in a way that is dysfunctional for communication, when it's like you're dying on the hill of, well, I know I was protecting the claim that, you know, you could never bring up Instagram. And I'm like, that was never the claim. Like at no point have I gotten the impression Kelly was even saying that. And so I unfortunately have to go back and review that footage and haven't. But I think he thinks he's fighting certain things, and he tries to phrase things in a hyper specific way, but he doesn't realize that he's like specifying to the point where or hyper specifying to the point where it's like becomes irrelevant, and no one was making that point. And so he's like, oh, I'm arguing this thing that no one was saying. It's like, well, no one was saying that. So no, you're not arguing that thing. You're like punching air or fighting ghosts, because you're choosing to not engage with what people are saying, which is like what Neve was saying, he can't like represent back to them what the actual issue is, and then narrows in on something that's not the issue, or kind of obfuscates or dodges and stuff like this. I don't know. It's tough.
Guys, I'm gonna go to bed.
Have a good one.
Oh, okay. See you later. Thanks for popping in.
Good night.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye, Neve.
By the
I
way, Saba, can I
got-
quickly ask what your nationality is by any chance?
I am Jordanian.
Right on. Right on. You just look like very much similar to actually direct family, but like relatives in general. And like my family's all Persian, so it's like close enough, we'll say, for jazz. But yeah.
Lynn, my friend, two of my friends, the two friends that are autistic, they're also very comfortable in social situations, but they just don't pick up on certain things. They're very comfortable in social situations. They just don't pick up on social cues, and sometimes they just can't grasp why someone's not understanding like what they're trying to communicate. It's like to a T, like the same exact thing as the two autistic friends that I had. It's uncanny. But no, they were very comfortable. The one guy, my friend that died, he was a social butterfly. It was insane, but he was a fucking dumbass.
Relatable. To be
yeah.
honest. Very relatable.
He was a super dumbass. Not like Tom is not that guy. That's a whole other thing. But I feel like they both misinterpret things in a similar way. But my buddy was just an extra dumbass on other shit.
I like how Ali Cattails asked, is it because you're also autistic and you could like speak and translate it somehow? The autism whisperer, bro. That's awesome.
Ali, I feel like no, Mudcrab, I'm not. Autism, it's called autism spectrum disorder. It's not the same in all people. It's like some people can be super uncomfortable in social situations, but like be very good at understanding what people are saying, just not very good at understanding like what people are feeling. And then there are but this is a form. And the two friends that I have, the one that's dead and the other one that I still talk to, they are both that type. They're like social butterflies, and they just have severe communication problems. Yeah. Yes, I'm saying they are very much similar.
So I think one of the issues that like I have with it is there's an element where it's like, okay, this is like pedantic autism or whatever, or semantic autism, I'll call it, where it's kind of the hyper focused in on. What's up?
Oh,
You
sorry, I'm
made a face or-
reading chat. Not
no
at you.
worries, no worries. No sweat. I thought you were like super offended by the semantic
No,
autism. I was
you're
like,
good,
oh
you're
shit,
good.
my bad. Anyways, yeah. So it's like, and I can kind of play that game. In terms of like meeting him where he is to engage with the conversation at that like hyper specific per word accuracy. But there's an element where it feels like, and again, it kind of goes back to what Neve was saying, that it's almost like an obfuscation. I don't want to call it tactic, maybe tool. Because what it seemed like was that there was generally an unwillingness to see things from other people's perspective, because if he were to see it from other people's perspective, and this is where it seems like it's less autism and more like an intentional tool, or maybe even unintentional, like maladaptive coping mechanism or whatever it is, but by like actively not engaging with what the person's saying and then trying to hyper hone in on like one claim that was in this one other out of context thing, and it's like that, if you follow its bread trail, it's supposed to make it make sense, but then you follow it there and it doesn't make sense. So it just kind of feels like he's honing in on the wrong thing. And
Tom is also diagnosed with OCD. So autism mixed with OCD in this circumstance would result in exactly that. It's like hyperfixating on details that probably aren't as significant as you think they are, but you are focused on them because that's what you believe.
I don't think he has like diagnosed autism. I think he just
I don't think he has diagnosed autism.
Retarded.
He has diagnosed OCD.
Sure. That's but yeah, that's I'm like, I get where you're coming from. Like combine those two things and you got yourself the, perfect mess or whatever. What's up, Rude Mudcrab? But there's an element of like, I feel intentionality in his actions or in his in the way that he engages, and it's like it's not an issue of being gaslit or not having like clear complaints being articulated to him. He's always trying to like debate his way out of ever taking accountability for like being called weird at any point. And accountability is like a weird word for it, but just like acknowledging the reality that most people see effectively, because it like makes him feel uncomfortable to be labeled as such.
I mean, after all of like the JSTLK stuff and like being labeled a sex pest, having this meme go on for like a month, like I could understand not wanting to like give an inch and like kind of be fed up at that point, and then everything just blows up and you don't handle it very well. Like I don't necessarily see like malice in it. I don't know. I'm giving this all...
To be clear, I don't mean like universally. I more so mean like if you're gonna push back because you expect bad faith or you feel like you're being like off a ledge by like a bunch of assholes with like Justical and Queen and stuff like that, I understand that defensiveness or whatever it might be, but it's when he seems to be playing this same level of evasiveness or like not getting the point from whether it's me or whether it's Zonia or Rezi or whoever else, that it's like when he's like, oh, I didn't realize I was talking to Justical, I didn't realize I was talking to Queenman, but he's like saying that to Zonia in like effectively a really disrespectful or dismissive way. Because it was like, yeah, anyone who disagrees with me is like on the enemy side. Every disagreement with me is bad faith. You're just taking it out of context. Like it was just always pointing to other people basically being dishonest versus him seemingly like blatantly being dishonest and evasive. And then just the fact that like the only concession I think he made after everything was that he thinks maybe it's understandable that women in the same industry or like Twitch streaming space type of shit, live streaming space, would feel uncomfortable getting ogled during coom time. He's like, yeah, I think I could like kind of understand that. That's like the only thing he really said. The other apology, like I said last night, was apology to himself, which is just a really mindfucky thing, where he like apologized for his own poor use of like optical rhetoric or whatever the fuck it was, for his own detriment. It was like not about understanding other people's issues. He was like, I'm sorry to me. So I don't know. I think there's a
wasn't Tom a linguistic coach or something?
that's the story, but apparently that was
how
code
does that
for
dude not get words then?
well, yeah, that's a big part of the kind of
Well,
hilarious criticism or
that
like
can be
ongoing
separate.
chain of shit. The people say that, and I haven't looked into this. I'm not like researching Tom's past in this way, but apparently he used to work at like Pizza Hut or Domino's or something like this, and was like training new people to like upsell, like, oh, do you want to add fucking dipping sauce and a Coke with that and make it a large or whatever.
Mm.
And it was the little tactics to teach that like technically you're coaching the rhetoric of these people at Pizza Hut, but like it's not what people assume when you say rhetoric's coach, right? Like you're clearly being flimsy with the language to make yourself sound more like linguistic wordsmith type
Even
of shit.
so, even if it was like
Kanye West.
even if it was like a linguistic wordsmith thing, you can't really like hold that to a person who's in panic mode because they're being fucking dogpiled by a bunch of fucking different communities. You know what I mean? Like you're not exactly going to be thinking, what's the best linguistic fucking trick I can use to fucking make sure that I get my point across. You're like fucking panicking. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, but
I
the only
think
time
it's more. Sorry, go
The
for
only
it.
time you panic and scramble is if you're trying to remember the story you want to tell. If you're not telling, like when you're telling the truth, you don't have to remember it.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
And so look,
Sure.
like I'll give you the grace of like when there's pressure in general. Although again, I think he over amplified the pressure into something that didn't need to be there. Like it didn't need to be this stressful, and he made it that stressful. But like whatever, I'll give him all the grace of like feeling like he's on the spot and all this type of shit. Again, just like these weird phrases like "you want my dick" all the time, being like, "Oh yes, this is clearly analogous to suck my dick," because and then when people ask like how is it analogous, I believe his exact phrase was, "They're both not literal statements. Like I don't literally mean to suck my dick." I was like, no one,
I think they're
bro.
analogous. I do.
Think they are analogous?
Yeah, well, you lose context in text, in chat. Like
Sure.
Yeah.
how you say things matters, and how he said it in his head with his internal monologue may not have been how it was read with someone else's internal monologue.
I think
That's
it was
sort of my
supposed to be
point.
like the friendly banter, like, "Oh, you're weird. Yeah, you want my dick. Come on, bitch."
So
I
I
think that's
know
what he
that's
thought,
the
but-
story.
yeah.
But I promise that's Cope because he sent like 6 more messages that were all crazy.
I don't think
and
that's
then
cope.
hopped
I
in
think
voice
that's how
call.
it started. I think that's how it started, and then they blew that up and made it a problem, and then he fucking giga chatted the rest of the way through it.
I don't, bro. Like I no disrespect
escalated.
whatsoever. I'm not buying that. Like he typed, "You want my dick" all the time, all in caps lock. I haven't pulled up the fucking video because I'll be honest, I have a fucking life and can't be dedicating every hour to Tom's bullshit and having to chase his fucking nonsense narrative and his sweepers back to reality. No disrespect, but
Dude, there's only two
yeah.
sides to it, dude. Either he said it and he actually believed it, or he said it sarcastically. Do you think Tom actually believes that she wants his dick all the time?
No. It's not. I don't think it's just those two sides because it's not just a question of did he say these things literally or not. I don't think anyone is saying he necessarily literally is saying she wants my dick all the time. I'm saying we're hyper focused on the first line and we're ignoring the other 5, and the other 5 are what make any amount of plausible deniability for the first line evaporate. Because it was followed up with you exist for objectification, I'm gonna put your tits on my screen every day. Like all of this stuff is defiant, and then immediately after typing those things, he gets in the phone call or in the voice call, sorry, and starts to giga chat those positions and tell her like DMCA me, like blah 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 blah. So it's like it wasn't a self-deprecating joke or like irony to say I'm gonna put your tits on screen every day. Even again, if he wasn't serious and he was just like posturing it aggressively and he wasn't literally going to do it, it doesn't matter. The point is, it's
Yeah,
like
he
this
was-
rhetoric coach is socially retarded enough to think he can like spam these things in caps lock at someone who's calling him weird, and that it's contextually like the reasonable thing to type. There's just
Yeah, but you're
I'm not saying
you're
he's saying it
the
literally
whole
or not.
thing.
What's
You're
up?
seeing the whole thing. You're seeing the whole thing and taking it as the whole thing. But
Yeah.
Tom would have just been like, said a stupid sarcastic thing, and then there was a new argument. Each time, each thing he said, he was like pushing back against the. It wasn't a whole big like sex pest thing. It got to the point where it's like, bitch, you're posting your pics publicly. I can put that shit up publicly if I want. Like,
Yeah.
Well, that's my point.
new
Is
arguments along the way.
it's all within the same. I'm here to say, go fuck yourself, suck my dick. I'm not changing any of my behavior. I'm gonna do this every day. Eat my ass. Go fuck yourself. You're a whore, and you exist for the hoary nature of your content. Shit, like it's all one thing. This what I mean. You can't draw the contextual lines so tight that it's like we stop counting before this line and after this line, and it's like. In a sense, Tom was mad that we were looking at the sentences in isolation and thinking they look crazy. And again, my problem with him was that he had two narratives to explain giving context to those same messages, which those two stories don't line up. And neither of them line up with his behavior, which was like everything from joining text chat to voice chat was all giga chatting and all very aggressive to the woman.
Do you
for
think he
no
actually
reason.
believes the things he said?
Believing that like I can put your stuff on screen, it's a public image, like all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
I
No, but all the
100%. Not look. I want to. He 100% believes all of his positions, as he stated. He's like, I'm holding all his
Yeah,
positions.
but
I
the
believe.
sexual stuff he was saying, was it, do you believe the sexual side of it, or do you believe the pushback on someone saying what he can and can't do?
So just to be clear, do you mean like
The
so
full
which
context
sexual
of the
part?
thing
Like,
he's saying? Well, he's like calling her, oh, you're just an e-thought. You would exist for objectification.
I think he
Like
believes
kind
that.
of stuff.
I think he
Yeah?
believes that. Yeah. I think the only thing that was not literal was the "you want my dick all the time." I think it was like obviously not necessarily literal, but it doesn't matter whether it's literal or not. It's not about the like, oh, he meant objectively that this human being would then insert the penis of it. Like that's no, it's like you're just saying something that's like wild and retarded to someone that doesn't. It's like you're calling it a joke and it doesn't sound like a joke. But all the other stuff, his positions, I think he stands by them. Sorry, go for it.
I don't see some of the things the same way you do. When I hear Tom say, you're an e-thought, you exist for objectification. I don't think he's talking about her as a person. I think he's talking
He's saying
about
Kelly
her
Jean,
her presence
Kelly
in
Jean as a
spheres.
brand.
Like
yes,
like that
But that's
character, it exists
the problem
for objectification, and it does.
But that's the problem. He doesn't understand, right? So Kelly Jean, I don't know what her fucking real name is, but whatever that person's real name is, exists online only as Kelly Jean. And she exists on multiple platforms as the same person, has multiple dimensions. So like tomfoolery chooses to be the same content type on every platform because they're all supposed to be funnels back to his live stream. They're all like clips of his live stream. He might do like a joke where he's in a maid outfit to like try and get viral and like get views and like expand his channel reach. But like it's not like if you go to his Kick channel, it's now like lewd Tom instead of like debate Tom, right? It's like all of it is debate content. It's all universally the same content with the same brand name. Kelly Jean uses the same brand name or like pseudonym username for herself that has different pillars of her content. And the issue is the conflation of what's up, sorry?
That's still like her mistake.
No, it's not though, because that's the problem. Is it's like
if she doesn't want her sexual content connected to her other content, then she should use a different branding.
Well, sorry,
she's
to be clear,
she's the one connecting it.
To be clear, it's not about it being connected as in like can you jump from one platform to the other. It's that the sexualization of the person doesn't need to be universally following them because they use the same username.
It does, because if she used her sexual content as a platform to be able to get into other spaces, then it's only fair that it connects back.
You know what I just realized?
What?
She's promoted her OnlyFans and stuff on these streams before.
Yeah. So the
Kelly Jean does?
Follows her. She's the one who connects it.
She really doesn't. But what do you mean when you say that? Like ever? Of course she has ever.
Like,
but she even says she hasn't.
And...
Well, hold on. You need to pull up examples because one, I don't think I've seen her do that in honestly, ever.
Not
I've seen
in
her
a
talk about
while. I haven't
Halloween
seen her do that
outfits.
in a while.
That's the thing. One, I've and
I think it
it's
was on
not.
Kick or
Look,
Keep.
bro, hold up. The point is not that she can never promote her OnlyFans stuff. It's that she goes on stream every fucking day and doesn't bring it up. There's no links there. She doesn't put new content on it. The OnlyFans is free. It exists. But you guys are, again, you're not understanding one of the fundamental points that, like, respectfully, I think this is just like kind of absurd. And I will use Adriana Chechik as the like.
I still agree
There
with you
is
on
no
this point, by the way.
yeah, there's no rebuttal to this. Adriana Chechik does crazy deep throat shit and gets fucking gangbanged and all this whatever on fucking Pornhub and on Twitch. And she came with the fame of her porn reputation. That's why
Those
she's a
things are
top
different.
female.
Yeah, but
No-
those things are different.
Wait, hold up.
Is she on Twitch promoting her porn?
If she has two auto messages, right, like from her stream elements. One of them is just like all of the links to all of her websites. So like Instagram on like Linktree, only like basically it links to all of her content, like her OnlyFans and stuff. And then one of the other auto messages is like, yo, don't send gross shit in chat here. So the point is that she can funnel people away from Twitch to her sexual content. So like, go be sexual in my DMs of OnlyFans. Go be sexual in private on Instagram. But the bringing the sexuality to Twitch, where she's doing safe for work content, the idea of the woman is in the prison of her porn content, no matter where she goes, unless she like makes a separate name and rebuilds the whole brand from scratch. Like that's just, I think it's nonsense.
Kelly's definitely got a weird dynamic though, because she both does the cosplay on OnlyFans, and she did like on Twitch. Like I went to her Twitch like I think a couple months ago to see what she used to do, because I'd never seen her fucking Twitch before. I'd never even heard of her actually streaming until I think Destiny mentioned it one day on stream. So I went to her Twitch to see what she did, and she does like she did like the body painting shit, and it was like
it's like a perfect funnel to your OnlyFans, right?
But
the point is
like,
that when
on her stream it's that, and then on everyone else's stream it's something totally different.
It's debate, and that's really the whole point. Is if he pulled up the stream and was just like, oh, I wonder what's in the just chatting section, and then boom, like we see some, you want to comment on how much Coomer stuff there is, and you're like, oh, I see Kelly here, she's doing body painting stuff, and then you pull up the Instagram. I think that context makes 1,000 times more sense than it's like in the middle of the. No, I think you can pick and choose if the content you're doing is in a debate. Listen to me for a second. If you're in a debate and the whole point is the conversation, she's fully clothed and not like selling herself sexually, and then the idea is that someone's bringing in the sexuality to go, oh, by the way, look at her body or whatever.
Shut down everyone who did a complaint stream about Tom's stream. That's on Tom's stream where he's a character. He can just like remove that. No one's allowed to bring that up. He's being a character on his stream, and you can't complain about it, and you can't bring it up on your stream.
Wait, that's not the logic of it. That's not the logic whatsoever. Tom is tomfoolery, and he does the same content on every. No, but here, check me out. This is the point I'm making.
These aren't gated communities, dude. It's the internet.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not a gated community.
Yeah, exactly. So Kelly doing her content, who used her content as a platform to get into these spaces that she's in now. She doesn't get to be like, okay, I did that. Now I'm removing that, and you just have to accept me for everything else I want you to
She's not removing it, though. She's not removing it. She's keeping it separate. That's not what I'm saying. It's literally not what I'm saying. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Then why can't Tom bring up a fucking publicly available content?
To be clear, he can. The only issue was that when Kelly saw it and just went, well, that's weird, he freaked out. He's allowed to bring it up. The question is, if he wants to not be seen as weird, I'm just saying, in that case, because that clearly fucked him up mentally to the point where he's tanked his whole shit. Like he had a mental breakdown over being called sex pest, or over being called the weird to quote unquote justify sex pest, whatever it is. This guy's ruined his whole fucking reputation over these tiny words. So it's like, if he's gonna cry about Kelly calling it weird, then don't do the thing that she thinks is weird. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't ever be like, oh, I'm watching this. By the way, she does OnlyFans. Check out this Instagram. You can absolutely do that. Like, that's not like, I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not making myself clear or
at any time did Kelly DM Tom and ask him to just not do it? Or did other people?
She's no need or reason to. She was just on her stream chilling.
What do you mean
like she does every day.
No need or reason to? You just said she was doing something she didn't want him to do. She had every reason to DM him and say.
No. Hear me out. Hear me
She
out.
was
'Cause
the
there's a
one
difference.
person who had a reason to say something to him.
Hear me out for a second. Hear me out. There's a difference between quote unquote has every reason to actually take action about something versus she's just sitting on the stream. Someone else says, "Here's a clip. Check it out. Tom's reacting to your stuff or whatever it is and commenting about you." And she just went, "Well, that's weird." And like, what's that comment in chat say about putting a baby in me? Oh, that's weird. That was literally it. She just thinks it's weird, and then she went about her day. She didn't make it twit longer.
Okay.
She didn't make a big deal out of it. It's that Tom freaks out, and Mantis came to defend him and be like, "Oh, it's not weird. You're a bitch," and blah blah blah. It's like it's the fact that they freaked out. She doesn't like Kelly's chilling. She doesn't give a fuck. She's not the one making a big deal out of it. She's hanging out. She just called it what it was. She just reacted to something that was put in front of her. She's not even like hosting the fucking stream.
Yeah, so it's everyone else
so
who
it's
has a
like-
problem with it.
Well, it's actually the way Tom freaked out having a problem with being called weird and being like, "You need a normative claim or you're a fucking bitch and fuck you," and all this shit
Oh, he was
then escalated. And then everyone
Yeah.
judged Tom for that.
Yeah, but given
That's why Tom
now-
got in trouble.
Given what we know now, he was an emotional retard going and
give
standing
a
up for his
I
girlfriend.
don't give a fuck. Yeah, absolutely. He was retarded.
Like,
Yo, I agree.
there's
I
plenty
agree.
of them in the world, dude.
And he just needs to own that. He just needs to own
There's
it.
no
He
reason
just-
to
it's
cancel
the fa-
somebody.
No, he's not being canceled. That's what people don't understand. He's not
I
being
don't even know if he
canceled.
was just
He's
standing
being
up for his girlfriend. I think,
whatever it is, he's retarded, or he
Yeah.
was being retarded.
I think
and
they,
the issue
they
is
were making the arguments
Go
to
for
her,
it, go
and that sorry.
yeah, and then he went autism mode. But no, he was
Yeah.
again. It's the whole I wasn't there for her, but I was there for her because like obviously that's why you fucking were, and obviously that's why he had the like unreasonable level of arrogance to be like everyone's unreasonable. I think you're all being soy and like you said, Rude Muckrap. He had a chick's hand up his ass, making him retarded, and he made a bunch of bad decisions. He doesn't. He's not like a rapist. He doesn't need to be canceled or whatever. What's up?
Don't act like she's Papa Master, bro.
No,
I
I'm
don't think
not
she
sorry.
is.
I'm not saying he doesn't have agency, but like you just said that he had. It was like now he knows the girlfriend influence. I'm paraphrasing what you said. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
expand
no,
it to be further.
You made it differently. You're like control influence. I'm like influencing his because
I
there's
just-
an emotional connection.
Sorry. To be clear, I just mean influence. Yeah, like I said, I even been speaking to him said it's just like some even subconscious influence on your action. Like just as simple as that. I'm not trying to make it like
yeah, but maybe
a
not
bigger
even.
deal than it
Like,
is.
this is all
Whatever.
speculation.
It's the either way. This is all you guys giving him an
was-
excuse for being
I was
fucking
just taking the
retarded.
opposite side of this. Well, Cankle ate. Give him a chance to eat, man. That's all.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But, yeah, oh yeah, something. Tom's just completely evasive and full of shit. I don't know where we derailed on that, but yeah, motherfuckers
Yeah, I don't care either
evasive
way.
and oh yeah, as well canceling him. I'm saying he's not getting canceled for like being a sex pest or whatever. I literally don't even think he is a sex pest. That's not the. There's nothing to do with anything. Is 100%. Kelly just went, "That's weird," and he went, "No, it's not." And then everyone went, "Bro, relax," and he never relaxed. And he never took accountability for how he continuously fucked up in like everything from that moment forward, which is why people feel like he just is like slippery and has no integrity,
I mean,
because he won't acknowledge it.
if you're like, if you're being called a sex pest for a month and then like somebody on the
I get the
stream
story,
of the
bro. I get the
guy-
story. The
but
girl at the
wait,
table, and then
but-
but his friends were falsely
But
accusing me of being
no,
weird.
no, not just that. But like
whatever.
then this chick calls you a weirdo or whatever
For being
like
a weirdo,
pulling up
for the
on
record.
Instagram, and then
Well, not just pulling up Instagram, right? It's like it's not. Don't give me
Well,
the
yeah.
Tom version of the story. Give me the real version of it. But yeah, sure. Short version. Go on.
yeah, and then the chat, and then you know what I mean, like from his perspective, and I can't imagine not feeling like this is a way for them to prove the meme. Like, I can't imagine being in that situation and going, oh, they're trying to actually pin me as a sex pest this time. This isn't just a meme anymore. They're actually trying to do this.
So when he says, "I'm happy to make them look like bad faith fools, so everyone can see how bad faith they are," is he
Talking about-
Is he playing 4D chess in that moment?
Honestly, I agree with Cankle on that. Like, he called sex pest for months and months and months, and then get to a point where they're on stream trying to validate it to Kelly.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna like freak you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get where you guys are both coming from. Like I
He
said,
acted like an
Tom
absolute fucking idiot
lost
about it.
his fucking mind over simple words that if he didn't fuck, and I'm not gonna give him the grace or sympathy of like this level of retardation, this level of like slippery bullshit and narrative spinning, and like you motherfuckers are completely ignoring the level of like dishonesty where I'm like, oh, I have to question everything about you at this point in time, and I mean that. I won't get into whatever like personal or private stuff at this point, but I have my guard up 100% for this motherfucker at this point because it's like deeply, deeply dishonest in a way that is like, oh, this is a case study in fucking bullshit. But yeah, I mean, fair enough. If you guys want to give him the grace or the, try to appreciate the context of his narrative and stuff. Well, I mean, that is giving him grace to say like, oh, if you're gonna go in there, if people are criticizing this or saying that, I understand why you do so and so.
There's no grace there, dude. That's just understanding like both perspectives.
Yeah.
Like he was pushed to a
It's
point,
charitability
like,
into the understanding of his whatever perspective, I suppose. But
I don't know.
like I
Dude,
understand
you're talking a
everything
mud
you guys are
crab
saying.
right
It.
now.
Yeah, I know.
You're talking a
He's
mud
sweeping for
crab.
Tom. He's sweeping for Tom after he got criticized by
No, I'm not
Radical last
supposed
night.
to. Hey. I don't like 99% of you motherfuckers in this space.
Based.
Like for real.
Based.
But that doesn't mean I dislike you either. It's just I don't have any like allegiances or biases. Like some people I like kicking shit with more than others, really. But
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. I'm like
I just
has
think,
been said,
like,
an island
for the full
independent
picture.
thought.
I'm
You can't
Switzerland.
just like you can't just see Tom for the actions of that day. Like to
It's not.
only
It's
see
not.
that.
I promise you, I'm not looking at the actions of that day.
Okay,
I'm
so you
looking
see the
at
escalation.
100% of the lead up, 100% of the event, and everything afterwards. I'm looking at all of the context. I'm understanding Tom's. I've been relentlessly good faith to the point where this motherfucker had to make me a full out skeptic of this son of a bitch, because it's like I'm gonna look like a complete jackass with the level of charitability I'm giving the motherfucker when I can no longer even believe that charitability in my own gut. Like my spider senses are like, nah, this motherfucker is absolutely lying, and like the stories don't add up, the VODs don't add up, the narratives don't add up. And I talked to him too, so I saw where as I tried to walk him to a point that was like a very easy, like, okay, yes, I agree, that makes sense. He just would no, what we're talking about is over here, and he would shift the shit over. So he was doing shit.
Did you watch Jay Stalk's fucking stream to confirm the text lining up, or did you watch Tom's stream? Because Tom was saying
Tom didn't stream it. Tom said he recorded it, but that he didn't. He said he recorded it because he wasn't live yet, but that his recording didn't have the text on screen, so that it wasn't like there was no kind of point to watching it through that. So he didn't post it, I guess. But so it's only on Justicle's stream where he's
that's disappointing.
There's just text. I know I couldn't. Like if I could go to Tom's stream and see him typing to the video out of sync, I would never have questioned that fucking version. I would just go to the thing and be like, it either does or doesn't line up with what it is. But then there was that whole rigmarole of two narratives and how that can't make sense because whatever, both of them are conflicting, and then the other third factor as well. So yeah, I promise that and like I've said to Cankle, I'll still give him the grace of certain things where other people assume the worst, and I just don't. I think he was joking about certain stuff that people are like, oh, that was an insult. I'm like, no, that was just dry humor. Like I can still be as good faith as possible about everything that seems reasonable, but there's just too many things where I'm like, it's actually aggravating that I have to spend the time to go back and take notes of certain things to be able to like pin him on it and not have him waffle around it and be like, oh no, it was this, and like actually it was this, and there's you have to check this in the VOD, and it's like, bro, no.
I have a little bit of a different view on
for this motherfucker.
I have a little bit of a different view on the chats than you, but I don't think it's that crazy. I think that you, like, if you looked at it a little differently, you might agree. I don't think that the actual chats, I don't think any of those were actually like serious or like malicious or like sexual in like actual nature. I think they were supposed to be sarcastic and all that shit, all the chats. But then I think he saw them interpret those chats in a way he did not agree with, and he thought that they were taking them seriously when he wasn't trying to, because it doesn't translate the text.
Wait, hold
And
on.
then he
So he
went
said
on and it
DMCA
triggered,
me
and then
because
that was
wait. So
no,
hold
no,
on.
that
So
was
this is what I
in
mean by like
the voice. That was in the voice
I
chat.
know, but that's my point. That's my point. That's the problem.
That's what I'm
This
saying.
is where I'm like, this is. But hear me out. This is where I feel like it's like when I say sweeping at this point, I don't mean intentionally. I mean, it's a charitability thing that doesn't make sense.
Well,
If
this
he
isn't even
typed
really
in
a
chat,
shareability. This is like he's still fucked up. It's just in a different way.
I know, but it's diffusing it in a way that doesn't. Just hear me out.
Is it?
If
Can
he
you
ty-
prove
what's up?
that? Can you just, bro? You say so much all the time.
Sure.
Can you prove that Tom's texts line up with anything?
Can I prove that they do line up with things?
Yeah, from JStock's
I
video. Can you
need to
see
go
the
back and
text?
rewatch. I need to go back and rewatch it because I haven't since we spoke last
Wanna go
night.
through it now?
I'm obviously
Okay.
busy and doing shit. We
Because if you don't have that, then
could,
you shouldn't
but I
have
need to
that
take
belief
notes.
yet. You
No,
shouldn't have
here,
that.
no, hold up. I have, but bro, there's like so many hours of multiple VODs. I've reviewed a bunch of stuff, a bunch of notes taken. Like I don't have all of my shit ready to like fucking pull out every single fact on every single thing. But the problem isn't about me not thinking they line up. The problem is Tom told me 2 fucking stories and they don't
Graham,
add
on
up with
his
each
stream?
other. And one of them means that so
they
either
can.
his first story is no, they fucking can't,
They
bro.
can.
Either the first, I promise you, they
You
can't.
told me what
and you're
it
both
is,
being
and I'm
like
sure they
retarded
can.
about it. Okay, regardless. So his first story is that the messages are correlated with the things that are being said in the video.
Mhm.
So Tom's first claim is his texts are in sync with the video, and if I watch the video, it makes sense. That is
He
Tom's
said
first claim.
if you watched my video, it'd make sense.
No, he didn't
You-
put a
you-
video out. He
No,
said
no,
if
no,
I
no,
watched,
but,
the,
chill.
I asked him if I watched
Hear me
statistical
out.
VOD. All right,
Hear
go
me
for it.
out, real quick. His VOD has no text. JStock's
Yes,
VOD
it-
has text. You could put them side by side and see where he's reacting and typing.
He doesn't
the text.
have anything on screen to line it up.
No,
to.
you don't need. What do you mean? You don't need to. You could line the audio up because you know what
Okay,
he's listening.
if he secretly has this video file that somewhere he hasn't posted it or anything like that, if he wants to get that to me to fact check
Let's
his
see.
narratives
Well,
or whatever,
Says
maybe. But it's not posted anywhere that I can access at this point.
I know, but this is what he could do to verify it and clear his name on that accusation.
Yeah, if it could at least tell me which of his narratives was a lie. So either his first one was a lie or the second one was a lie.
Honestly, I would say
But
if
it would
the one
it
I
would
would
prove
believe
to me
the
that the
most,
second one was true, I guess.
the one
What's
I
that?
would
He was on
believe the
stream.
most.
When he was chatting. This is all live. You just don't see it.
That's not.
No, because he was chatting and then he goes on.
He's not. Hold on. Go. Can you click on so you can hear it? Because I see you scrolling on my screen, but I don't hear it. Because I'm almost positive he said he wasn't live yet when he jumped in the call. Because he was like typing in chat and then goes in and whatever the fuck.
Wait, hold on.
I know he went
But
live
dude,
after the Zonia call. What's up?
The one I'd believe out of all of them, it was
Mhm.
Mantis and Tom both knew it was glitching in Mantis, but your JStock's mod now, so fuck you.
There we go.
That's the one I'd believe.
Wait, that's a totally different section of the conversation, but like that's
Yeah,
when
but-
they
yeah.
get. I'll believe you
So
on
I'll
that
say
part
you
where
have
they're
it.
trying to throw me under the bus. Like I'll absolutely take that as like probably the reality.
That's what you were
Um,
saying last night. You were saying that either the messages line up or they don't, and if they don't, then he had to have told Mantis that you said it or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, like him telling Mantis my name thing also fucks with his narratives being true part, but the saying my name as like a malicious thing because I'm a mod in Jistical stream, that's more of like a reasonable negative assumption at this point in time, given that my trust in him is extremely low.
Maybe not
And I
even a
overall
fuck
see,
you
like-
thing. Maybe it's them. It was JStock. They set this whole thing up.
Yeah, but then them throwing my name in there would like it could only affect me negative or protect them if like it's my clout on the other side that they wanted to leverage in some way to like make it comfortable. So it's like it could really only be used to diffuse it or used to get me as well. But anyways, I just if you can find it in the thing, Canklemore, because I'm pretty positive what I heard Tom say indicated to me that it wasn't in a live VOD.
You might be right.
But if there's a VOD or if he has the video file still, and then I can like hear what he's, but even still, he said he was pausing and taking phone calls in the middle of it. Like it's just the way he describes it, this to like claim that all of a sudden they're not in sync with the video, and so they're not really like contextually understandable because
So
he typed them out of context. Is the second story.
That's exactly why I said both things can be true at the same time, because he said he caught up as well. So some of the chats would be out of sync and then some of them would be in sync.
Yeah, I don't want to do this because we're both going to go back and forth with like super charitable jumping through mental gymnastics versus me being a hard ass. I didn't get to review this. This is why I didn't talk to Tom yet again since then. And I need, well, it's not even that. It's more like time-stamped with exact quotes like autism to prove this, because this guy's evasive, like squirmy as a motherfucker.
Yeah, but like in reality,
we shouldn't even have to like fact check
does
this
it
retarded
matter?
bullshit.
Does any of that even matter? In the scheme of
It does, because what it illustrates is that he's a
Have
deeply
no idea.
dishonest person, and he's being evasive
Oh, we
even to
already know
people
that.
that he should be.
We don't-
Well, if
we
that's the
don't have
case,
to
it's like,
verify that because we've seen him lying
Okay.
to Saz, and that's enough for me. I already know he's dishonest to someone who should mean more to him than anyone else in the space.
that's fair. I'm not saying it's like better or worse or whatever, but I think again, you're like always looking for the context, and I can like
What's up, Astra?
understand
I
where he
totally
ends up
missed
making
that,
like
sorry.
a mistake
going
or like
on?
less than ideal thing because he didn't feel comfortable being honest about something, he didn't want to hurt someone, and like all those things where you're struggling with it. And sure, the correct thing to do is just be honest with those people that you're, being involved with in any way, or that are emotionally invested in you. Like you owe them that respect. So like I feel you on that like deeper value of honesty and integrity and shit like this. But again, it's like just a matter of being able to understand that like people do make mistakes sometimes, versus maybe connecting that to what I'm experiencing in real time and going, oh, this is a larger picture of a, like you were saying before, a deeply dishonest or universally dishonest person. But if you're just saying accept that he's dishonest, and then it's like, all right, then I would just distance from him and go, I don't give a fuck what happens to him, right?
Yeah, but like, dude, he's just
She's
street-
pulling a sass. Canklemore.
Yeah, but there's a difference
Cankle.
between the dishonest, like snaky and slimy and evasive
Protect-
versus like putting being a character
They-
because like you're not just going to be your normal daily self
Don't mind
in that
me.
sense.
Just trying
There's
the
a difference
sass
there
thing.
to me.
See if it works.
Protect the perception of
Lao
themselves. That's just, it's like that. It's what they
You
do.
say this, but Tom has done the opposite of this whole time. He's been in an attempt to protect his reputation, I guess.
No
He's
one said he was
destroyed it.
smart. No one said he was smart. I'm just saying.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, fair enough. Maybe you're not sleeping. But yeah, anyways, if you want to pull up that VOD, Kanko, I'm happy to like listen throughout from the start of his messages till the end of them and see where they actually line up. That was just like I was working on music shit today, and then whatever. I haven't had time to fucking pull up 4 hours of Tom bullshit again
What
and
sort of music shit
overdose
you
on
do?
Tom. Mostly working on covers right now to kind of get my YouTube channel moving, and
sort of covers?
by doing
so that people
the current
can...
one is Final Fantasy VII battle music, Those Who Fight, and then I just finished the Dragon Ball Z like Rock the Dragon theme song and Mortal Kombat theme song as well, which those are unreleased but like completed, basically ready to go. So it's all very
What sort of music
nostalgic.
do you listen to?
So clearly a lot of video gamey bullshit, and then like a lot of Zeppelin and Hendrix was the
time attempting
earlier inspirations. Those kind of funky riffing rock guitar solos and stuff like this.
I know a dude that would. He's like autistically good with like fucking NES games.
NES
Like
NES games?
Game music. NES game
Oh,
music.
nice,
We sat
nice.
in VC one night, and I played him.
Appreciate
so many
you
NES
being
games,
attentive,
just
though.
The music for it, and he
Yeah.
told me exactly the fucking game it was every time. It was insane.
Hell yeah. I definitely like, I'll throw on some Castlevania shit, some Ninja Gaiden, some like, yeah, I absolutely listen. Or Contra music is fucking fire, bro. Holy shit. I love video game music, man. I used to
The
sit
old
with like
Mario-
Turtles in Time and
Mario
yeah.
was sick. The new Mario music that fucking Kanker was playing the other day was dog shit.
What was I playing the other day?
You're playing some Mario game, and I was like, dude, I remember when Mario
Oh,
music used to
Mario
be good.
Wonder.
And you, like,
Mario Wonder's fun as fuck.
exactly the same.
That's what we're on.
It's funny. I think Mario Wonder's like it's supposed to be like a very musical game. Like a lot of the NPCs in the background are singing along to the track, but I do feel like the direction they went musically doesn't. I'm with you. I prefer the old shit for sure.
And they were doing
Do you
that
by
with,
any
like,
chance like play music or anything like this as well? Oh, sorry, what were you about to say?
yeah, bro. Yeah, I played guitar since I was like 16.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. One
If
of
you, s-
us.
if you search my name up on YouTube, you can find like 13 or 12-year-old YouTube videos of me playing guitar in my bedroom when I was like 18.
Amazing. I definitely had
They
some
got
of those
republished.
left on my
Like,
Facebook and shit, where it's like holy nostalgia.
So if you can't see that,
yeah, it's fucked. Terrible.
Oh yeah, 14 years ago. Oh yeah,
Uh,
bro. There's so many times I'm like, I should have been consistent since back then. If I was releasing shit every week, I'd be on fire
dude.
right now.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm like, fuck, man. If I kept playing guitar on YouTube, I'd actually be like one of the decent people on YouTube playing guitar. But now I'm just like some fucking father who works and doesn't play guitar much anymore.
Mistakes were made. Oh man.
I went an hour before Mantis went on, and I'm scrolling through and watching chats
see
pop
where-
up, and nothing yet.
From top. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they're only like
Why don't you just check the transcript, bro?
I have
Are you looking
no
for Tom's-
idea how to do that for YouTube.
I think he's looking for the text on screen.
Send me put it in the side chat. I'll tell you exactly when Tom puts his first message in there.
Wait, you can use the transcript to see when the messages come on screen or when he pops into
I can
voice
give
chat.
you- I can give you an exact timestamp for the messages.
Well, they would need to be when they pop into live chat rather than when they pop on screen.
Yeah, it'd be live.
Oh, because you want to see when the messages. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can fact check the timestamps of the messages themselves relative to the total VOD, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I didn't see that there was timestamps in like the replay chat there. Ooh, cool.
Yeah. I have hyper chat. It's not enabled. Oh, I should enable it.
Oh, is that a bonus type of
You gonna
feature?
link
Like, did that not
gonna
normally
link-
show?
Link that YouTube.
Oh, you
thing,
gotta
bro.
download a Chrome extension.
Oh. I see.
What'd you say, Mudcrab?
Weren't you throwing me a YouTube link?
Didn't I send it?
Did
I
you?
DM'd it to you.
Oh fuck. This guy.
I can put it inside chat still if you want me to do
You're
that
right,
instead.
I got it.
Alright. Hey, Ellie.
I am.
Yo. How's it going?
What's going mid?
Hey,
Yeah.
sweetie little mud crappy poo. I'm
You
learning
turd.
all sorts of vocab words up in here. But I was just gonna say I already have the transcript and the comments of all the Tom. I have it all in Google Docs already. If you give me your email, I can send it to you.
Weird. A logo.
I
Yeah,
did
this one's
this.
got the files. What the fuck?
Well, yesterday
I just have
when
a
I was
shitty notepad.
sitting there listening to the same argument over and over again, I was like, well, I'll just download at least. I have a extension, and then I just copied it into Google Docs. These things, so it's got time.
I'll be sure to take that personally. I'm just kidding.
Four
All of
hours
you
and
should.
49 minutes.
All of you
4
should.
hours
take
49
this.
is
4
fair.
hours
Yeah.
49 and 44 seconds.
In
Okay.
hindsight, Ali, seeing how long the VOD was, the only chance we could have gone that long is if we absolutely looped on things and like repeated it with different people in the
You know what I mean?
call.
Yeah, we did. So it
Yeah.
was.
No doubt. That's why I very much jokingly or like tongue in cheek, like I'll take it personally because I know I
You get it,
ramble.
Cankle?
I know things are repeated, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cankle, if
Get in there,
you
Tom.
if you text, I've got like in 2 different docs. One is the transcript with the timestamps, and one is the comments with timestamps. So you can compare them super easy. If it's already done, and if you want them.
Wait, that's the last thing he said.
What? The last thing he said?
Yeah, because he said
Yeah.
something 5 minutes into Mantis joining.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I remember
I've
that.
got all the Tom
So I think it's
time
backwards.
mentions. So it is.
Yeah.
Also, forgive my dumbass. I'll obviously need to scrub this shit myself later. Make sure I got it autistic accuracy to it. But I think we'll be able to do this with it all on screen or through stream.
What are you looking for? The Kelly is begging for my dick part.
Yeah, I think that's the first one,
Yeah,
right?
I think that was first.
4:32. 4 hours and 32.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that
I'll
like the
just screenshot.
first comment?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think so.
Yeah, it should be.
Man,
Yeah,
Instagram
I'll just
on his stream.
give me a sec. Print screen.
You not want this then?
I'll just DM to you what I'm grabbing.
by the way,
give you
Ali, is there any chance you can send whatever that was? I guess to me, just because that might make my life easier.
Yeah,
when
I'll
I-
just make it a shareable document, and I'll put the link in the side chat here.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I
this
was
an
just like, oh, it's
extension
so-
that you used, or?
Yeah, I can give you guys the link to that extension too if you want.
Okay, I think I could probably find it. Let's see. What's it called?
Let me see which one it is. I have a few, so I use it's called Comment Stat, I think.
Yeah, that's basically all the comments in your DMs, bro. With timestamps.
Either that or oh no, YCS, YouTube comment search.
Mid extension alley.
What's your
What?
extension, Mudcrab? What do you got?
YCS.
Oh.
Knew it.
So by mid you mean good now? Jesus Christ, I cannot keep up.
Mid is average.
Wait, no, you can't keep
The
up,
fuck?
Ali.
You keep thinking mid is bad. Mid is average. Mid is 5 out of 10.
I'm not used to
Mid is a C plus, Ali.
I got straight A's, so I'm not used to that.
Well, you must be D in other areas then.
In my tits. Just
And the
kidding.
median,
Yo,
find an average.
That was
Jesus
funny.
Christ.
I'm an A in comedy so far. You're welcome.
Well, I wouldn't get that far.
About half of the time.
50% of the time it works every time.
yeah.
Call back to something not anywhere near around this time.
Okay,
or on this
young.
day.
So okay.
Anchorman,
I-
I remember.
I just used that YouTube comment search to search Tom, and I got all the instances of Tom on that.
Ali,
What?
you want a compass?
No. Do you?
I just finished doing that.
I already have it in a Google Doc if someone wants it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you were just doing that now.
No. That's what I've already I did yesterday when I was listening to us loop for the 45th time on the same topic we are looping on tonight.
Based. Okay. Ready?
Oh yeah. If it's any consolation, it's
good.
accidentally looping today.
True.
Although we are still looping, that's for sure.
Don't lie to me.
No, technically it's not.
No, I
looping, 'cause
promise.
I'm on the other side.
I did hear that.
Oh, I guess it's more looping as in still living in this topic at all, really.
With
Addressing
nothing
it
new.
whatsoever. Yeah, if anything, it's more like whatever, seeing where the disagreements are and seeing if there's any like ability to, I guess, see
I
each
do
other's perspective on
like,
it. But
I think it's important to like try and argue against your
Yeah.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to
Yeah.
test
Yeah.
your own theories
Yo,
and
man.
opinions.
totally,
So,
that's why, to be clear, when I say like
I
I
want to
quote
hear
unquote,
you do that, Jube. I want to hear you steel man Tom in this real quick.
sure. You mean more often, or I guess like even
Not just now, just
yeah.
based on this whole topic that we've been talking about. I want to hear you try steel man Tom.
Sure. I mean, it's
Authentically.
yeah. No, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm stealing any points, because like a lot of this was stuff that I sort of have been saying since the beginning, but at this point will be like covered in my criticisms. But I think that he felt extremely pressured by the term sex pest in a post Me Too era. I think he felt cornered and judged, and he became defensive. I think that having the Mantis thing that we now know, like he was whatever connected in a, I don't know, romantic, sexual, whatever the fuck, intimate way. There was probably like a little extra fortification of like, oh, I do understand women. These people are all stupid. Like, you can't tell me I'm out of touch because like I'm currently in touch. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like in a way, a bit of ego boost there that would like fortify or give him undue arrogance or like stubbornness and shit.
Doesn't
Kind of-
sound like steel manning, bro.
Well, no, I'm totally like justifying or explaining how he would end up acting the way he's been acting, right? That
I
again,
would
being
say
defensive, being cornered by this
people-
what he
people
feels
have
like an
two
accusation. What's up?
People have two brains. You've got a logical and you've got emotional. And
Yep.
when the
Yeah.
emotional kicks off, you lose the logic.
Yeah, that's
Tom
basically what I'm
got
saying. He's like in the emotional state. That's in a long-winded way where I'm trying to, I guess, elaborate the reasons why he was feeling emotional and not acting logical, or scared to concede or like, like give any ground under the impression that he's defending against like malicious actors and shit. Where
Yeah, if he just took
like-
the L that was tiny, he should have just went, yeah, okay, fair enough.
I just think he failed to separate the malicious thing and the anger towards Jessica, because that's like one beef. And even if he was trying to use or justify his old claim with the Kelly discomfort,
I don't think he was arguing Kelly's emotions. I think in
Well,
his mind at that time, he was
yeah.
just trying to convince her that he wasn't a sex pest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was emotional.
Yep.
Whether he says it is or not, I mean, it feels like it to me. It was.
Like this whole thing, Tom's acting it out of fear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. Defensiveness. That's what I mean. And that's going to be fear-based, right? It's like,
Emotion.
I don't want to be seen as someone who's weird. I don't want to be seen as someone who's a creep or a pest. I think what I'm doing is normal, and I don't feel comfortable being labeled as something that's like obviously negatively loaded. No one's saying you're a creep in like a chill way.
And I
right?
don't want my career to end on false
Well,
terms.
to be fair,
Maybe
but that's
TLC.
okay. That's why I'm mad at him, because it's like I don't give a fuck how emotional you are. If you're so emotional that you go so fucking retarded that you end up doing 10 times more damage than the incorrect label ever could have done, that's where I'm like, look, this motherfucker's like
That's what
30
all
whatever
people
years old.
do that.
This is way
Yeah.
no. This is way
All
too
people
much.
do
This
that.
is-
Everyone
I
creates the
I
thing they
accept.
fear.
I
The
accept
thing you're
that.
most afraid of is what you're going to create every time.
Yep.
Fair. Then, like I said before, and you're just validating my point that he got stun locked by the name Sex Pest, and it ruined him mentally.
Yeah, but that's not
And then the word
saying
weird
anything
as
about
well.
his character, except that he's human.
Yep.
No, but the point is not that he got stun locked by this months ago. It's how he acted all the way through it. Like, you guys are basically saying everything he's done is totally reasonable because everyone would have
it's not
emotions.
reasonable.
Everyone's a
It's
human.
Not reasonable
It's like-
because of that.
It's
He was
actually very
There was
emotional.
no reason there.
Yeah.
There was no logic, no reasoning.
But you're saying it like makes sense that he would be unreasonably emotional given
I'm
all
not
the
even saying it's
circumstances. So
I'm not
you're
even saying
justifying
it's
Tom's
acceptable.
emotions
No, I'm
You're
not even saying it's
justifying
acceptable. And I'm
or
not even
explaining
saying
them
I'm not,
effectively.
no. It's
sorry,
completely
go on.
unacceptable how he acted. Completely unacceptable. But I
But
understand
is it
it.
human?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I
Well,
understand
wait,
it.
Yep.
Do you guys think I don't understand where he's coming from, or that I
No,
just don't approve
You're
of
just
or
not
like
being
accept?
charitable.
Yeah,
You're
I'm just not
being-
accepting it. I'm just not
You're
accepting
thinking
where
he
he's
should
coming
have
from.
been rational in a
No,
illog-
not rational. I think
That-
he just should have handled the situation better.
we
than he
all
did.
in hindsight's 2020. But had we been in a similar situation that
get you.
triggered us, the thing is, we all act emotionally, and then we try to rationalize it later.
I understand where you're coming from. I think Tom has been maliciously and very intentionally evasive in a way that is not just emotional defensiveness. I think there is a craft to his this is not normal and is not
Yeah, it's not. But that's not,
acceptable, like as in I would be the same way if I was in his
But you-
position.
No.
I
I was-
absolutely disagree.
I think
Absolutely
you're
disagree.
assigning
I'm
malice.
saying we don't know.
And I'm not.
I think that a
Well,
lot of
when you
people
say
took-
malice,
I
do
think
you
a
mean
lot of people took
intentionality or
the-
evil?
I think people took the lie to cover for Mantis, or even the possible not lie to cover for Mantis, because obviously you don't want your relationship public in this circumstance.
Yeah.
And,
or to accidentally
when,
expose your partner like a nude, like that's just you're like, fuck, bro.
And
you're
when,
just in a bad situation.
Because he's lying in this circumstance, and because he might be lying to Sass, all this other stuff is also a lie, because it's all a web weaved. I don't think it's that deep.
I agree with you that other people think that. Other people are like, oh, how, you know, you heard Sass and like this whole Mantis thing, you were dishonest with us in the PR statement. For me, and I even told Tom this, all of my criticisms are before the Sass and Mantis. Like, I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. That's his personal business as far as I'm concerned. I see now how it could have had some impact, and so like it adds a little bit of context where like maybe there was slight influence of the Mantis factor, basically, and like, making him go put himself in a position he wouldn't have put himself in otherwise. Meaning on Justical stream, like the 2 lines that are famously being quoted now.
I think if they were saying those things without her there, I think he still would have gone on.
Then he's retarded.
Know about it?
Someone else would have sent him a clip saying Kelly's reacting to you, reacting to her.
Yeah.
And then, like someone else would, like the community would have instigated it.
But do you think
that's how all this stuff happens?
The reaction from Kelly and the group would have been as what it was without Mantis being there, is what I'm saying. Would it have gotten to that point of like?
Look, it's hard to say. It's hard to say in a black and white way, like. Oh, yes, everything would be exactly the same. And this is where, like, I need to review the VOD that I guess Kanko was trying to pull up the timestamps for, or whatever it was for when. So my thought though is,
he definitely wouldn't have got on. He would have addressed it on his next stream.
Yeah.
Well, sure. So that's the thing. If he addressed it on his own stream and things went a completely different fork in the road, sure. And like, I obviously can't really guess on that. I would just like assume and hope that things would have gone better without that extra oil on the fire or whatever. But I think that regardless, I think actually, to be honest, regardless, unless he was only being this stubborn in his positions because he felt like, oh, I'm a whatever ladies man and I'm hitting it off with Mantis, or unless that like was really a factor that you could remove and it would change the rest of his behavior, I think that he would have reacted to the clip of her calling it weird. He would have been like, no, she's dumb, or like whatever Giga Chad position he had, same type of like, I'm not doing anything weird, you're just weird, other women like it and thank me for doing that, or whatever his like narrative was. I think we would have ended up in the exact same spot where that clip would then go back to Justical stream, and then I'm not saying that oh, sorry, I shouldn't say exact same spot. I mean, in terms of the dialogue between the two sides, their positions would have moved forward in the same from the same vantage points, but the like inflammatory nature of Tom going into the text chat, saying things in caps lock, and then defending it.
That wouldn't have happened. Coming from anything to do with the two sides. The damage is coming from within Tom's community, the people who are not wanting to be there because of how it escalated.
What's up, Kegel?
Mudcrab. I think Jube's right. It probably would have ended up the same way, because I don't think that it was like something he could just go and address. I don't think in his mind it was something he could go and address on the next stream. I think regardless of Mantis being on or not, this was something that he needed to do damage control for now, because they're connecting something to the sex pest allegations to actually pin that title.
Right, so regardless of Mantis, Justical doing that would have instigated Tom, because that was what really was triggering him. That I actually see what you're saying. I think that even more so makes sense in terms of like why he wasn't going to let it go, was that if he got a clip with Justical saying, oh wow, he really is like a sex pest or something like that.
That's honestly stupid. That's retarded then, because if he wanted to do the Giga Chad thing, he should have ignored it.
Yeah.
Watched the stream on his next stream,
well, yeah, but
and then immediately after
like
pulled up her Instagram and Giga Chatted.
Like we were just saying. Panic emotional mode, you know, not logical.
That's kind of what
Mantis is the reason it got so emotional. We don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Like, I think a lot of people took issue with Zonia spending like a whole stream really trying to offload agency and blame from Tom to Mantis. And again, I'll even say the 10-15%, whatever it is. I'm sure there's some amount of which like having this person there, and again, like you were saying, going in and instigating it, and then Tom comes in to protect and all this type of stuff. She absolutely played a role in it, right? But I I just think that Tom was so like the optics of the sex pest claim really got to him in a way that he just wasn't able to like dismiss it and just say fuck it, Jessica's like some random retard who cares, or even just like literally just factually it's not even true. Like, and I've been saying that the whole time.
Yeah,
It's
but that
literally
gives
not a sex
credence
pest
to the
according to
OCD
the claim thing. I don't think that's an OCD thing.
It
I think
is
that is a
rumination.
rumination. No, I know what you mean. Like I know like you can connect it to symptoms type of thing. I think because the way that he originally reacted, it wasn't like something that just came up that like he couldn't get his mind off of. It was like, I do not want this to be a fucking meme. Like he very clear, because it is a reputational like disaster to have that type of label, right? Like it's reasonable for him to not want. What's that?
Look at who else. I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you off. I keep
I'm a yapper. I'm a yapper. You gotta cut me off.
I keep fucking. I keep like mispredicting. Look who else is in this lineup of people on the screen.
Which lineup? I'm sorry.
On the bottom of the.
Let me check your.
Next to Mantis.
We said this yesterday. It was like 5 people.
Yeah, but look who's next to Mantis. To the left.
Kimmy Marie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know about her, right?
What about her?
You don't know about her?
No, I mean, like I do, but like, what about her that I need to?
I don't know about her. Pull up her Instagram. Let's go.
Make her big.
That would be actually a pretty innocuous thing to do. I don't think she does anything like that. She's pretty much just like regular pictures. But
that's what Tom would
she
say.
has OCD. She has this whole thing with Destiny where she was ruminating on false allegations and just couldn't let him go because she has OCD,
right.
and it was bad.
And that was that like fixing the narrative thing.
With him.
Actually, yeah, and then Tom was like, "Wait, I have it too." She's like, "Well, where do you get off calling me crazy, then, motherfucker?"
They already
I was like,
talked about this.
really funny.
He meant,
that came up within this drama.
Yeah, again.
But I do think that like, again, I understand, and even with me, when I had some recent shit in Gisticle's channel actually, where someone was smearing me, and I was like, I want to fucking set that record straight. Or if people reference the smearing, I'm like, yo, fuck off, that's fucking bullshit, fake news. And when I got referenced as the person that was the chatter to bring it up, I was like, hey, yo, definitely was not me. Let me clear my fucking name real quick. But because there was judgment attached to that from people that I particularly, whatever, I'm either connected to or respect or whatever it is, I wouldn't want them thinking Tom's fake story and throwing me under the bus.
What do you mean?
So again, like I said, right from the jump, I understand in a post Me Too world, if someone says you're sex pest and you feel that's not true, that you want to in some way defend yourself. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
You what?
But that last comment on the kick side of chat was predicting the fucking future.
Last comment on Kick Chat, you said?
On Cankle's screen share.
What?
It's just sexual harassment horseplay. Was this
Wait, what does it
before
say
or
this?
after Vosh?
Are they talking about Bosch?
No.
On
Where is this
your
typed? I don't.
watch stream.
Can't you see the kick?
Oh,
the
it's right here.
screen?
It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
sexual
yeah.
harassment horseplay.
Too soon. Way too soon. Like predicting what happens. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Goon stream, Coom time. Yeah. YouTube Coomer exposed. A bit of a Coomer to. Oh, a bit of Coom time is a treat, boys. Yeah.
Want to start going over this?
Sure, yeah, we can get.
This shouldn't take. I think it's like 20 minutes. After this, after we like line up the chats or whatever, I'm probably gonna crash. I'm gonna go to bed a little early. I want to get up and go to a fucking shop and sell some Pokemon cards before work.
Nice.
So that people can like jerk off and make comments in chat.
Okay, she probably doesn't mean literally cool
Is
time.
his
She
first
probably
comment on
means
screen yet?
ridiculous. You guys are so soy.
What was that?
I was just checking that. Okay, no, the first begging for my dick is just showed up. Okay, wait, so 4:32. Wait, yeah, so that's right now in the stream.
Mhm.
Like on the current timestamp of the stream. So it should end up showing up in a couple seconds in the on-screen chat, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
I expected,
And that would show
I
that
actually
that
can't
message
believe I
is
expected more
in
from
line
you,
with the
but I
VOD.
should just lower
Okay,
up.
okay.
Hang on a minute. Can I get to
Assuming his
speak?
name
Go
shows
ahead,
up.
go ahead, go ahead.
Mhm.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, but
That's with the
not-
underscores? Wait. Tomfoolery with the underscore. Yeah,
because
it's
there's spaces.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
all
how
the
they show
time.
up. But
Okay.
I think one thing people weren't understanding that he was saying. He wasn't saying that the stream was on delay. He was saying he was delayed in the stream. He was behind.
Right.
Well,
Because he had it paused
yeah,
and
but
he was
his
on like 1.5 speed or whatever to try to catch up.
yeah, so he was saying that he was like 20, 30 minutes behind watching the prank call with Nico Sam and then whatever the fuck else. I think maybe he mentioned one more thing before being caught up. Or it was that the other one thing was that he's typing them then, and so it's like it's either the messages are in line to what's being said on screen right now in the Mantis conversation, or he's watching the VOD 30 minutes behind and happens to be typing right now while Mantis is on.
Okay, so
right?
let's rewind 30 minutes from now and see if that was a reply to something.
Wait, let's
don't-
quickly play through this section because there's like, it's like, I don't even know how we correlate those lines.
That's
That's what I
He
mean.
said he caught up while she was on. So I think it's possible.
Yeah, but I need
that,
to
like,
I even need to rewatch his wording on that shit because it's like this motherfucker, his squirmy son of a bitch, didn't even quote his own shit properly onto the notepad on that stream. So like, I need to retranscribe that section.
I know
and,
why
like,
YouTube doesn't fix
dig
that
that
either.
part apart.
Like if you're behind in chat in the video, then your
Astro
chat
the
should
Vosh
go
stuff
into
is
the
he
video
he
at that time.
accidentally leaked his.
I think it's
porn
because it wants to be
folder
like played in
with
order of how things came
horsecock
chronologically. Because then
lolly
otherwise people
porn.
could insert chats by like
Um,
rolling back and typing things. And I
But
guess
yeah,
that
no,
would
I'm
fuck
not gonna
with
pull up. I'm not gonna
the
pull up her
chronology of
pictures. But yeah,
the
no, I
log,
know that
but
she doesn't
I
have
don't know.
any
It's
of
just
that
like
type
off the
of
top
stuff.
of the head guess. But sorry, do
she's
you want
like
to
a
continue, Cankle? And
pretty
we'll
wholesome
like let's
person.
just track and pay attention to his messages coming through. And if all the messages come through and maybe they seem to make sense in context
You
of what we're
can't. You
listening
kind
to,
of need
then
Tom's vid to do this, like so you can like line him
yeah,
up with what's
if
happening.
that exists with audio on his end, the problem is he said he was pausing and taking phone calls, so I don't even understand how he has like a full video if he's doing all those things in the same time frame.
I don't think he does.
That could have been like
Also, it doesn't
earlier.
seem like there's but it's between these messages that he's talking about. There's no earlier, right? There's like he said he's pausing and responding to things and like responding to the video and taking calls. Like the wait again, we can just pull
Yeah,
up
but
the
you wouldn't
exact
have
quote
to-
in that other
you wouldn't
VOD,
have
but
to- You wouldn't have to validate every message. All you have to do is show one instance of him being behind in the video and sending a chat.
well, my thought process is that like there's like 5 or 6 messages, and we'll hit play and we can move forward. But I'm pretty sure they all come up here, so they're all like really close together. It just doesn't make sense that there's much of a like timing gap in general. Like I'm pretty sure they're all going to be in the next couple seconds. But
Watch this
let's
guy's
hit play and let's just see as the rest of them start to show up. We'll get a better perspective.
Stream to see this segment, but he actually is a sex pest.
Wait,
God
how is that
damn.
sex pesting? No,
It's
no, how's that
absolutely sex
pesting?
pesting. Yeah, it's absolutely
How?
sex pesting in the
How?
exact same way
Explain,
Darius does
J-Star.
it.
How?
Why
How?
is it not? How is it not?
No, you've made the assertive.
Sure,
You've
being
said
an
it's
extremely
sex
creepy
pesting. I'd
weirdo
like to
around
hear
sex,
how.
I feel like is sex pesting. That's my
I don't
definition.
think
and
that
I'm
was
calling it
sex
I don't
sex
think
pest,
that's
but I
it.
do
It's
believe
Wait, what did he do that's creepy? What
comments
did he
that
do
come
that's
after
creepy?
it in the
Apparently
chat
he-
is kind of sex pesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm 100% in line with
Sexual
you.
harassment.
Yeah.
I don't think anything before, and I don't think anything after was, but literally just the messages in this chat were like kind of kind of sexual and kind of harassing. So like, kind of by definition that, but like he's not like an overall sexual harasser. It was like, and nothing prior was sex pesting, to be clear, and nothing after. But like you just said, I think I agree.
I don't even think that the stuff in the chat was intentionally like supposed to be actually sexual. I think it was supposed to be like that stupid banter, but it was just
The
super.
thing is, it was definitely actually sexual, but it was a question of is he being literal or serious, or like joking. And it's like, even if he's joking, it's still sexual and it's still harassment because you're aggressing on the person that asked you to fuck off. It's just like, he just contextually was just being a stupid person. Like, if it was any other human being, it's just this set of behaviors is fucked. Sorry, you can go on.
Instagram on his stream so that people can like jerk off and make comments in chat.
Okay, she probably doesn't mean literally coon time. She
That's
probably
actually ridiculous. You
Yeah,
guys
she
are so
probably-
soy. I actually can't believe I expected more from you, but I should just lower
Okay,
my
okay.
guard.
Hang on a minute, can I
We're
get to
social.
speak? Since
Yeah,
this
go
is
ahead, go
about
ahead, go ahead.
fucking me, for
Go ahead.
fuck's sakes. Jesus.
Yes, we
I
heard
just
you.
Kelly's
said
begging for my
weird.
dick all the time.
Yes, but you came in here telling us that we're weird.
I'm actually gonna go to where the beginning of
Wait,
Mantis
no.
popped in.
What would?
Oh, okay.
Because
sorry,
I
thought
didn't
you were going
hear
forward,
anything
but-
that lined up with that. Like I
Oh.
didn't hear anything that
It would-
Kelly
it would-
said or that JSLK said that like lined up with
Warrants that response?
explicitly. Yeah, So I
Yeah.
just want to like check.
Also, I appreciate you pulling back because this helps like the further analysis that I need to do, which was Tom eventually, like you were saying, is saying that he's debating the points of the idea like you can never bring up an Instagram. And it's like, and that was like one of those like frustrating misrepresentations of the complaint because like I don't think anyone is seriously saying you can never bring up an Instagram. It was just like a real bad straw man version of what was apparently said in the beginning of this that he then goes into quote unquote fight after. So this will also help gain perspective of like, does the things he later says are the reasons? Did those actually come up here? But yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I was gonna have to like connect notes and like see what he claimed, then go back and see if they show up in the VOD and whatever.
Yeah,
But
it could be like a empty understanding, like a sort of an autistic understanding of like what they're saying as well. You know what I mean?
Wait, sorry, say that again. I misunderstood.
It
what
could be like
you mean by-
like an empty understanding, like he's not actually understanding what they're saying. He's hearing that and thinking that's what they mean because it's like not understanding like the social dynamic of it.
So just autism. So, just like you're saying that he's responding to things thinking that those things make sense, but that even what he's hearing is misconstruing. Okay.
Yeah.
Question: If you were
Time
to date,
movement. Don't make this a
you
turf
were to-
question, please. Go.
well,
Oh,
it's not
yeah, I
a
think this
turf
is actually
question,
a-
but it does involve trans people.
Oh, and one more thing.
Trans penis question. What's up?
One more thing, really quick. Sometimes people misdiagnose ADHD when it's autism, and he has diagnosed ADHD. It's possible.
Possibly
It's in the realm of possibility.
Autism.
Loops.
Right on.
Hoops.
Because they're very, very similar. Like a lot of the time, there's like 4 symptoms that
overlap.
swap out between the two.
That's
and it's
true,
like
but
familiarity versus adventure. And then like the social understanding versus not social understanding. And then there's like 2, I don't remember what the other 2 are. Organization versus disorganization.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely sound like the worst half of all that, but yeah.
Tom's not autistic. Like every autistic person I know is like they got really bad qualities and like they got like these really shit deal of qualities, but like these kind of like superhero qualities that balances it out a bit.
Yeah.
He's got like no
Sometimes you
superhero
don't get
qualities,
those.
bro.
Sometimes you don't
None
get
of it.
those. So,
So he just got all this shit.
yeah.
Also,
it
shout
happens.
out to the guy in chat. His name is Caps Lock Retarded Schizo. Respect to this dude.
Oh, that's funny.
One of us.
Content, would you prefer them to have a big penis or a micro penis?
I don't know. Oh, thank God Mantis is here to be retarded. Thank fuck. Oh my
Big penis
goodness.
or
Someone
micro
who
penis?
answers answer this question.
No, I don't care.
I didn't even catch it. What's the question?
Do you like girls with big dicks or small dicks, Wolfgang?
Big dicks?
Okay. there you
Really?
go.
Why?
I will not give the answer on this stream, but I'll DM. Wait, no, you're gonna leak it. Never mind. You don't get to know. You just have to trust me.
I just realized something.
What's up?
What if it was in response to this? They're talking about
wait,
dicks.
can I hear the line again? I'm like,
Kelly is begging for my dick all the time. They're talking about dicks and wanting
I mean,
dicks.
we're definitely stretching a little bit.
A little bit.
But
I'm
we'll
just
see.
saying it's a possibility.
I think it'd have to be Kelly saying something.
Maybe she does. We'll see.
Okay.
Hey,
Mantis,
yo, I'm here
can
now.
you
Now
speak?
that you've banned me, from YouTube.
Wait,
like,
hold on.
since,
I can
like, don't know
unban
what
you
it's
from
like.
YouTube chat now that you
woman.
actually joined.
Why do you
She
do
was so
that?
shocked.
That's so
Is
weird.
that Australian woman?
Discord or ban is like a pretty
Fuck.
normal thing, no? Wait,
Yeah,
how
but
do I
no. Why
unban?
would you ban a chatter and you like?
'Cause you're
You
annoying.
must be bored and not have any content if you're
Wait,
looking
I
at chat
can't.
and getting like.
How do I
treated
not?
Like that.
Wait, how do you untime somebody out? Can you not do this? I'm gonna time.
Oh, don't
time you
just
out for
leave
10
it up. I
seconds
want
to
to
unban.
see. No, Discord or ban's totally normal.
The dude in chat
It's
was
just
like,
you
I
can
feel like
stop-
if you
can stop,
enjoy
like,
micro
trying to get
penis,
attention
you're a
from there
pedo.
and come in the Discord. And if you don't want to come in the Discord, you can just fuck
Topical.
Off. That's like the
Well,
option.
you could just not.
The stream was so
actually
ahead of
give
its
me
time,
attention.
bro.
I'm just making comments
You went
about
and got
how,
YCS,
like, what you were
huh?
saying. What I
Yeah.
heard
You know what?
guys saying was like
Hold
really
on.
weird.
Why is she has
Couple
the
more
greatest
minutes.
radar that she thinks she is? She thinks white
To the
people
beginning
are
of the dick
Asian and
conversation.
Gay people are trans. I don't know, man. It's a little bit off.
Wait, this
Tom
is
could just
before
tell
she
us what
popped
it
in
was
again?
in reply to,
Need
and
some
we could search the
fine-tuning.
transcript.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Mantis, if you
he
want to
so
come join
far
the call,
hasn't
you're free
really
to.
pointed to what they replies to. He just
You
said
are
if I rewatched it,
absolutely
it would
free
make
to.
sense. I'm like, but will
Huge
it?
Tom sim. Hold on,
Oh,
actually,
think so.
let me go find the clip of Tom talking about flying Mantis out to his place.
Oh, weird.
Oh yeah, that's way funnier now too.
I
that
mean,
you
yeah,
know
I'm
there's
not
like
really gonna defend Lav's racist comments because I do think it's racist to just be like Asian as an insult. I mean, yeah, but I don't think we can really stop Lav. She's kind of an unstoppable force.
I don't
This
know
is
what
true.
people expect from us. Like, we need like a constantly putting out disclaimers like, we
Jessica.
are individuals. We do not condone or agree with Lav every time she speaks. Like, fuck's sakes.
Lab's cool. I don't
We
know
all
what people
disagree
here.
on stuff. That's like the fucking point. Oh, my brain.
Lab's based. Like, so based.
Sometimes.
Lav
How
is
is
hilarious.
directly
Like that-
sexualizing
like,
people bad?
The
Haha.
actual meaning of
Objectification
based
has
is
its place.
incorrect.
It's not inherently
It's
bad.
like being true to yourself
Okay.
and
Yeah,
not
but
giving a fuck.
when the people that are objectified,
Its place. It's not
I
inherently
hate
bad.
that term.
Directly sexualizing people
Based?
bad. Haha.
I hate the way you
It is one
fucking
of those
spell
like
it,
young.
Allie.
As an
She says it
idiot,
like-
when I first came into this community, just for fun, I just was acted real dumb and used BASTE, and Kinkle cannot handle it.
Yeah, because
That's
she
But-
used it to sexually harass me. She said based me.
Oh,
I
no.
maybe said that once.
Oh
You said it more
no.
than once.
Maybe
It was
once.
a meme. It was a meme.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, I've been
I
harassed.
learned it from the best.
That
Tom
story gets
Crumery.
You're a
wild
sex
too. That
pest,
one,
Sally.
Cube. You should hear the sex pest in that story.
Oh Jesus!
Allie sex
There was-
pest tales.
There was
Right.
some pics that never got leaked though.
Mine?
Oh, no, Ellie. No, Ellie. I'll get you that compass.
Objectification has its place. It's not inherently bad.
I like feigning ignorance.
Okay.
yeah, but when the people that are objectified
So you're
see
just
you
like
objectifying,
Philly,
like the
huh?
consequences. Fuck, like maybe.
What? I just got here.
Like probably.
I know
if you
nothing
see,
about
like,
this
somebody
topic.
fucking
Here's my
Out
take.
in the street, and you're like, God damn, she is fucking sexy, and I can't wait to imagine putting. But the moment you say that out loud in the place where they can fucking see it, right? It fucking's got consequences. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's when
This
it
was pretty much
basically
like
turns into a form
Wolfgang's
of
whole
harassment.
take.
Wait a second.
Like as much as he ends up interjecting, I'm pretty sure he was always like hammering that same point home of just like, if people look at it, they're gonna think it's weird. Like, just gotta take that on the
The
chin.
The real problem is that Kelly doesn't find Tom sexually attractive.
Wrecked.
If it was someone she thought was sexually attractive or she could get clout off, it would have been absolutely fine.
I think Easy mentioned that when I was talking to him. I don't know if maybe you also mentioned that in chat, and he obviously like, would just agree with it.
A lot of
I was just
people
thinking
have
that
been
in
saying that, yeah.
True. I was thinking, I would say 99% of the time, like almost universally, your attractiveness is gonna help with the situation. Just making someone more receptive to you in general, especially in a sexual fashion. But I think in this specific case, it was like enough overall context that, yeah, she probably just would feel off or like.
Yeah, all I'm saying is it's not Tom's behavior that's the issue, it's her perception of his behavior.
See, like that part I disagree with. I do think it's the behavior itself, but I
if
know
his
where you're coming
behavior
from with the
means
attraction
something-
factor.
If his behavior means something else, depending on who he is, then it's not the behavior.
Agreed.
Or who
Agreed.
she
I just, yeah, agreed. I think that the behavior itself is universal enough that if you slotted in an attractive guy, she would still get the ick from the things that were discussed factors. Do you know what I mean?
Nah,
Like
if
the,
Destiny
mostly just
did
like the
that-
chat and stuff like that.
If Destiny did that, it wouldn't have been an issue, and Destiny's done worse.
I mean, I don't think that Destiny would foster the community or bring it up because someone in chat said like make her bigger on screen or something like that. And I think like even just little subtleties like that, along with her having like friendship rapport, it's not like because Destiny's like whatever her type of attraction or whatever the fuck it is specifically, but just because it's more of a friend that. Again, and I also just don't think he would do the exact same thing as Tom would. So it's like his style, his approach, his riz, like it is really like the the full context of different factors. But yeah, you can go for it, Canklemore.
My bad. I was just trying to rewind a second because I realized it could. This isn't even that much of a stretch. It could be in response to what Wolfgang said. That almost lines up
what do you s-
perfectly.
Which if people look at it, they're gonna think it's weird.
Here, listen.
Out in the fuck, like when the people that are objectified see you objectifying, like there are consequences. Fuck, like maybe, like probably if you see like somebody fucking out in the street and you're like, God damn, she is fucking sexy, and I can't wait to imagine putting. But the moment you say that out loud in the place where they can fucking see it, right? It fucking's got consequences. I don't know.
It could be.
God damn, I want to put my Kelly's back.
I don't know if he's
dick
just like
all
you
the
on my dick
time.
all the time. I don't think so. This is like we're really giving.
That's not that much of a
giving
stretch.
Tom.
But
I think it's a massive stretch. This is if you responded to this, what he just said. Kelly wants my dick all the time in a separate line.
We're post-rationalizing it.
Yeah, this is like super. Like, how can we possibly make this make sense for him? Here, do me a favor. Let's play it through. Let's hear the whole thing and see Tom's timestamped messages come through. Because part of it is we need to see all of the messages come through, and also like know how many minutes there are between all of the messages existing. Because if this is like a 2-minute time span, there's no shot he's like playing on, listening on 15x or some shit like this.
Oh shit! And JSTLK just let that one slide too.
Yeah.
Well, no, to be clear, this is at this point you're literally beefing with someone that you called retarded in chat. We're not playing the like respectful fucking your peer and a coworker that asserted a boundary. You made a this is like
I know.
This is not yeah. These are not analogous, right? Sorry. When I say coworker, I mean like peer, as in person that works in the same industry or space as you,
She
right?
doesn't
Like
work in this space.
she does.
Or
she
no.
She visits.
She
the
literally.
space.
Hold on. Everyone here is. Everyone here. Look. First of all, everyone here is effectively under the DGG umbrella of the debate space of the stream space. But literally, Tom had Kelly added as a Discord friend because he's on Kick or Keep, which she produces. So like, he literally works with her on a show that she helps organize and stuff.
That's
so it's
not
like
true.
Unironically, directly. What do you mean not true?
I'm Tom's contact for Kick or Keep.
Nice. But I don't know. She did say that they were added on fucking thing because of him being on Kick or Keep. So like, he may directly contact you for it, but
Kelly doesn't even.
I don't
have
think
me
she's
added,
making up.
and I am her
I know
co-producer.
she even said that Jistical and Wolfgang haven't been added, or like they always bug her about not adding them back and shit. So like, I don't know. I am going to take her word for it because I have no reason to think she's lying about that one thing, and I have observed every reason to think Tom's lying about everything. So unfortunately,
Yeah, I take
that's like
back what I said. She's not a tourist. If she's working on Kick or Keep, she's not a tourist.
Oh
yeah, like she's like pretty directly involved, I think, like and really adjacent and again, I only know about her through DGG. Obviously, I now know she also does cosplay, like lewds and stuff, but I didn't like discover her from Instagram and then go, oh, she happens to be in the stream space. Like we all kind of know her from the stream space, and then it just happens to be like, oh, okay, there's this other.
Yeah, and
what's where she got her other clout and
she's
what's
the
up?
one that made that evident.
Yeah, I don't love this point, Jube, is the thing. I think that's stretching it, you know?
What's stretching what? Sorry, I don't
She's the one
understand.
that brought her sexuality into it.
I disagree. I mean, like we kind of just have to agree to disagree on this one. I don't know what you mean by bringing the sexuality in.
Okay. Did she come into this space and completely disregard her previous content on other platforms, or did she bring that with her and make people aware of it?
I never see her talk about her OnlyFans.
Cankle's
I
already
only
said that
hear.
she promoted it before on Destinies.
Yeah, but like I said, I've been watching for like about maybe 2 years now. I've
Yeah,
never heard her talk about her OnlyFans. So like, I'm not saying she's never mentioned it,
Hey,
but
viewers,
it's like
thought-
she
please
clearly
consider
she
liking
is
the stream.
engaging
You're a Kelly
with
fan.
like.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
Well, nah. I mean, y'all can say that if you want, but like, I'm actually
I
just the reasonable person.
Tom, according to Tom,
Everyone
which
thinks they're reasonable.
we can take him at his word or not, he thought she was an Instagram model. That is his rationale for bringing up
That's
her
fine.
Instagram. So that's
Well,
all
no,
I'm
his
saying.
reason for bringing it up was glitch and said to bring it up for like make her tits bigger, bring up the OnlyFans, we're on Kick. That was his rationale for doing it. Was Chatter
I'm
told me to
saying-
do it, and someone
And
bring it up.
why he thought it was a legitimate thing to do is he thought that was her job. He thought
That's
Shut-
cope. That
I'm
already
saying-
brought it up once. They brought it up
I'm
like
just
the week
telling you what he
before.
said. I'll
I know,
choose
but what he
Christ,
said
I'm
is
not
bullshit,
him.
though. What he said is bullshit, though, and I promise you that because it's not about Kelly that being her profession. He does it all the time, whether it's random gym clips of things in like political global affairs debates. Like he'll just always pull up Coop Time stuff because of the like memeing
I
on
hear
it
you.
or just like having fun
I
with
am
it.
just
So
trying to
like
keep the record as
I
non
get you.
opinion right now. We were just trying to go over the facts right now, I thought, but okay.
No,
The facts
you
are
were just
Tom's a
stating
massive
opinion, Ali.
liar.
You were
Yeah.
just stating opinion based on something Tom told you he thought, which is provably wrong because he'd already seen Kelly's Instagram.
It's what he has stated publicly. He hasn't told me this. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to let the
His
record
narrative is
stand
completely
in
unreliable.
His narrative, because his
narrative
narrative
is
matters.
completely unreliable. It honestly doesn't even matter at this point. His narrative is killing him right now. If he just stopped making narratives, he'd be in
Your
such a better
bias is
place.
showing. Okay, we
Tom,
get.
I mean, you could say that,
Ali,
but
Ali, if you can't accept that Tom's giving excuses and not
That's
reasons,
fine. We're not talking about my opinion of his narrative. We're just talking about what is his narrative, correct?
no.
We're lining up what he
nice.
said in here.
Yeah,
like,
we're
we're
lining up-
lining up facts
Actually,
to
yeah, we're checking
the
the
narrative.
narrative. True, actually, good point. We're checking the factual,
validate
well,
the
the validity
narrative.
of the, yeah, the veracity of his claims. Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
you.
It doesn't matter what
Yeah,
we
that's when
think
it
right now.
basically turns into a form of harassment. I mean, you guys don't have to agree with that, but I mean, in my opinion, I feel like that's basically a form of harassment when you're making harassing comments like that, like sexually harassing comments like that.
For me personally, I don't even know if I'd put that at harassment, but I don't. Maybe the definition of harassment does include something like that. For me, I would just say like it's just stupid. Just don't put it somewhere public when people can fucking see it. If you don't want like the engagement, and the engagement's probably going to be on a part of you being weird if you're doing these objectifications like online and stuff. Like yesterday on stream I was talking about Monica Grande. If Monica Grande,
people don't give him the same space that they're giving Kelly. Because he just
No,
stated
they're
that
actually
Tom shouldn't do that on a public space if he doesn't want people to bring it up. But Kelly has this media on public spaces to be brought up.
Well, okay, that's sort of effectively it's that he's actually applying the same lens to both of them, which Tom in a way isn't, because Tom was towards the end of the call says like DMCA me, go fuck yourself, don't watch my stream if you don't like it. But it's like Tom's stream is public, so she's allowed to look at it and go, hey, I don't like it, and then Tom just has to take that on the chin. That is like, people just don't like it, and like that's okay. You're not canceled. It's just people judging you, calling you weird, saying they don't like it. Just like you're gonna pull her stuff up because it's public, you're totally allowed to do that, and she's allowed to look at you and go, I think he's weird. Whatever you think she's hot, whatever the thing is, it's kind of like everything is fair game, right? It's just like then fair that people look at you and have their opinions or judgments of it, and then whether you accept that and can move forward and just like live with it.
True, I agree with that.
Grande fucking saw a clip of that somehow and was like, this dude is fucking weird and creepy as fuck.
Lycan kind of looks like
I'd
a
have to just
sexy
take the
Mr.
L.
Beast, too.
I'd just take the fucking L.
True.
Yeah, I just think it's
Like
weird.
if Mr. Beast
I
was
don't
gonna
think
fuck your mom,
deeply about
oh
it.
man.
I'm just like, ew. Yeah, I
clean
just
the
think it's
pool.
weird. I don't think deeply about it. I'm just like, ew.
Oh wait, can you pull it back real quick? Can you pull? That was actually really
I don't
important.
think
What Kelly just said.
Mel.
We need to stop
Yeah, I
talking.
just think it's weird. I don't think deeply about it. I'm just like, ew. Weird.
Can we pause real quick? Do you hear like the level of like, I don't really give a fuck, I just think it's weird. She's like yawning. She's like, this is dumb. I don't even care. It's just kind of weird. Like, it's just, I just want to point out that like that's Kelly's sentiment, and it has been so like throughout the whole thing, which is why I struggle to think some of the other shit. But anyway, sorry, let's go forward. I just wanted to like highlight that because that's I think important.
Also, you know how I said I've made that joke before to like close
You
friends?
want my dick all the time?
Yeah, not exactly that, but like to like close female friends, right? When you're just like fucking with each other, like you're hanging out with like a chick you're friends with, like
someone you have rapport with.
Yeah. And then
Not
like
me,
you're telling them
not
you're gonna
me.
go on a date later or something. They're like, ew, what, I'm gonna touch your gross dick, and you're like, come on, you love my dick. You're begging for it all the time. What she
Right,
just
but
said
you're, like,
right
both
there.
clearly in on the joke.
Yeah, what
Oh,
she
sorry,
just
go on.
said right there could have been like the autistic thing for Tom to go, oh, Kelly's begging for my dick all the time.
Wait, when she just went, I just think it's kind of weird. Like that little That little moment that I
yeah,
just
because
paused
that
for, you
was
mean?
because that was like dismissive and aloof. That could have been his assumption that it was aloof, and to go, fuck you, you know, like you're back and right thing all the time. Like, I think that's probably like what that was supposed to be, but I just think it was super out of place.
Mudcrab, how do you feel about the copium?
I'm still stuck on people saying Tom's autistic. I don't think he is. I just think he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're true. What's the saying? Don't attribute autism to what you could attribute to incompetence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the saying.
Dude, these can't be like
Attribute
real
malice
Tom
to
chatters,
stupidity,
can
I
they?
think.
Who are coming in
Incompetence.
Yeah, that's definitely the actual one.
or something.
Into which chat?
Sam says Madame
Remix.
and is stopped, almost kicked, but Lav and others go.
You can
full
see
racist,
Mantis.
transphobic,
You're weird, girl. Do you
homophobic,
shut the fuck
etc.
up?
You
She's
fucking
in chat
trolls,
already.
concern troll, fucking holy
Instigating.
shit. LOL, stop it. Just say you make exceptions for those people who can bring in content. I've literally said this 100 times, have I not?
I think he admits to this.
It's not even like admitting. I'm just like psyched about it.
Wait, who is mad about this? Like a random chatter?
Demone Jones 04.
Okay, so random chatter.
I just assumed, yeah, well, in the Discord.
Why the fuck would we give perms to a random chatter? This guy. Alright.
It has to be your own chatters doing like 2
Guy
layers
in
of
chat.
irony for memes. I refuse
no,
to
I won't
believe
read
that Tom
that.
Smurfs are real. Well, I mean, they're probably not actually Tom Smurfs. I'm sure there's
To
some
be
people
clear, it
who
was an
like
insult to a male. I'm just like, whatever.
I know lots
it
of
was
people
funny,
who like
but I'm not
Tom
trying to
and,
talk
like, watch
shit.
his stream. It's actually not I'm not. It's not that weird. I'm just listen. You come at me sometimes, and kind of got to be like Lav occasionally, okay? Just got to take some people down a peg. Nobody likes Tom. No, they're just Tom. They're literally just Tom. Okay. Which Tom? Turkey Tom? No, not Turkey Tom. Mantis, I'm going to time you out from YouTube. Just in case you do want to come in the Discord, you can come in the Discord and I'll untime you out, all right?
What has this guy said?
You can come in, totally welcome, open, I'll move you in. You can actually talk through your disagreements, all right? But if you just want to sit in YouTube chat and say retarded shit that I can snipe at, that's not really entertaining to me.
Damn.
Like the cool thing to
Yeah,
say.
people insult me instead. I haven't had any good insults today. Just really mid ones. Nobody tries harder anymore.
Okay, some of us do, Kelly, okay?
I don't think your idea of imaginative insult is the same as mine.
But you won't give a standard for it. Every time that you're pressed on, like, okay, what's an imaginative? You're like, it's not my job.
I don't want to force someone to participate in my sense of humor either, right? So it's fine. You're trying.
Yeah, but I wish your brain
That's
was
not
as quiet as
exactly
Kelly
what I mean,
Jean's
though.
seems to be. She's always just so chill.
Wolfgang, what did you talk about on stream when you started streaming yesterday? How'd that go?
Tons of anime. It went okay. Yeah, it was mostly just talking about.
What was your Mecha Kelly comment about?
Oh, it's just funny.
There's a level of just like no fucks
I don't
given
watch
that I
JJK, but I
appreciate
heard
about
there's
her.
a character named Mechamar, and I think that name is so fucking stupid. So I was just saying how funny it'd be to just add. It's literally just the most autistic thing. Just add mecha in front of the names of other fucking people. It's honestly. I think it's really fucking funny personally, but that's just me.
Is it's like
so Mecha
half
Kelly would be really fucking fun to me.
everything, you know.
Kelly, you soy the fuck out whenever anyone insults you. Please stop the Cappington Easter Island statue. What does that mean? What's the Easter Island statue? I have to Google that.
Mechamar is OP based.
Is it like some weird looking statue?
And then what else?
Oh, it's those things. Okay.
Where's Lycan? I don't know.
that's pretty
Lycan, like,
mid.
he muted it and walked away.
Gonna need you guys to try harder, bro.
Okay, Chino Boy, if you want to come in, we're like struggling for any topic now. So Chino Boy, you want to come in? You want to talk some shit? You come in and talk some shit, okay? You're
Chino
back in
Boy
the
wants
waiting
to talk
channel.
shit?
Well, I don't know. He's in the waiting channel before. Guys, we're just gonna start dragging people in. So if you want to do call-ins, Discord's in both descriptions.
I get the feeling that
Let's go.
the text is gonna line up with the video.
There's Chino Boy
Which-
right there. What's up, Chino Boy? How's it going?
Obviously, we'll see like in 10 minutes or whatever the fuck. But I'm not really seeing things where I'm like,
Hello?
oh yeah.
Well, he just
for
muted. I think
justification
he's
and all that's
decided.
gonna make sense. But we'll see.
We need to mute the stream.
So much preamble.
Chino Boy, go, 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 go. Your mic's not working.
Brilliant.
All right, you fix it, and then you. I'm gonna move you to pre-show or something.
Yeah. On the other.
Hey, Cankle,
topic,
real quick.
I think the final season of Mrs. Maisel.
Those pictures I sent you, it'd be pretty easy to like, because he said he was behind at the start, right? There's actual messages at the start of those pics that have to be replies to something that's being said on the video. If these don't line up, then this whole thing's just settled. Like where he says all the time, I talk about Kelly Sits all the time.
Oh, I like the
Sexual
you
harassment,
exist-
public content.
Yeah, like those things. I feel like they need to be like
Defend
directly
myself
something
against what?
obvious.
Like that
Or in the
has to
chat.
line up with something. Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
No, he said that those things are in response to the video itself. The only thing that was, again, this is retarded, but the get on there, Tom, he says that was because he saw other people in chat saying it, so he just typed the same message, which again, that's like we need to appreciate how retarded that sentence is. I saw other people type get on
That's
there,
easily
Tom, so I
checkable,
just
though.
typed it in. Yeah, it'll
Why don't
be
we
at the
could
same
check
time
that?
that chat's saying it. I'm just saying that like even just the decision as a like human with a brain that functions like
Yeah,
on 2 feet
I
with
get
hands, I'm just like I can't believe that decision. It seems like a monkey see
Really?
monkey do level of like not thinking.
Why don't we
Other
just
people
look
are-
at that one?
It seems
That's
Here, hold on.
easily
So
checkable.
imagine
memeing.
I don't. Okay, hear me out. I'm in chat. People are like, get on there, Jube, and then I type, get on there, Jube, in third person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if it's just a retarded thing, that it still doesn't mean anything or actually matter to the situation at all.
It could just be
Yeah,
like
it's just
a
flabbergasting like level of I don't understand it as
like
a
joke
human
that
action.
fell flat.
The most flat joke, and again, like the reason for the message being sent, it's much funnier to think he missent it when it was supposed to be on an alt account, and he thought it was on another window or browser, and then typed it in the wrong one. That is a much funnier version of the story, so I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, but if there's other people saying it, he wouldn't need to type that on an alt account. If no one else says it, and then he says it,
and then
yeah,
he
that's
just said,
kinda
"Yeah,
weird.
true. Okay, so I'll also be curious to see the surrounding chat of that message. That'll be good." Because it'd be really funny if only he typed that to try and like
Right.
instigate his own invitation. That'd be extra
To
funny.
me, that's
But
the main checkable thing we could do
Yeah.
right now, today.
Going all right.
yeah, that and the other like 6 or 7 messages that
I
line
think
up
it's kind of weird
incoming
not
that
to see her
Mudcrab
on
mentioned.
stage
Yeah, if they
anymore
don't- if they
instead
don't
of
line
writing
up with
for
the
like
video,
a
then
Conan
yeah,
O'Brien
he's
kind of figure.
not caught up.
But you do get some cool insight into the idea that I don't know what you call it. Like, you know, like women in the workplace not being accepted because they're women in the workplace, and then like the boss is like, everybody play nice with her. 'cause
Yeah,
you'll be
basically, if
SAD,
they
and I
line
say,
up,
"There's more."
it's narrative
like a cute
1.
little
If
insight,
they
but I feel like I've
don't
seen
line
it a
up,
thousand times,
it's
so that's kind of a
narrative
bummer.
2,
It's just reality
I guess.
stuff. And then what else do we have? You have some likable characters becoming unlikable. That's some good TV for the most part. Sometimes, you know, makes you tune into the next episode or make you very upset and mad. What else you got for Mrs. Maisel? Kind of weird doing this dual timeline thing. Thought when The Witcher did it was stupid. Doing it with this show.
Dual
nonetheless, is even
timeline.
worse.
Hey,
For
foreshadowing.
real life, but Linda
Everyone
was
thinks
shy.
they're fucking Quentin Tarantino. It's embarrassing.
What would
Question: If you were to
time
date,
movement.
if you were to date,
Don't make this a
if you
turf
were to-
question, please. Go.
well, it's
Okay,
not
we're
a
back
turf
to the
question,
big
but it does
penis
involve
thing.
trans people. If you were to date a trans person
Okay.
or buy trans content, would you prefer them to have a big penis or a micro penis?
I don't know. Oh, thank God, Mantis is here to be retarded. Thank fuck. Oh my
Can
goodness.
someone please answer
Stay
this
safe.
question?
No, I don't care.
I didn't even catch it. What's the question?
Do you like girls with big dicks or small dicks, Wolfgang?
Big dicks.
Okay. thank
Really?
you.
Why?
I will not give the answer on this stream, but at the end. Wait, no, you're gonna leak it. Never mind. You don't get to know. You just have to trust me.
Okay.
Hey, yo, I'm
Mantis,
here
can
now.
you
Now
speak?
that you've banned me, from YouTube.
Wait,
like,
hold on. I can
what-
unban you from YouTube
Australian
chat now that you
woman.
actually joined.
Why do you do that? That's so weird.
Discord or ban is like
no.
a pretty normal thing, no? Wait,
Yeah,
how
but
do I
no, why
unban?
would you ban a chatter and like
'Cause you're
You
annoying.
must be bored and not have any content if you're
Wait,
looking
I
at chat and
can't.
getting like
How do I
messages
not?
like that.
Wait, how do you untime somebody out? Can you not do this? I'm gonna time
Oh, don't
you
just
out for
leave it
10
up. I
seconds
won't
and
chat.
see.
Oh, by the way, can you
No,
pause for a
Discord
sec, real
ban's
quick?
totally
I don't know, like roughly how many seconds ago she got in the call, but I'm gonna just say like maybe 20 seconds ago or whatever the fuck. I want to also keep track how soon at the question of like who brought up the chat and then my name comes up. 'Cause, yeah, I gotta kind of be aware in terms of the other story of him telling Mantis whatever. But yeah, you can go on. Just want
She
to keep that
gets
in mind.
on at 28:48, and we're at 29:43, so about a minute ago. I'm on 1.5 speed.
It's just like you can stop like trying to get attention
Totally
in
normal,
there
just
and come in
saying.
the Discord. And if you don't want to come in the Discord, you can just fuck off. That's like the
Well,
option.
you could just not. You don't have to give me attention. I'm just making comments about how like what
Sure.
I'm saying. What I
Yeah.
heard you guys saying was like really weird.
Why is
Yeah,
it
sure.
weird? I mean, sexual harassment does include unwanted
It's
sexual
not
advances.
sexual. It's not sexual harassment. That's
How is it
absolutely
not?
fucking retarded.
I just think
Explain
it's
it then.
weird. I think
Mantis-
it's weird. Like, why did he have my
Mantis does
Instagram up? Why was
clarify
he
in the
talking
chat
about me
that
in
it
these
was
ways? Why was his
glitching.
chat saying I want to put a baby in her? Like, these are weird things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Why? It's just trolling and
That
memes
is
and like
weird.
funny. No, it's
No,
just funny,
weird.
Kelly. You're just being really soy. And also, you put your shit out there on Instagram, and then what? You're gonna get annoyed when people pull it up? Who
I'm
cares?
saying it's
Ooh.
weird.
Yeah.
Weird things, all right?
Why?
My Instagram up. Why was he talking?
Harassment. That's
How is it
absolutely
not?
fucking retarded.
I just
Explain
think it's
it then.
weird. I think it's weird. Like, why did he have my Instagram up? Why was he talking about
You-
me in these ways? Why was his chat
Because
saying I want to put
somebody-
a baby in her? Like, these are weird things, all right? Come
Why?
on.
It's just trolling and
That
memes
is
and like
weird.
funny. No, it's
it's
just funny, Kelly.
weird.
You're just being really soy. And also, you put your shit out there on Instagram, and then what? You're gonna get annoyed when people pull it up? Who
I'm
cares?
saying it's
Ooh.
weird.
She's
I'm
actually
saying it's
so
weird
hold
that
on,
we
hold on,
think
hold
it's
on.
weird.
She's actually just
That's
asking
what
you
I'm
why
saying.
it happened.
You sound.
Mantis, you watched.
you
Can you just
sound
tell us why it
really
happened?
cringe.
Mantis, can you just tell us why it happened?
Why Tom pulled
Yeah,
it up
just
on
why
the
you pulled it
stream?
up. Yeah.
Because JubeTube was in the chat saying pull it up, and someone else said pull it up, and then.
Ooh, JubeTube, were you in the chat saying to pull up Kelly's Instagram? Uh-oh.
Yes, YouTube been her the whole time.
There were a few people saying that. It's like what it is he was looking at something on your stream, Daystalk.
So like 2 minutes into her being in chat, it is or in voice chat,
Yep.
it gets mentioned.
Yeah.
So like if, for that part of the story to be true, he has to have been caught up already and have told her that for her to state that with whatever confidence. Or
Unless
again,
it
for
was
some
said-
reason they
yeah.
talked about it prior, for which I have no. It's you're gonna have to shoot me in the side of the head for my brain to be empty enough to believe that they made a decisive communication about this without being the pressured of being on stream and having the full ability to check the VOD. Like I just don't believe that conversation was had and my name was stated as the like
Or
whatever thing.
another thing, another possibility. Tom could have just said he told her that it was you.
That was yeah.
to
That was
cover-
my original. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
total original thought. Like reflexive.
my guess.
Instinct was he
Yeah.
just wanted to like cover
Oh,
for her so
it's
she wouldn't
my
get in
fault.
trouble.
Yeah, it's my fault. Not
Yeah,
hers.
like
yeah.
oh by the way, she didn't. Like, I told her that, so don't be mad at her. Like that's again totally. I think we all have like just it's the reasonable gut reaction of like yeah, it's probably just that. Even not knowing the dating stuff, it was just whatever. Like as like
Yeah.
a community, like the head of the community type of thing. But in hindsight now, and given all the context and how I'm the defector and traitor, everything is evil. Anyways, you can go on. I'm half
And
kidding.
Kelly was there,
tribute to
and then
Malice.
Everyone was just fucking around, and so he thought while he was
And
listening to
how?
something or talking to someone, I think he was talking to someone at the time. It would just be funny to put his. It's like what it is he was looking at something on your stream, JStalk, and Kelly was there, and then everyone was just fucking around, and so he thought while he was listening to something or talking to someone, I think he was talking to someone at the time. It would just be funny to put up. It's also a meme on his channel that he puts up shit from Instagram, and we just have coom time as a joke. But you guys like to make it serious, like it's actual sexual harassment. because
Hold on,
you guys-
no, hold on, wait.
Oh, I mean, it would be
doesn't
nice if
matter,
I
it
could
doesn't matter.
speak since this is
Listen,
about me, but
So I need to speak really quickly and just say that
Yeah,
I had no
everyone needs to
evidence
speak
that
over
Tom was
me.
a sex pest. I'm just clairvoyant. I can just see into the future. I've never watched this guy's stream to see this segment, but he actually is a sex pest.
Wait, how is that
Goddamn.
sex pesting?
It's
how's that
absolutely sex
pesting?
pesting. Yeah, it's absolutely
How?
sex pesting. In the
How?
exact same way
Explain,
Darius does
Jacob.
it.
How?
Why
How?
is it not? How is it not?
No, you've made the assertion.
Sure,
You've
being
said
an extremely
it's sex
creepy
pesting. I'd
weirdo
like to
around
hear
sex,
how.
I feel like it's sex pesting. That's my definition, and I'm calling him a
I
sex
don't think
pest.
that's the definition of sex
Wait,
pesting.
what did he do
Yeah.
that's creepy? What did he do that's creepy?
Apparently, he just
Pulls
pulls up
up
women's
women's
Instagram
Instagram.
on his stream so that people can like jerk off and make comments in chat.
Okay, she probably doesn't mean literally coom time. She
That's
probably
actually
creepy.
ridiculous. You
Yeah,
guys are so
probably-
soy. I actually can't believe I expected more from you, but I should just lower
Okay,
lower
you're-
it.
hang on a minute. Can I get to speak?
Yeah,
Since
go
this is
ahead,
about
go ahead, go
fucking
ahead.
me, for
Go ahead.
fuck's sakes, Jesus.
Yes,
I
we
just
you.
said
Weird.
yes, but you came in here telling us that we're weird. Like, how is
Yes,
it weird
you-
that I find it weird?
And then there's
Uh-oh.
that.
Wait, yeah. So this is where we're like debate broing Kelly's feelings start happening. Is Mantis going in to tell her she's weird for calling it weird? This is where it starts. And Tom's about to giga chat
so
his
all the
waifu or whatever.
all the time doesn't line up with anything that's being said in chat, does it?
Kelly's begging for my dick all the time.
Alright,
here, wait.
okay.
Hit back like whatever, like left arrow key like 3 times, and let's just like play from where Tom
It's
starts
actually
talking.
ridiculous.
On his
Let's
stream
listen
so that
through.
people can like jerk off and make comments in chat.
Okay, she probably doesn't mean literally come time. She
It's
probably
actually ridiculous. You
Yeah,
guys are so
probably-
soy. I actually can't believe I expected more from you, but I should just lower
Okay,
my
hang on a minute, can I
They're only like 5 seconds apart, so this is clearly supposed to be like one chat. Yeah.
Yeah, but even still, it's still like choosing to add that extra like, oh, and there's more to this line. I don't know. But let it keep going. Let's just hear the whole thing out. I want to see all the like 10 lines or whatever he writes, or
Hold
7
on.
or some shit. I don't think it's in reply to a chat. I promise.
I don't think so either. I just want to check.
We're gonna accidentally react to like 10 minutes of a clip, and it's gonna take us like 6 hours again.
Based. I'm just kidding.
Rip. Just don't blame me when the sun rises.
Humor exposed.
Yeah, Mancho in chat. I laughed at that in the moment. I was like, wait, what the fuck? What did I do?
I get to speak, so
Yeah,
this
go
is
ahead, go
about
ahead, go
fucking
ahead.
me, for
Go ahead.
fuck's sakes. Jesus.
Yes,
I
you do.
just
You said
said
it's weird.
yes, but you came in here telling us that we're weird. Like, how is
Yes,
it weird
you-
that I find it weird?
Here's why it's weird what you guys are doing now. You
No,
sound
me
like ridiculous.
specifically. What's wrong with me saying that's kind of weird? The comments were pretty odd. He was doing no
Tom just made
moderation.
another
The
creepy
comments are
comment.
just fucking people on the internet looking at someone and making
Yeah, but
comments.
you're
Wait,
supposed to
wait,
moderate
stop-
your fucking
stop real quick.
audience.
He just said, or she just said Tom made, okay, I guess to be fair, that's her reading it in real time. Doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily clarify that
Yeah.
he was hearing it in real time. Sorry, you can keep it playing. That's my bad.
You stupid fuck.
she
Not
just
when they're
read that.
joking around. You think he's taking
Seeing
that
it.
shit seriously?
Where?
It is a joke because this isn't
Where?
fucking the place that you want to hang out. This is a different person's
No,
stream. They can
there
do
needs
whatever
to
they
be
want.
more for something to count as a joke. Saying you don't mean something.
This is obviously just like a
can talk about it.
continuation, right? That none of this is actually like lining up with what's going on in the video. This is just like a continuation of.
I mean, it kind of is though, because she's saying like, I'm saying it's weird. Why are you saying it's weird? And she's like, he's pulling up my stream. He's like, person saying they want to put a baby in me. He's like, he, in a way, he could be replying to what's happening right now. But again, let's just let it play through and see. Let's see all the fucking messages. Let's try and give this. Like, yeah, we can't go super microscopic on every one thing because we're trying to attach again Tom's 2 fucking narratives. We don't fucking know. Is it out of sync? Is it in sync? I don't know. Tom told me 2 fucking things. Now we have to play retard and waste 6 hours. Yeah, sorry. So let's just play
And
it through
then-
and see what the fuck else comes up.
Can be
And then we'll
both.
try and line up the whole thing.
She did say the
Can be
same
both.
thing that she's saying now about 10 minutes ago in the video.
That it was weird.
Yeah. She's like nothing like,
Sure.
yeah.
Let's just play it through. We can't detective the shit into
Yeah.
knowledge with how little we have so far. Let's just let it keep
I'm like,
going.
seriously.
Are you going to talk to me
doesn't
about
make
jokes
it a
right now,
joke.
Kelly? You're going to talk to me about jokes right now, and you just had a whole fucking thing about how you don't know what the fucking jokes are.
No,
You-
I
you
know
want everything
perfectly
to be
well
a
what the
joke?
jokes are, but something can be more offensive than the joke is, right? So something can
You-
still be a
you
joke
just-
and offensive, but there was no joke in the things that people were saying. They were just kind of
I'm sorry. That was all just joking, and it might have offended you.
It didn't offend me, you stupid bitch. It was just weird.
Yeah, like I
Okay,
don't
well, this is
understand.
boring then. Why are you turning
I
into
don't-
sexual
This is
harassment?
boring.
Honestly, what is
everyone
wrong
else
with
come
you
in
for
here and
defending
say
sexual
that?
harassment? What is actually wrong with you?
You think it's sexual harassment? That is
Okay,
so
man,
cringe.
Because it is, you dumb bitch.
It's oh my god,
You're
it's
slow as
real,
fuck.
it's real life. When you decide to make these objectifying jokes, sure you can expect people to have a cool reaction, but
It's
that's
not
the fucking
sexual
humor you're
harassment.
doing.
It's
Now,
public
yep,
content.
that is a
hold-
direct
yeah,
response.
that's absolutely.
Yep.
This guy's absolutely in sync, and there's no way that in how many seconds apart is that? 32:54 up to 31:50. So in the last minute, he got caught up to where we are.
Yeah, true.
Well,
I'm not really buying this.
no,
I'm not
from
fucking
here.
buying this.
Not from here, but I don't know about later on. I don't know when
Let's
he's
let it
saying
keep
it's
playing.
out of sync.
We're gonna hear it's the look, bro. Like, come on. He was. This is the start of his messages. There's no way this becomes in sync in the first minute. Let's let it
No,
keep
no, no,
playing.
no,
Let's
hold on.
see all 6, 7 of his messages.
What
but
I'm saying is part of what he was saying in that conversation was that he was behind
What,
and
Sunday,
he
you
didn't.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
He was behind, but he didn't. He was behind, but he caught up while Mantis was on. While Mantis was on, but not. He didn't like watch her go on at the exact time she did go on. So it could have been.
No,
like,
no. We
Steel
need
Manning.
the clip of him talking shit on
Yeah, but
Zonya's
it's only
stream.
been
or
like
else-
3 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not-
It's been like 2. Yeah, it's been like
It's
2
been
minutes. There's no
5
shot.
minutes
There's no
into-
shot,
into
bro.
the-
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. 32:12 is the first message, and 33:50.
No.
is
From
most
the time
recent one.
Mantis got on.
No, I know, but I'm saying from when Tom starts talking to where from first to third message, which is all we have is 3 messages from Tom so far.
Yes.
It has been like 1.5, 1 3/4 minutes.
Yeah.
For
I'm
me,
saying
there's
I don't know if he was saying that the beginning of his chats were out of line, or if he was pausing while Mantis was on.
Okay, let me
So
make
we
it
got
clear.
behind
Let me make it super
again.
clear.
I don't
Cankle. This is what I'm saying. If you think that Tom is being so fucking nuanced that he's
No,
like,
not nuanced,
the first,
messy.
no, hold on, no, I know, but I'm saying like nuanced retarded, but so to the point where it's like, oh, when I said I was out of sync and pausing the video and taking phone calls and doing all this stuff and that the listeners were out of line, all that whole ramble of like gobbledygook was really just because the Kelly is begging for my dick all the time messages were out of sync, and then. Well, maybe I talk about Kelly's tits all the time too. Sorry, there was 4 messages on screen. I thought 3. So, and then within the next minute, now the other 4 or 5 also retarded messages are there now. Insane. If he tried to explain that, regardless, it's the most retarded shit.
I don't think he did try to explain that.
Planet.
I don't think.
Well,
he
whatever
did
it
say
is,
that.
it's dumb. I'm trying to
I
like
agree that it's dumb. I think
reword
it
what
was a
you're saying
nonsense
to
point, but
to
I
understand.
just don't
but
necessarily think it was
it's-
like a. I don't know that it's a lie. I just think it's a nonsense point.
It's such a mess that this is why he seems like he's slippery as fuck. Is he's just cannot speak. But let's let keep playing or go for it.
What are the odds that he starts watching it at 2 times speed, and the moment he catches up is within like a minute's window of when Mantis gets on?
And that he didn't get told by Mantis, and that he told Mantis my name for
It was
like
about
there's just
5 minutes
so
after
much
she
that
got
doesn't
on.
line up.
She got on at 27. He started chatting at 32. Yeah, 28. Yeah. It's not impossible.
Wait, hold on.
I'm just saying it could be like very messy over.
It's so unlikely. It's like I could get a job at SpaceX tomorrow more likely than this shit being true. But I get where you're coming from.
I mean,
all things
it's
are in the
not
realm of
that
possibility.
unlikely. It's just really stupid and like
It's
a lot of like.
Do you understand
nervous
how
OCD
crazy Fluke it
over-explaining.
is? Do you see how crazy the Fluke is?
Can we
of,
argue
like,
this after we get through it?
Yeah, based.
When you have coon time on stream, if the person has a bad reaction and feel like they were sexually assaulted, whatever word you want to use, that's the fucking gamble. You can't be mad at the person.
It's
for
fine.
a certain type of way.
And then I'm gonna
harass.
laugh. Then I'm gonna laugh when you say it's sexual harassment and turn it into something serious. Sorry, I think it's funny. and ridiculous.
I mean, you wouldn't be allowed to do it on
did
Twitch
not
for
hear that
those
clearly.
reasons, right? The,
Yeah, but
the
we're
fact
not on
that it's
Twitch.
the wild,
Nobody
wild
cares.
west, and you can just do anything.
I mean, if your
And then
standards,
from
He's not banned on YouTube. He's not banned on
Yeah,
YouTube.
Just on a second strike,
if your
you will be
standards
banned
for this are
too.
different than from real life, and I'm not even saying that as in like you're retarded. I mean that. If your standards for behaving on the internet are completely devoid of like what would happen in real life, sure. But to me, it seems like
Oh
if
my
you do this in the
god,
work-
Wolfgang, shut the fuck up, dude.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Detail
Right, that
moving
doesn't mean you can tell me to shut up, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm being serious. If your standards are different, then sure. There's nothing to talk about here. You're right. But if the standards are similar to real life, you do this in any workplace, any public
What's funny to me is like how you guys are sitting around and you're turning it into sexual harassment and like
What's
I'm
funny
not
to me
saying-
what is funny to me is that you don't
You are
understand
so-
that it's not ironic. Like
You are
you
so
are fucking.
What is that in response to?
banned on YouTube. He's not banned on
If
YouTube.
Just on a second strike,
If your
you will be
standards
banned
for this are
too.
different than from real life,
You have to do it.
Then I'm gonna laugh when you say it's sexual harassment and turn it into something serious. Sorry, I think it's funny. and ridiculous.
I mean, you wouldn't be allowed to do it on Twitch for those reasons, right? The,
Yeah, but
the
we're
fact
not on
that it's the
Twitch.
wild,
Nobody
wild
cares.
west, and you can just do anything.
I mean, if your
And then
standards,
from
He's not banned on YouTube. He's not banned on
Yeah,
YouTube.
Just on a second strike,
if your
you will be
standards for
banned
this are
too.
different than from real life, and I'm not even saying that as in like you're doing when you have coon time on stream. If the person has a bad reaction
for defending sexual harassment. What is actually wrong with you?
You think it's sexual harassment? That is so cringe.
Because it is, you dumb bitch.
It's oh my god,
You're
it's
so as
real,
fuck.
it's real life. When you decide to make these objectifying jokes, sure you can expect people to have a cool reaction, but that's the fucking gamble you're doing when you have coon time on stream. If the person has a bad reaction and feel like they were sexually assaulted, whatever word you want to use, that's the fucking gamble. You can't
It
be
was
mad at
a-
the person
it
for
was a
being
reply to someone
certain
in
way.
chat.
And then I'm gonna laugh. Then I'm gonna laugh when you say
To defend myself against what? It was a reply to someone in chat.
Oh, okay.
Someone says, "Get in there and defend yourself."
Oh, okay.
it's sexual harassment and banned on
Yeah,
YouTube.
if you're behaving on the internet, but if the
You guys are sitting around and you're turning it into sexual harassment and like.
I'm
What's
not
funny to me
saying-
is what is funny to me is that you don't
You are
understand
so-
that it's not ironic. Like
You
you
are so
are fucking
desperate.
on so much cup. Can you let me finish, Wolfgang? For fuck's sakes. There's nothing ironic about it. They're like you are delusional. I don't
What's
know
ironic
what
is
else
you
to
post
say.
pictures like that on Instagram and then you get upset when people.
Oh, I'm not upset, you stupid cunt. I just think it's weird. I haven't called
I
it
just
sexual
said-
harassment anywhere. I said it was weird because
Yeah,
there was no
that's-
need for him to do it. Like it was just random in the middle of the fucking conversation.
I just
Even
made
a
a
bunch of mean
comment
comments about
before.
me. His chats were fucking unhinged.
That's it.
I just heard a comment before, and you guys, I think was it Jay Stalk saying that you can't like directly sexualizing people is a bad thing to do, and that's where this conversation is going.
I said if you're directly
I am
like
separate from these retards in here, right? And I would assume that my opinion on this probably matters more since it's fucking about
it doesn't.
me. They can
Your
have
opinion
opinions.
matters more.
Well, if my opinion on me doesn't matter, why the fuck are you in here?
Because everyone's talking and then you sound retarded, so I came in to tell you that you sound silly and retarded.
Calling me retarded is just like the default mid-response when you have
Kelly,
absolutely
please don't
nothing
kick her.
intelligent.
I'm sorry.
I would expect better from an Australian, mate. You got a fucking.
I'm not Australian, you stupid bitch. Get the culture,
you're
I'm a
not
Kiwi.
Kiwi, but you're
she's
not
not
you're the
popular
worst
for her
variant. Is there really a
opinions.
difference?
Yeah, you said
Separate
This
from
is-
these retards in here, right? And I would assume
This
that
is
my
where
opinion
again
on
he's
this
just like
probably
it's
matters more
not
since it's fucking
jokes.
about
He's
me.
very
They
much
can
trying
have
to hammer a
opinions.
point home.
Well, if my opinion on me doesn't matter, why the fuck are you in here?
because everyone's talking and then you sound retarded, so I came in to tell you that you sound silly and retarded.
Calling me retarded is just like the default mid-response when you have
Kelly,
absolutely
please don't
nothing
kick her.
intelligent.
I'm sorry.
I would expect better from an Australian, mate. You got a fucking.
I'm not
litany of
Australian, you
insults.
stupid bitch. Get the
Then
culture,
you're
I'm a
not
Kiwi.
Kiwi, but you're a knockoff. You're the worst variant.
Is there really a
Kill
difference?
yourself.
Mantis, let me say this.
You
wouldn't know, you're American.
Mantis, I'm not opposed to making jokes about like Coon Time where you see like a hot girl and you objectify it, but the understanding has to be that if that person sees it and they decide to call you a fucking creep and get seriously offended, it's on you. Like, I was just giving the example yesterday, I was doing the same fucking thing to Monica Grande, like a fucking lifter on Instagram. If somehow a clip came out of her saying, this guy's a fucking creep and a weirdo, why the fuck's he doing this? I would take the fucking L. That's it. It's just the trade-off. That's exactly just what happened.
I think it's even worse than that, Wolfgang, because we're like,
That's
he
for-
was
yeah,
on
so
like
he's
something
yelling
that
at
Kelly
the
was talking
content
about,
in real
and
time.
now you're like, oh, this
Yeah.
invites people
That's
to
what
just have
Kelly's content is
grooming
for. It's
sessions
for
of
people
your
to tune to.
Instagram.
Like,
Anytime that you have like
You're
a bottom
inviting
line-
that. Kelly is already inviting that by
No,
putting
I'm
those
not.
pictures out
Because
there.
no
Are you
one used
And
to
again, to
use
be
on
clear-
streams until Kick came around, bro.
This,
How is people
as
being
Mudcrab said, does not exonerate what the messages are in any way. It doesn't in any way justify like his level of like, I think you're all being soy and crazy. These are obviously reasonable in context. They're obviously still not reasonable. And he's trying to make a point. They're not jokes. They're not ironic. They're not self-deprecating. He's like,
it's not an opinion-based thing. They're like against social norms, really. Like you don't
Yeah.
do this stuff.
yeah, exactly. This and that's
Um,
honest. Yeah,
But
this is really what the whole fucking thing comes down to. But
for
sorry,
another
what's up?
thing, what Mantis was kind of saying was, your opinion doesn't matter, Kelly. That was, I think, kind of the point of the whole thing was her opinion didn't matter to anyone except for JSTLK, and that's why Tom wanted to go on there, because Kelly didn't really give a shit, and Tom didn't care that Kelly didn't really give a shit. Tom cared that JSTLK was using that to pin this
I get what you're
X-Press shit on
saying.
him.
I get what you're saying. Again, you are seeing life through Tom's lenses. I apologize for putting it that way, but Kelly saying, I don't care, but I also am the one making the criticism. And then, sorry, Mantis is saying, I don't care that you feel weird. When it's like, she clearly did come in and say, you're weird for calling it weird. And like, yeah, maybe they're also trying to attack Gisticle on the sex fest thing, whatever the fuck it is. And like Mantis, again, she's already straw manning the whole, like, you're saying you can never sexualize women. And they're like, that's not what we fucking said. And that's what Tom ends up trying to defend later. And it's like he's accepting Mantis's framing of that thing and then going in to defend it when they have not made that assertion. No one has said on that panel, it's always ontologically fucking creepy and bad to pull up an Instagram. Like this, it's a straw man that he comes in to attack. And by completely, the thing is, he's not like, oh, I'm okay with Kelly feeling that way. He very adamantly says, I don't care because she's wrong, because I did nothing normatively wrong. I'm not weird, and she can feel however she wants. I'm sorry she feels that way. He makes a very adamant point about being a total cunt on Wick's stream about it, that Beckett has to call in and be like, bro, if you ever said that to me, I'd want to slap you. And El Dejazi said the same shit, like, I'd want to punch you, whatever the fuck it is. Because and it's because he fundamentally believes Kelly is wrong, because if he believes that she's reasonable for her feelings, that means he did do something weird, and he's unwilling to accept that it doesn't mean you're a bad person, but it is kind of fucking weird. And he's just like, no, it's not weird. It's normal. Fuck you. Everyone outside the situation understands me. And it's like, yeah, I've seen how you narrate your story. It's giga biased in your own favor, and you paint it out like you're a victim of some crazy shit, and you're not. You're a victim of your own self. Tom raped Tom. No one else. Tom is a victim of Tom. No one else. But yeah, I just think it's all copium brain.
Cosplay inviting
Shit,
that.
it's
How is
fucking
Pokemon
weird.
cosplay inviting unwanted sexual advances?
Kelly obviously puts it out there and she looks sexual.
Sure. I don't even care about that. I just wanted to ask if it was a joke that Tom's raising money to fly you to the US. Is that a joke or is that
Obviously, it's a
real?
meme.
Is it just a meme?
It's a meme. Look, I understand, J-Stock, that you're not.
I literally asked. Did I not just ask?
Hang on, I'm not
Hold
done.
on, did I not just ask?
I understand that you're
You're about
not
to freak the
in
fuck
the
out and
community
soy the fuck out. Like I didn't just ask you a question.
How? I'm answering your question.
Okay, well, you started
I said
answering
it's
my
a
question
meme.
by saying I am a thing. That's not really answering the
I said
question,
it's a
is it?
meme, and then I said it's a meme, and I said if you had any idea of what Tom actually does, instead of even though you constantly talk about
I
it,
literally
someone who
asked
does
about
it,
it.
you constantly
I
talk
clearly
about
have no
it.
idea, which
It's
is why I
something
asked
that came
about
up
it.
many months ago as a joke, and then sometimes gets brought up as a joke.
Joke in quotations.
That's
it's like when
probably
fucking
just
Darius
because
says,
it's a
"Oh,
Darius
it's
type
bit,"
joke.
it's not.
Dude, Tom and Darius share so many things with each other. This is actually nuts.
Just a bit, guys. Just a
Dude,
bit.
it's actually
But I
we're
love
like the same
Floyd. I
person.
get the chance.
Oh my
I've never had so much
goodness.
soy come out of DGG. This is pathetic.
What?
To be
What
fair,
are you
I've
talking
always
about?
You
People
came in
freak
and
out
said it
Darius
was
all the
weird that I
time.
was saying it's weird. Like your argument was no fucking better for that.
No,
Listen,
I
suck,
didn't
GG.
say it's. I
You
didn't
did say it's
weird.
weird. You
I
said
didn't
it was
say
weird.
it's weird.
I will
No,
go back
Kelly,
in the VOD and look at you saying the word weird
let
because
me
I know
finish my
you.
sentence.
I just don't think Food
Let me
Trucks is
finish my
lying. I
sentence.
just think
I
she
don't think
doesn't
it's
fucking
weird
know
that
what
you
she's
just think
talking
it's
about.
weird. I think it's pathetic that this conversation, you take it that seriously, yeah, and that everyone around you is now saying stuff about like you can't directly sexualize people, it's bad, and that it's sexual harassment. It's fucking.
That's their opinion, so I'm not going to tell them what to think.
I'm not talking just to you, Kelly. I came in with a bunch of different people,
Well, I'm
and I'm
just
not directing
differentiating them.
everything
My
at you.
opinions
It's not
are
all about
different.
you.
But that was a response to me. That's why I'm replying to you. Has
Yeah,
nothing to
and
do with being
I'm
soy. They're
responding-
just
I'm
individuals.
responding
They
to
have
the
their
group.
opinions. We talk about
I'm
it.
responding.
There's
I'm
nothing
responding to the
soy
group.
about that.
I'm responding to the group, not
Yeah, and
just
I'm
you. So
defending
not
the
every
group.
comment is about you.
Oh my god, this entire topic's
Wait,
about
Ali,
me,
was that
for
you?
fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you make
Don't
drama
have
out of
a stream.
nothing.
Cankle, can you pause real quick?
So I just want to mention that I do see some person in the side chat saying, Tom, get in Discord.
Meowdies, yeah.
All caps.
Yeah, I think there's another message Tom sends that should also say, Tom, get in there.
Right.
Or
So I'm
get
just
in there,
saying,
Tom, or something like that.
this could be somebody in chat saying the thing, like he said, that he was memeing in chat. There's one example. I'm
I
just
think
mentioning.
I get you. I'm just my analysis of this is if you're in there trying to like
Let's
yell at
wait.
Kelly and say all these
Can
other
we
things,
wait
and
on
then
analysis though until the
I'll
end?
just if long story short is he's Down syndrome. That's what I'm trying to say. I think that's Down syndrome behavior. But go on.
Don't put me up on his stream. I didn't fucking ask him to, did I?
it too.
And then you made a big you crying about it. Like it's pathetic.
The fuck am I crying? I said it's weird.
This is a
Mind you, also when you came in and you
dumb
said like, "Oh,
attempt
Kelly
at a
played this much
joke.
drink, soy control."
Yeah, it's
coming
just
out of DGG. I think for the, I don't know about Kelly,
14
but I
IQ.
am soy here. In the fact that I'm with Lav in the sense that I feel like the call and I like what you're saying. I think it's funny,
Kelly's show.
but the call is kind of fucking weird and unhinged. And I'm pretty sure that I'm assuming that you're coming in here as a Tom fan. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but you'd probably agree that it is kind of weird and unhinged, and that would be something soy,
No.
right? No.
What is? What is? Are you talking about Nico?
The call. Yeah, the call to Tom, right?
Oh, what call? Oh, right. I didn't see any of that, but I heard about it, and yeah, that just sounded like you guys were bored and you had nothing better to do, and you wasted your time.
Wait, why you
Super dumb.
guys? What do you mean you guys?
I don't know who Jason.
You clearly don't have anything better to do either. You fucking do you.
Tom's comment is
Oh, no, I've done all the shit that I have to
straight
do for the day, and I'm
like,
just
what the
chilling now.
fuck?
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
Kelly.
hold on. Can I just
You're
read?
just the same as the rest
Just
of
chill.
us.
Can I just read some of these
No,
chats from Tom in my chat right now? I'm just gonna
hang
read
on,
some of these chats.
hang
I'm just
on.
gonna turn you down a little bit, Mantis, because I'm talking.
Kelly,
Okay, so
you're
Tom
really
says,
dumb.
"Hold on, shut the fuck up, Mantis."
But
Kelly
yes,
is
I'm
begging for my
not
dick.
soy.
Tom says.
I didn't see that
all
other
the
message
time.
from
What does he
Tom.
say next? Defend
Just
myself
the
against
postman
what?
stream
She's
every
a
day. I put Kelly on once and it's weird. Yeah, like he's pulling
Like,
such
that's
false
not even the
equivalencies.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's yelling,
Like-
"It's public content!" Like, you see what I mean, right? This is all like he's serious, bro. He's like, I was kidding.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah, no, I know this
Like,
is serious.
If you want to say that, like, want my dick was like was a joke, okay, cool. I don't give a fuck about that line. It's everything else. Oh man,
That
I appreciate
that
you
sort
about
of
that.
thing could sell me on autism, like the actual literal not understanding the differences in public content.
Yeah, yeah.
It's public content, so it's fine.
That, yo. Oh wait, so you actually you agree with me 100%, and I understand I was probably wording myself poorly or aggressively or whatever the fuck it was prior, but that's the connection there where I was trying to make the point where Tom's really like he sees like, oh, they're all just one name. It doesn't matter. She's not a real human being anymore. I'm like, she's a human being using the same name in two places. Like, come on, you gotta see her as a whole person, even if the one product is objectified.
Not a real
or
human
whatever
being
the fuck.
anymore is a little bit of a stretch.
Well, no, but it's in a way, it's very much like your humanity is irrelevant because you become a sexual object in this one place, and then because of the like autism logic of like it's the
brand.
same title or whatever. Well, yeah, he's like having the same brand name in both places. You just like you are a product and not a person, which is why like in a way I'm hoping he realizes through this drama that like you're Tom whatever. I'm not gonna like last name him even though he released it himself. Because tomfoolery is the name he uses, but he's still a human being underneath it. So like. I'm just saying, like, you can't fully detach people from their like brand character and treat them like a product in that way.
Jube, it's not that you explain yourself bad. You actually explain yourself really good. It's just that you explain like 4 different things before you take a breath.
Yeah, you're right. And don't get me wrong, it's absolutely something I need to like hone in and fucking work on my
good.
word economy.
I'm gonna prod at you until you like slow down a bit.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
None of us, I don't think, would disagree with you. It's just one at a time. It's you can digest it easier.
Sure, I get you. I do think we do disagree on a bunch of things, which is the things that make me
Probably,
like get more reflexive to push back or interrupt, which I do apologize for, because like this isn't like a debate setting where I need to like whatever it is, resist in that way, the pushback. Just everyone's expressing themselves, we're just chilling as people. But anyways, yeah, I am keeping things in mind, trying to fix my shit. Put it that way.
Nah, you're good.
He thought
I'm a smart ass.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'm gonna poke.
This is for objective. This is all messages from my chat that Tom has sent from his channel.
True and based.
It's not sexual harassment. It's public content. I will keep Kelly's tits on my screen every stream. So all I'm saying is, listen.
I will get you banned from Kick if I feel like it, bro.
All I'm saying is, I feel like we've actually proven out the sex pest allegations.
I feel like the sex pest allegations have been proven. He's proven himself to be a sex pest.
You feel like it's been proven? You sound like someone who would just believe all women.
Wait, Mantis, I have a question. What do you do during the coom time?
I laugh, and usually me and Glitch and someone in the community joke about
No,
it.
like, I don't mean like, fuck, I word that wrong. Just what happens during coom time? What happens
I have a
during
headache,
coom time?
and this is making me want to be spiteful. I want to be so spiteful. Please do
Whatever you gotta do, Kelly. Whatever helps you cope.
Oh, I just fucking
don't
Kiwis are below Canadians now in the least favorable English-speaking English.
I'm so offended every stream that you don't like all Kiwis.
You're just a fucking
Wait, I have a question. Candace, are you the woman who every time I come on a tomfoolery stream, you like go insane and you like talk about how like much of a bitch I am?
Yeah, I find you insufferable, Lev. Yes, I find you insufferable.
Yeah, but you like talk about how I'm not even that hot and like how insufferable I am. Like you want Tom so bad.
Yeah,
that I can't even talk to him.
the other day I commented on your looks because I heard you commenting on about like 6 women's looks, and I thought it would be funny to do the exact same thing to you, and then
It's made for objectification.
No,
Are you
we've
gonna complain
done
about it
multiple
now?
times.
Are you gonna
I actually remember you. I remember you because every time I come on a stream, you're talking about me and being like, Tom, please, like you know him. It's very
Okay,
strange.
months ago when you've been on, recently whenever you come on, I just leave because you're actually insufferable. I can't. Every word that comes out of your mouth.
Yeah,
is
I think the consensus is that you are very fun to listen
No,
to.
it
That's the
bores
consensus.
me.
I feel like it hurts you to watch Tom flirt relentlessly.
Yeah, no, it
with
really
Lev.
hurts you to see him be like so attracted.
Okay, you guys can like make up things to help cope in this situation, but I just find her insufferable. That's it.
It's an insufferable competition, and it's me
Also,
rather than this person.
Mantis, I don't know if you've been keeping track. Mantis, on YouTube, has Tom broken 80 viewers in the past like 2 weeks?
You seen consent as dressing
By a lot?
sexy is scary as fuck.
I have no fucking idea because I don't really give a fuck.
Well,
but
I know
I'm
some
sure
people who
some
keep
are
a pretty
paid
close
to do
eye
it.
on it, and apparently he's gonna have some trouble
I'm
paying
sure
some
you
bills.
do. You're a fucking nerd.
I said I know some people.
And you're obsessed with Tom. You're obsessed with Tom too. You just you keep bringing him up. You
I feel
keep
like
talking
he's
about him as
upset
much as you
that
hate
Kelly's
him.
brought a bunch of viewership to this.
He was
stream.
literally watching his
Tom
yesterday.
obsession contest between Jislick and Mantis. Who wins?
I mean, I don't have a meme about flying out to give him a massage, so I feel like we've got to give it up to Mantis. No.
That sucks.
He always
You don't
talks about
have
liking
memes
like
going on,
mentally
except
ill
the fact
women
that you
with
like
tattoos.
dicks.
Do you
The
have
only
tattoos,
meme you have
Mantis?
going on JStalk is the fact that
Mantis,
you
do you
really
have
love
tattoos?
dick.
I do.
Yeah.
I love dick. I have a clip I can show you where I
If
say
you're
I
gonna make a
love dick.
homophobic insult, at least make it better than that. Fucking hell.
Mantis, why do you ever wear skirts?
Fucking middest insults I've ever heard in my life.
So I have tattoos and I wear skirts sometimes. I actually don't like skirts. They're gay. I like dresses.
Skirts are gay. Heard it here first.
So, like, do you think that women who
Tony.
wear dresses and skirts, like, that's okay for men to make, like, sexual comments towards them because they want it?
I actually am pro objectification. If you want to have this fucking debate, yeah. I don't give a shit about objectification.
I think no, they no way.
You're like one of the boys. You're just like one of the boys.
She is one of the boys.
Wait, hold on,
Lev, you really can't step in and say any of this shit. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I am saying it, you stupid bitch.
Yeah,
You're
he's
like one of the
definitely typing
boys.
in.
She sits there during
You're like,
real
you're like
time.
a
It's
pick
just
me
like,
for
let's
like a
fucking
balding
go.
streamer. That's crazy.
Wait, hang on. Is being one of the girls a bad thing? One of the boys, sorry, a bad thing?
In your case, it is, yeah.
Does coom time
Why?
get Tom a
Are
lot
you
of
gonna bring
female
up
viewers?
Are you gonna bring up a like pick me argument right now, Lev? Is that what you're gonna do?
I mean, you're giving
yeah.
off major pick-me energy this whole time.
Why? Because I think
The worst
Kelly's being
pick-me energy
spoiled,
ever.
and you guys are all like turning something that
Spoiled.
was a joke into something serious like sexual harassment.
Plot
you think
twist.
I'm
Female
It's
friends.
soy,
It
also
is
like
sexual
weird.
harassment.
Then you're
Unwanted
soy as
sexual
well, you
comments are
fucking
sexual
genius.
harassment.
That's
It's the
first time you
definition
said
of
you
it.
pay
Did
me.
you say sass
I
on
literally
Tom's
heard none of
account?
that.
It is
If it's
Yeah.
soy to call something weird, then you did the
I
same
remember when
thing.
there
You came
actually
in
was
and
the
said it.
rumor for
Oh,
like
you're an
get
idiot.
on Tom thing.
Well, okay,
Why?
actually, it is
Why?
kind of
Caps,
weird
a bunch
because it's
in
weird that
chat,
you would
like,
put that content out and then
Tom.
find it weird that people would comment
It's
on
like,
it.
maybe you should
No, it's
log
like
in
in the
on
context of like
computer.
somebody that's supposed to be like this type of a streamer randomly bringing
Right,
up like
she
fucking
confirmed it
Instagram
wasn't.
and making
What?
weird comments about. He's like,
Supposed
what
to
is
be
this?
what?
Like,
That's the best Tom
this
can
is
do
all
for content.
politics related.
Have you seen
shit.
Tom when
like
he's
the
alone on the
politics
stream?
Twitch sphere and shit.
Okay, so what you're
Fucking
doing,
hell.
Kelly, is you're putting
Didn't
these
say
like
anything
expectations
sexual
on a
about Kelly
streamer
on
that you
stream.
don't
Yeah,
even
because I was fully
watch.
clothed in the video.
That's one of
so
those
it's
again,
weird.
like
You didn't need to do
semantic
that.
autism things.
Who gives a fuck? People can do whatever the fuck
Yes,
they
well,
want.
why do you give a fuck that I said it's weird?
Yeah, why would you?
Because you're
fucking be
sitting around circle jerking each other
Wait,
over sexual
do we-
harassment and
hold on, do we not think
objectification.
it's weird after
Circle
Tom
jerk time.
came in and said he'll keep Kelly's tits on his
Such a
screen
streamer.
despite her saying that it's weird and she finds it off-putting?
It's just
Kinda
doubling down.
pulls
You
him
don't,
up
you don't think
on
that's
the
like
waves.
worse than almost everything Darius has done? I feel like that's significantly worse than the shit Darius does.
Even if you're pro
Quite bad.
objectification, man,
Tom
you have to
rape.
admit that- you
Tom
have
rape.
to admit that
Tom does
doubling
rape.
down and say- you have
Tom
to
rape.
put doubling down and saying that you're
It's
gonna
funny. We have
post
clips of you, Lev,
Lab
saying
W.
that he's like not sex based with you and that he's not raped and
That's
that you're
interesting because
defended him.
Tom
So
raped
it's
me when
funny
I
that
was
you're
17.
switching your view. You're switching your things now when it suits the group.
That's
so
actually
cute.
crazy because Tom raped me when I was 17. So
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Now you're just gonna go do the lying thing. Live, laugh, lie. Good job.
I would
You're
never
really
lie
making
about
yourself look
something that
great.
serious.
You're really making yourself look awesome.
Hold on, I don't have Lav's avatar up here on stream. I should probably fix that.
Tom pulling the I wouldn't
You have
rape
to admit
Kelly,
that,
that's
like,
for
by
sure.
the standards
In
of people
text.
everywhere, just going on cosplayers fucking Instagram.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's probably pretty
he
fucking weird,
referenced
right?
it in
I don't
Discord,
think
like
so.
You don't think so? Like, if
which
we
comes
go
up like an
any other-
avatar in the
desensitized
VOD
to
too.
it.
Yeah, like I think that's the, even if you are
No,
Jack, I
don't
think that
big
was the
deal at all.
screenshot
think
that
so.
I don't
think
know
so.
the Sargon
And
meme.
people commenting
It's
on it,
like
and you're now being
whatever.
pathetic.
Even as
The
an
problem
internet
isn't that
person,
you
I
don't
just
think
don't
Why are
know
we letting
every fucking meme.
Obviously,
Sargon
I don't either.
he was like trying to he was like trying to disprove his attractiveness, his attraction to some chick by going, I wouldn't even rape her.
Amazing.
It was so fucking stupid.
Is
It
Sargon a
was so-
person?
he's insane.
Yeah, Sargon of Akkad. He's like a YouTube character or whatever. Commentator, I guess. But yeah, no, that actually is the screenshot that got sent into Jisco's Discord that I think I reacted to, saying no way, that has to be photoshopped, because like I don't know the meme that it was from, so I was just like, oh my god, no. Why is he choosing this phrasing? And Jesus Christ.
I'm not
I guess
talking
I
to
get what he means,
Cankle
but-
anymore. Can one of you tell him I hate him? Thanks.
All right,
Am I
take one, I don't know if you-
sniffling? My fucked up nose is really loud in the mic.
Is that what it was? Is fucking with you, Ali?
Fine.
It's giving you the.
That's why I fucking
sniffles?
She's
sprayed
always
this shit in there.
she's always bitching that the audio's not loud enough. Make up your mind, Ellie.
I hate you guys.
Good bitch.
We know.
Fuck me for trying to help. You
No,
know.
thank you. I will not be doing that.
No good deed goes unpunished.
You always be wanting
Wait.
my dick, okay?
Look at.
Based. Just kidding.
Check out Lav's fucking profile picture.
Tom
I'm pretty sure she
Rapes.
updates it again, but it just says Tom Rapes.
Is it a big dick or a small dick?
Oh my god. Did you watch that episode of Kick or Keep? Did either
Who
of you
watches
watch
Kick or
that?
Keep?
I don't think
I
so.
do,
Or I
'cause
might
I
have missed that
fucking-
section.
I stopped watching Kick or
gonna
Keep
make
when
the
Wes
show.
stopped going on.
He still goes on. We still get
Right.
him on.
Not enough though. He was like on there every episode, and then he's like watered it down by not having him on as often. And I was like, "Fucking Wes is Kick or Keep."
Yeah, but
motherfucker.
he started scaring new guests away.
Fuck them. If they can't handle that, they shouldn't be on the show.
He's too schizo for some people. But no, Lav was on. I think Wes might have been on that episode. Lav was on, and no, Wes wasn't on. It was Lav, Gooner Gooch, and Magnum Logan, and a few other people. And Lav had her background as
I
Logan's
remember this.
dick pic. the ridiculously huge, like, fake Photoshop dong on the counter.
It was like at the beginning of the thing too, right?
Yeah,
like
it
the
was
beginning
right
of
at
the
the
episode, and
beginning.
then yeah, and they had to edit that out and shit
Yeah.
for the YouTube pod.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny. I was like DMing her like that was fucking hilarious, base, but don't fucking do it again. And she goes, "Okay, King." It was fucking. That was so fucking goofy. That was so fucking ridiculous.
That was infinite content. Yeah.
I also like plotted with her and to like jump onto a different episode, like mid episode, to bitch at somebody, and it was like one of the best parts of the episode. It was really good. I think it was at Lauren, because
Wait, Lab jumped on mid episode. Or
yeah,
nice.
her and Lauren De Laguna were beefing, so
Oh yeah.
yeah,
always
she was
are.
like a surprise guest for like 5 minutes in the middle of an episode.
no.
It was
Just to
really
fuck with
great. Yeah, it was really great.
Was it as good as the time Xena went on there?
It was the
and,
same episode.
Darius did what he did.
It was the same episode earlier in the episode.
Which one was funnier?
Which one was funnier?
Mm-hmm.
The Lav one.
Tom and Lab W.
Figured.
That was good. It was good. She's fun
I
to plot
heard-
shit with. I gotta say, she's fun to plot shit with.
You told us the
Live
whole
room. Can you get
story
Tom-
so you could let us know that Lav called you King once, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
he
exactly, that's exactly why. Yeah,
Called out. Nailed it.
just kidding.
Including
Including
your
your- what the fuck?
Yeah, send Tom the link.
JSTLKs or whatever today when they were calling you out for writing the questions in your chat or in your streams or whatever.
Yep. You know what's funny is I was DMing Vito after that.
Yeah.
About the questions, and I told him what happened once. There was a question that I wrote about Pokemon's cookies. And
I remember that.
Q took the question out. He took my premise word for word and changed the question to something else entirely. Vito went, "What the fuck is that? Is $50 for a bag of cookies fair? No." Cool, great answer. Sick question. Now here's the real question. And he said what I wrote originally.
Yeah.
He just changed the question back to my question.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
Oh, it was funny. They were like,
Q-
"Who's the guy that writes questions? It's not even Karantos? What the hell?"
Q isn't good with that shit.
Yeah, I don't like his question choice, but I argue with him about that sometimes, all the time.
You should.
Oh,
Yeah.
He has
I'll bring
like
the text
he's
message
a really mid-looking
Tom's.
guy with no chin.
I mean, sorry, you don't have to say
I'm
Tom.
really
Like,
scared to
Tom's
be in the
literally
same
in
room as
YouTube.
Tom after what he did to me.
Tom's literally spamming
I just
shit in
think it's
YouTube.
so. I think it's so funny, really, that you like for someone who really doesn't like the guy. All I ever hear is you guys talking about him, bringing up.
We're just waiting for Tom to join. Where's Tom?
You guys with an S at the
I'm
moment.
literally
plural?
watching Jessica's content yesterday.
I want Tom to come in
He's on
and
here
defend these
sitting
comments.
around doing nothing. Yes, you guys because you're all in the call and you're all making.
I don't
I just-
listen.
I
I'm
need
not-
Tom
I'm
to
not
get
here
in
saying
here
that
and defend these
I'm out here
comments
saying
right
that
now.
Tom is funny because I've seen a clip of him wearing.
We heard you.
Yeah, I saw a clip of Tom wearing a maid outfit. I thought the shit was funny, and the most that I say is I don't know if this guy's like doing like bits or not. I have no idea. That's the most that I say. So I don't know why you're like throwing plurals.
He says I need Tom to get in here.
Wait, Tom's coming in, right? Tom's not
The
just
maid
gonna sit
outfit?
in
The
the.
maid outfit thing is funny.
Tom
Genuinely.
can't just
Like,
sit in the YouTube chat, right? He has to come in.
I did
There's
him
no way
though.
he's not
Said it a
coming in.
million
On
times,
Discord, just in
Facebook.
case.
Maybe give the guy a second if he wants to come in. He will. I don't know.
I will say, if every time that I ask,
Yeah,
is it weird to
okay.
do this?
Well, yeah, that's okay. That's where he spams. Get in there, Tom. And
Yeah, get in there, Tom. Where you at, Tommy?
It would be hard to say,
Come
yeah,
on
because a lot of
in.
people are saying it in
Send
chat.
Tom.
And I mean, just to go in voice chat is telling him to get it. And at this point, we've
Yeah.
established he's clearly in time with the video and responding in real time with like
Yeah.
all these recent messages. So that I just find it weird. It's like I cannot wrap my brain around it. It seems like a form of retardation to be like a monkey see monkey do type moment.
No,
I've never
no, not monkey see monkey do. Not monkey see. That doesn't make any sense. It was just a stupid like meme.
But that's what I mean. Like it's like you think this is funny, but it's really just like, what's the joke? Everyone else said it, so I typed it too. Like I don't get it. It's
I mean,
whatever it is, I don't get it.
It's just an acknowledgement without saying, "Okay, I'll do what you're telling me to."
Yeah.
Just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but he ends up doing it and then pops in the call, right? Like he's about to. So
Yeah. Is it a funny joke? I don't think necessarily,
Uh,
but are any of
yeah.
these nailing it today? No, he's
No,
not having a
dude.
great day.
a lot of misses in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say, my personal opinion is that you guys making this serious is cringe. I feel like that's just dodging the question. My question is, if you do this in public, don't you think most people would find this
It's
fucking
not.
weird?
Yeah, but it's not in public. It was on a stream, and it's taking an Instagram thing. So why are you turning it into something it's not? You trying to make a bigger societal point? Shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm not trying to make a bigger societal point. I'm just telling you what I think.
Yes,
How
you are.
It's public.
You're trying to make a societal point about a
You
streamer
can
on a
make
stream,
it
pulling up
restriction?
Instagram and doing something on a public stream. That's
Yeah,
what you're
you
doing. You're
can
saying
make
that. In real life, if you walk up to a random person wearing a skirt, oh my god.
Yes, you're right. And if
Shut
you're, saying the
up.
standards, if you're saying the standards are just different online, sure, we just agree to disagree. That's fine. I don't know why you need to be
Yeah,
yelling,
they are
shut
different.
up and this and that. Like it's fine. It's true.
Because
We
you're
just agree.
saying nothing, and I don't like when retards say retarded shit.
Well, you
Retards
tuned
say
into the
retarded
retard
shit.
coliseum. Who do you think? Who are you looking for here that isn't a retard?
We need to start getting a retard.
Mantis
But
killed
you're
Tom.
into the fucking
Sometimes
padded
people-
cell. and You're like, oh my
There's so
god.
many of you. There's so many of you
As
in
a
here
fitter.
today. Comment it.
If you were even slightly imaginative, you could come up with something.
You're
better
right,
than
Rude Mud
Jesus.
Crab.
I just think it's fucking stupid to come into the padded cell.
think you might cry.
Disagreement would have been the same,
You
but
full of retards.
this
Why do you
amount
cry?
of like
You've done absolutely nothing to
stoking
like
the
instigate any
fire
type of
from
like
Mantis
upset
to
me.
like,
You're just a
I didn't
fucking
you're a fucking idiot.
delusional.
Like, what are you making a
You're like
societal
on
point?
like I
Like,
don't know what kind of
why
dick
you
Tom
didn't
has
need to
make
stir
you
this
rage,
drama
just
at
like,
all.
you
Like,
upset
you just
yourself.
like
I think it's
It
just
had
insult.
potential to be the
God,
same
maybe.
outcome,
Fucking
but this
fucking
catalyst
brainwashed. I don't know,
guarantees
like
You
it's
guys all-
better
it's like
outcome.
effective.
Yeah.
Send it back to the shop to be.
I definitely just
Is
feel
this
like
a
the
thing?
Yeah,
now we're
the
feminists.
fundamental disagreement would have been the same, but like this absolutely amplified it and like made the reaction, and because it also drew Tom into the circumstance that like it walked him into a bear trap.
Is because the person who saw it and is getting upset about it.
Again, you know,
just put out
agency,
this content
whatever, he's a grown
publicly
man,
on
blah, blah,
Instagram.
blah.
I just said it was
And
fucking
like
weird.
say it's just like, oh, some woman did it. Like
This is
but-
pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this.
That is not a good
Put this
picture
on
of Tom. That
stream.
looks so bad.
Oh,
I was there when Tom raped
Tom
Lab when I was
raped Lab
17. Get on there,
17.
Tom. He forgot to switch accounts. Lol. That's pretty.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
Pretty, it's kind of funny.
It's just the idea of because the alts account thing with Reddit prior, and of course we went with the maybe it was SAS, but then it confirmed it wasn't SAS. And it does seem way more logical, like whatever Occam's razor and shit. If you do have an alt account and you typed that, like versus the I saw other people type it, like I actually believe the alt thing more, just because it makes more sense, not because I think he's like nefarious or like evil or some shit.
No, because he used to do the alt
But
thing.
anyways, is he what? Sorry.
Because he used to do the alt thing.
Yeah, or like I don't know if used to or did. I never even like cared to watch when the hit piece on that before. I just sort of ignored it and didn't give two shits. But like, if it was real before or if it is real now, it just would make more sense to me than It would still be weird. It would be really fucking weird, of course, especially in this situation to like have two browsers up. But again, somehow that's just way more plausible than like the I just typed it because other people typed it. It's just like a weird. I just can't wrap my head around that shit. I'm gonna lose sleep over that one point, dude.
They're objectifying Tom.
Hey,
with
you
this
stupid
rape
bitch.
joke.
That's all I said.
Might be doing more
How's
than
that being
that. to be
upset? I'm
honest.
saying that sounds weird.
That's
funny, so-
I don't understand why you think
And
it's
they're
weird for
hot,
people to look at your
so,
Instagram
you
and
know.
make comments about your body.
On their
positive.
stream and not moderate the chat and then say even weirder things in the Discord. Like, yeah.
Wait,
it's-
hold on.
Mantis,
Mantis, are you looking at watch the presentation in Discord so you can see these screenshots? Are you saying none of this is weird
Oh
for
my
Tom?
God.
Saying Kelly is begging
Lab's
my
picture.
dick all the time?
Lab's picture.
That's too good, bro.
Tom right. The fuck? She is on fire, this bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Doesn't miss a
Actually,
beat.
I love that.
I don't agree with her
How can
often,
you
but
not?
she memes properly.
Yeah, fuck yeah, she does.
In chat.
Hang on.
W
Let me
Riz.
pull it up.
You don't think that's
Pull it
weird?
Begging
up.
for his dick. Like, it's just like a fucking clown show of the most delusional
This is like
people
Darius
I've
shit.
ever
Dude, this
had
is
in this whole
hilarious.
This is some
This is
Darius
fucking
shit.
hilarious.
Is it?
Ugh.
She's a public
This is
ethos.
so
Oh, she's
funny.
Begging
hilarious.
for that guy's
Mantis
dick.
trying to be like, this is
What else is
totally
here?
obviously
I will keep Kelly's
funny.
tits. So you think it's totally
Yeah,
fine?
you're
Mantis, I just want you on the record for this.
And
Mantis, I just want you on the record for this for your pick me status to be solidified, okay? I will keep Kelly's tits on my
Mantis,
stream
sorry.
every stream. You're totally fine with that. That's like absolutely okay,
Yes,
Justice
right?
for
if he
Tom,
does
yeah.
that today, I will be in the chat saying based, and that's
Okay.
fucking
Sonia.
awesome.
And if you
So
try
this
to do
was
that,
all
you will
wrong.
suffer from it. That's what I'm.
Good job,
that's
pick
what I'm
me.
gonna say.
Good job.
Ginger Ramoth. It is weird.
I'm sorry you guys don't have a sense of humor.
Well, he's here.
No, I
You,
can.
Sorry,
that's fine.
yeah,
He's here.
you will speak.
Sorry, I don't like
Okay.
sexual harassment.
Uh-oh.
The sex pest himself is here. Tom, how's it going? We're excited to have you on the stream for the first time.
Yeah. So
Mom, why did you do
is
that to
the-
me when I was 17?
I'm gonna have to
Glad you
only
did
talk to AP about that. Sorry.
What is AP?
I'm getting some water. I'll be
Start
right
off
back.
Mantis,
so
I
good.
used
That's
him as
so
rape and he
nice.
still wants to fuck me more than he wants to
He's
fuck you. How does that make you feel?
chilling. Where did it all go
I don't know
wrong,
where
dude?
you get that from, but cool. Am I meant to be
I think
jealous
when
of something
Kelly
you?
kept directing
Well,
the
Tom,
I'm
arguments
trying to
back
fly
at
Mantis
herself.
out, not you. I'm raising funds for Mantis to come out. Okay.
Oh, wow. So it's real.
So what is what am I?
Nice.
I said it was weird that
But
you had
not-
my Instagram up
not
on your
denying
stream.
it.
The chat comments were also pretty weird.
What
And
is
now you just made a
Fooldown?
whole bunch more weird. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the
What
Instagram
are
being
your
on my stream.
comments?
No. Start with Coon
Yeah,
time.
so-
Start from the beginning. You gotta start with Coon
Yeah.
time. What is Coon time?
No.
We need to understand your culture.
No, we need to know about Coon
No,
time.
no,
Let him answer. Let him
hold on.
answer.
Dude, Coon time
I'm
leads
not
to the
saying-
Kelly
Yo,
thing. We
can
need
you
to
pull
know
back
No,
about
it
15
doesn't. I
seconds?
didn't say
Because I
anything
talked
about
over
Coon time.
Kelly
I don't know-
at
I
the
don't know
beginning
what's
and
Coon time.
forgetting
I just wanna know
it.
what Coon
Just
time
There
is.
is a
maybe just
meme.
pull it back 2 seconds real quick to that. I'll make sure I understand that
Weird.
shit clearly.
Okay, so let's start with the
What
Instagram
are
being
your
on my stream.
comments?
No. Start with Coon
Yeah,
time.
so-
Start from the beginning. You gotta start with Coon
Sorry,
time. What
could
is
you do
Coon
another
time?
like 10
No, no,
seconds?
fuck-
Like 2 taps on the air?
I am raising funds
Appreciate
for Mantis to come out. Okay.
Oh, wow. So it's real.
So what is what am I?
Nice.
I said it was
Mom.
weird that you had my Instagram up on your stream. The chat comments were also pretty weird.
What
And
is
now you
Fooldown?
just made a whole bunch more weird. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the
What
Instagram
are
being
your
on my stream.
comments?
No. Start with Coon
Yeah,
time.
so-
Start from the beginning. You gotta start with Coon
Yeah.
time. What is Coon time?
No.
We
fuck
need to
Coon time. It's
understand your
not-
culture.
No, we need to know about Coon
No,
time.
Let him answer.
No,
Let
hold
him
on.
answer.
Dude,
I'm
Coon time
not
leads
saying
to the Kelly
anything.
thing. We need to know about
No,
Coon
it
time.
doesn't. I didn't say anything about Coon time, so I don't know.
I
I don't know
said it was
what's
Coon
going
time.
on.
I just want to know what Coon time is.
There is a meme that where we pull up like chicks, but that was not what was happening with Kelly. Juve said pull up Kelly's Instagram, so I pulled it up. I didn't say anything sexual about her. I didn't say anything about her whatsoever. And then you guys made it sound like I was being creepy just for pulling up her public content. If you guys pull up my public content all the time, are you guys also creepy for that?
Tom, it
It
was your
wasn't-
chatter. Who said that you
It
guys
was
do
the
Coon
cheaters in
time?
the chat.
Hold
I
on,
was saying
hold on.
I want to put a
Okay,
base
pause real quick? Pause real
Your
quick.
comments in your chat.
Do you see what I mean by like false equivalencies and like complete level of disconnect from what's being said? Like, Oh, if you pull up my stream, is that creepy? Like,
Yeah.
you really have no idea what's being talked about right now, guy. Come on, bro. Like, all right, we can keep
That's
going.
pretty
but it's just
autistic,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
like,
god,
you
someone
didn't
was
say
You're
my
pretending
comments
like you
were
don't
weird.
have eyes.
Hold on.
Like, fuck.
I'm not gonna
you.
argue with 10 people. If one person wants to, who am
Yeah,
I?
I'll
Who is
chill
it that I'm
back.
talking to?
Yeah,
I'll move
like
some
the
people up.
comments in your chat were weird after before you started doing that, and then it just encouraged more weird.
Yeah, but you said
It's
I
like,
was
of course
being
that's what's
creepy.
gonna happen.
You said I was being creepy.
Well, why
not
were
my
you
chatters.
doing it? Like,
I just
why?
told you. Somebody in chat said.
Somebody told you
I
to.
didn't
You
even-
do
hold on.
everything that your chatters tell you to do,
Yeah, if somebody's saying like, hey,
so that
like,
you don't have to
who
have
this
any
person is.
responsibility for being weird.
Hold on. Everybody's saying like, yes, who is this person? Who is Kelly? So Jude said pull up her Instagram. From what I understand, that is like your main content is like doing Instagram modeling and shit like that. So I'm showing them who Kelly Jean is. I only had you up for less than 30 seconds and then immediately took it down and moved on. Like I didn't talk about you. I didn't say anything.
That is
about
not
your
true.
body.
We
didn't say-
listened to some of your stream, and you were talking about me in it. Like, that's
What did I
not
say?
true.
What did I say?
You want me to
I talked
specifically
about the
go
content.
through? You
No,
didn't
hold on.
mention-
Hold on. I didn't talk about your Instagram. I was talking about your arguments on the stream. Yes. If one type of content is okay for me to engage with and not the other one, can you distinguish like why I can pull up one type on my stream and not the other one?
Because what is my Instagram going to tell anybody?
Who you are? What
Who you
your
are?
main...
Like,
Yeah,
you can
your main
tell who
type
I
of
am. That's
content?
all in my Instagram is just my appearance. That's
Some
all
people don't know
and
who
I
you
was
are.
already on the stream, so they know what I fucking look like. That's all you're going to get from an Instagram.
No, we want to see what you do, and that's
Yes,
what you do. You put your...
again, as I started off saying, is that from what I understand, that is like your main.
No,
type
I
of
do
content.
more than just fucking. I don't even post on Instagram that much. I use Twitter more.
Yeah, but we don't
Okay, I
care
didn't know
about
that.
what
Well,
you do.
I
or
was
the
told
other
that you were an Instagram model, and so that's why like you're kind of around is that you were an Instagram model. So when Jude was saying
Either
pull up
way,
her
you can
Instagram
see what
because
I
they're
look
asking
like.
who you are.
Because you can see what I look like as I'm on webcam in that fucking video, so I don't see what kind
Yeah,
of
well,
benefit.
you can just pull it up and see what you look like. Like I said, if I'm on Destiny stream, somebody says who is
What?
she was sorry.
I said Mantis is talking for him a lot in this.
Yeah, she definitely keeps inserting herself. She basically was talking for him before he got in, and then kind of continues to, right? She's like hyper trying to justify everything, seemingly regardless of what.
I
she
don't care
actually
about the
thinks.
intent. I just find it weird. Like Tom gets asked a question and she starts talking before he can talk.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Tom, and they pull up my stream. I'm not gonna go turn around and be like, why would you pull up my stream? You can already see who I am just by seeing me on Destiny shit. No,
But a
you get more
stream
context
is
by looking at
different
my
to just
content.
weirdly looking at my
It's-
Instagram. And what is these
No,
comments
don't
you've
say
been
weirdly
making
looking at your
today?
Instagram. Don't say
For
weirdly looking at
Show,
your
Kelly
Instagram.
is begging for my
Yes,
dick
he is
all of the
super
time.
upset. He's like,
I
don't
wanna
say
sit down on
weird.
this and say
It's
that
not
it's not weird
weird.
for me to pull up your Instagram and it's perfectly normal for me to pull up your public fucking content on my stream.
probably
then
a
that's
trigger.
fine.
He's
still
autistic.
weird.
He's
You just
probably
accept that I think that it's
weird
No,
a
don't
lot.
give it. No, I don't care if you think it's weird. You're saying that it's creepy or unacceptable in some way.
point.
It is
You
creepy
sit
to like
here
slowly
making up
scroll through
reasons for it to be
Can I
creepy.
just make a...
I didn't see
Other
it.
point?
People
Sorry.
had different opinions.
I scrolled through. It
Listen.
wasn't up for like
Shouting
15
like you want to
seconds.
listen.
Slow
JSOC,
screen.
Wow.
Can I make a quick point?
Nope, you can't.
Shouting.
Can't out. You're out. You're out. Just continue. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Move myself out there for a second. Don't want to move myself out.
Silly.
We're good with just these people for a second. Okay. Where were we?
Okay. No, I think it's weird. I didn't say anything else.
Okay, why? Why is it weird? I haven't heard a reason yet. You're just
Because
saying it's weird.
there was no
Correct,
there was no need to do it, and the weird shit that the people were saying in the Twitch chat, like I want to put a baby in here before you brought up my Instagram, and then it just escalated to weirder comments afterwards.
Okay,
Just
we
is
can
like
get to the
kind of
comments later.
gross.
No, you're jumbling a bunch of things up as one thing, and it's not. Okay, so me pulling it up
Can
is
we
not
talk
the
about
same
what
as
Coon
what
time is
people
yet?
say in the comments. Yeah, just say I'm
You
happy to
are
talk about it.
responsible for your community,
This
bro.
is
If
the
you're like
tunnel
banning
vision
these people,
autism,
like,
by the
tell
way.
them
Kelly, did I
not to
say I'm not
those
responsible for
things.
them? Kelly, did I say I'm not
Well, you
responsible
took no
for them?
responsibility at the
Did I
time.
say I'm
You
not?
did
No, I'm doing it
nothing.
now. I'm here now. I'm taking full responsibility. What did I say that I'm not responsibility for my or not responsible for my community?
No.
Why do you keep pivoting to different things? I would like to talk about one fucking
Because
thing.
those two things combined are what makes it weird.
See, like this is not
Okay, so
pivoting.
you're
To
saying
be
that me
clear,
pulling it up is
Tom
perfectly
keeps saying
fine.
you're pivoting.
Once people
No
start
one's
making weird
pivoting.
comments, then it's weird, right?
They were making weird comments before you brought it up, so it made it worse. Yes, that's why the context of it matters. But like, I still don't understand why the fuck you're bringing up my Instagram in the first place. That's
I
absolutely.
just told
unfair
you. Do you not
to
think
say.
it's weird to say that she begged I just told you why.
No,
I
your
just told you
reason
why, because
why was
somebody said-
terrible. Like what
That
I
Jude
do.
said the
you
point,
know,
and from
you
what
to
I
know-
understand is that
to know
is your
what
main
I
source of
do.
content. That's weird.
Oh my god.
No
to know
answer.
what I do or anything about me, you would have to actually see, like, I don't know, me speaking or some words in text form of some kind, because I don't just do like modeling. I am a proper cosplayer
Yes,
who makes
I
all
didn't
of
know
her
that.
own stuff.
I didn't know that.
Right?
Again,
Yes,
as
and
I
then
said,
like
I thought
when
this was
I
your
am
job as an
diminished in this
Instagram
way, like I'm used to it, but it's annoying and
Okay,
it's
so
weird.
if you understand from my position that what I'm told is that your main job is an Instagram model, does it make sense to you that when somebody asks who you are and says to pull up your Instagram, that it would be relevant for me to pull it up?
I mean, what does my Instagram
can- I
have
can-
to do
I can
with
talk
my?
about the
Can I
comments.
finish
Sure.
a fucking sentence?
Can we just give him that point, Kelly? Because
What
I'd like to get to
does-
some of these
no,
comments he made.
I want
Okay.
to finish a sentence. What does my Instagram modeling have to do with the stream?
So this conversation here is like a good example of like where you can't really argue things. You just pivot. You just
I'm
kind of
asking you a question. What does it have
I'm
to do
answering it
with
right now,
anything?
woman. I'm answering right now. Shut the fuck up.
You're going to call me a woman after saying I'm begging for
pause
your
real
dick for
quick.
you
Are you not a woman?
Why would you say it like that? What would be the point?
Look, I don't want to pivot this.
Did I
Okay,
ask?
so let's just try to. So my answer
Unironic
is
misogyny
that you're on
moment.
stream saying a bunch of retarded shit, having
You're
like absolutely
pivoting.
no ability to make any arguments or stay on point, pivoting over and over, and then every time you get
You're
back
like
up,
a
you start
counterpoint
trolling
dick
and moving
sucker,
to a
is
bunch
that
of
what
different
this
shit.
is?
I don't know what
Can I start
you
asking,
really can't
asking
stop
some
from
questions,
pivoting.
Kelly?
You really can't.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what your
And
motivation
so-
is, you weirdo.
Yes, so I am showing them your value.
His
that you are an
motivation is up on
Instagram
screen
model.
right now, by
That
the
could
way.
be somebody who has fucking
Wait, Tom,
clout
don't
in
say
some
that.
way.
So
So
you're
it
trying
could
to
be
diminish
somebody-
my value as just
Well, you
being an
sh-
Instagram model. That's it.
No,
You're just trying to,
no,
like-
I'm saying that you have clout of some sort as an Instagram model, and so it makes sense for people to have you around. That's as much as I know about you, is that you're an Instagram model. You're obviously not interested in politics. You're not obviously not interested in debate or
Wait,
anything like that.
you've
So
watched
people
a
wonder
bunch
why
of my
the fuck you're
content,
around.
Tom. When has Kelly even shown herself on stream? The one stream? You've watched a bunch of my content. You know she doesn't come on stream with her
Can I
partner.
just also,
Yesterday was the first time.
can I do a review? This is about me, okay?
I watched
For
2
fuck's
of your
sake, can I
streams.
speak?
He was on screen on one of them and not on the other one. What are you
You've
talking
only
about?
watched 2 of my streams.
Okay, can I speak?
Yeah, I
Please,
can.
let me
Yes,
fucking
I've only
speak
watched
and
2 of
read
your
my
streams.
fucking
And
mouth.
he said Kelly was on.
This stream, where I was speaking to counterpoints, he came in and immediately insulted me. And when people do that, I will not engage with them properly. Gisticle said on multiple occasions, Kelly is trolling counterpoints. He did not take that at face value for reasons I do not understand. So no, I wasn't engaged with counterpoints, but that's because of the way that he came in and tried to engage with me. If I don't think someone is good faith, I'm just going to wind them up. Because
Okay, the one other time that I've reviewed your content is when
One
we were doing
thing
the Anya stuff
wanna
as
add?
well, and it was the same thing. So the 2 times that I've heard you argue about shit, it's been the
Reads chat a lot. Tom gets one
Reads chat?
guide.
Oh yeah.
Tom gets one guide a lot. He reads chat a lot. He could be reading the chat right now and semi-arguing with them. Like, not
Yeah.
What does one guide mean?
Or like
That
one
stuff
random
that-
chatter like makes you get derailed from the whole topic and kind of get stuck on that debating just like one guy who's like the rest of the crowd doesn't even agree with, and you're just like, yeah, getting stuck on that guy.
And is it a chatter always, or it can be in a...
It's usually a chatter, I think, is when it's the way it's referenced. I mean, I'll be honest, although I do think it's probably like extra agitating for him if he is reading chat. And I wouldn't doubt that he is reading chat in this moment. I do think that it's like, even if you could kind of close your eyes and just listen, it fully makes sense that this is just how he's engaging with Kelly, and like anything that's not within the tunnel vision of focus, that he only wants to pay attention to like these 2 things and not the 3 or 4 things that are connected to it. He tells other people they're conflating things or like pivoting or jumbling stuff, and it's like, no, you're just over isolating to the point of, again, like we use a colloquial use of autism to say you're just not getting the point. But yeah,
None of these reasons or excuses make what he did okay, though. In my eyes.
exactly. Yeah. At this point, I think we've realized that it's like it is his first narrative, and regardless, it doesn't add context to make them understandable. So,
does make it okay.
There's too
narrative
much
2
of
was
this
bunk,
to even
and
continue. Okay, we got the chat stuff at least.
yeah. I don't want to keep you up
Yeah.
for like literally the whole thing of Tom's reaction, because we really just wanted to check the timing of the chats to see like the 2 narrative thing that I was like frustrated by. Yeah, so I guess what is the consensus of it's that they do line up with the video? The messages were in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what we received it as.
What's
up?
The first 3 or 4 weren't, but the rest of it was.
Yeah. What about later? There are chats later.
Like the rest of the chats that weren't screenshotted and as like as much like the ones we were just seeing as it kept going.
There are chats after he got off.
After he gets off, because Mantis goes back in at. I haven't re-reviewed these ones to take notes to see if he types again after when Mantis comes back in. I don't know. Like I kind of have no idea. I'd have to check.
Yeah, he does.
Is it in those,
it's
those
like
Tom chats that I
Yeah.
sent?
Oh, it could be. I'd have to check the. I closed it and stuff, but I'd have to control F that and see.
5:32. My bad. I thought it was Jube, and then
Oh yeah, I guess that was later when they went to correct it after we. 'Cause
Yeah.
I whatever they DM after because I put up the logs and then I guess they. Yeah, whatever. He messaged me and then we were like, "Oh, whatever, all good." And he probably typed that after to clear it up.
Yeah, and then he said, I left, and then Glitch and W, and then JSCLK, why are you allowing these sexual comments on Kelly? And then I did think about it, though, and then JSCLK is a pussy, though I'm not. That's because I'm not a bitch. I didn't say any of those things, and none of this is sex pessing. Oh, we were arguing over what I did, but now it's my reaction instead. Tom W.
Yeah, see, like, he was just being an arrogant cunt and like not taking any accountability for any of his engagement in any of everything all the time. Like he's just, and that type of like obstinance or whatever the word they were using for it, just kind of like proceeded and escalated day after day after day. I apologize to nobody. Everyone's wrong. I apologize. You're sorry you feel that way. Like it just that he was clearly arrogant. He's clearly gassed up by Mantis. And he just like giga chatted
not
his
gassed
world
up by
into
Mantis. The
Okay, this
opposite
is
of
where
gassed up by JSLK. Why the fuck would he ever give them charity?
Wait, give them charity about what?
About any of their criticisms. Why would he ever want to get like he
doesn't need to give him charity.
Well,
it's not about giving him charity. And I'm not talking about the sex pest criticism. I'm saying that like when he just said there he's being criticized for the behavior or his reaction to being called weird or whatever, and then he's like, oh, okay, so now we're moving the goalposts. Okay, I guess Tom W, I win. It's like, bro, you can't like giga chad your way out of like only the strongest Tom supporters on the planet find this to be a valid excuse of like ignoring the larger context of Tom being a prick. But hold on, I don't want to like go down the rabbit hole of like debating and stuff because I know it's 7 a.m. I just want to ask one quick question if you're open to it.
Yeah.
And then whatever, that's kind of boogie. But what do you think is the path forward? And do you think, what are your thoughts on him having conversations in public versus in private at this point? And do you think he should or should not address things whatsoever publicly?
Fuck, you crack me up. Just one quick question.
What do you mean public or private? Like thoughts on
What do I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean like for that.
Like because he's engaged with this in public for however much of it, and it's gone extremely poorly.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, he's been like never been open to actual criticism. He's always been trying to push back and like enforce his narrative to like counter what he thinks is this nefarious bad faith narrative from Justical and stuff. So like 0% of his interactions with anyone have been in good faith from Tom's actions. Like he's not there to actually listen and understand anyone. He's there to be like, no, I'm not weird, or no, he's saying bad things, I'm not a sex pet. Like he's the whole thing is you're not seeing my way and all this shit.
Anna. That
What about Anna?
that one chick, Emily, or what's her name? I don't know. She has like 4 names.
Kimmy Marie, I think you or Lav.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
Kimmy Marie. Kimmy
Okay.
Marie, Anna, whatever her name is.
Sure.
I thought that was the one person he did seem to at least not be super combative with. That's my input.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think probably right. I remember you mentioned that, and I haven't had a chance to review it. Although I do think the dynamic of like him in a one-on-one with a woman that he called whatever, like kind of crazy or this or that, and had this discussion. I think if he played the same way he did in that call with Anna, he'd be in even worse shape than he was now. It's hard for me to give him credit for that one because it would be so insane to be aggressive towards Anna in that moment.
I'm not saying to
although
give him
everything
credit.
else was
I'm just
insane.
saying you said not one of them has gone well, and you just
Yeah,
the way
you're
you
right.
frame it is very.
I'm gonna be honest. Well, no, let me be clear. Out of like 9 hours and like 12 conversations, for that one little blip is a fucking like non-existent thing in the
Right.
background of fog that like
For
that,
you.
no, I'm saying relative to the 95% of
Right.
the rest of the
And
context.
we're
where he's
talking about
being
moving
a complete
forward.
piece of shit. Exactly.
If
So
one
I'm
went
asking.
well, maybe that's the style he should do. I don't know.
Right.
Is kind of
And
what I'm saying.
and that's what I was suggesting that he do is have conversations where he's actually open and not resistant and combative and whatever the fuck it is. And yeah, 'cause especially at this point, he's like trying to figure things out still apparently and doesn't understand things somehow and feels like gaslit and all this. And I'm like,
You don't
no,
know
just
what he's
not be
thinking, to
resistant.
be fair. You're putting
I've
all of
s- I've-
this.
Well,
The
no,
only way
I'm gonna
forward is
I'm gonna not reveal DMs, but I've spoken to him.
He's
in
trying
the
to do
last
2 things at once. He's
24
trying to
hours.
giga chat and he's trying to be soy. He's got to pick one and fucking go with it. Like
Uh,
straight up apologize.
I
be
think he's been giga
chill,
chatting the whole time.
don't
But
do no, fuck no. Because if he was giga chatting, he wouldn't have given a fuck. Don't
oh,
give
I'm
a
sorry.
fuck. Keep
I
doing
guess
you.
yeah, sorry. I guess I mean he was giga chatting his like bad reaction. Like he doubled down is what I meant. Not yeah. I guess
Yeah.
I see what you mean. He didn't giga chat off the jump and actually just not care and live his life, which he should have done.
Yeah.
He should have like he fake giga chatted it, which was a bad move. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And plus,
Totally.
let it affect him, and then fucking tried to swing between those two things, and it doesn't work. He's either just got to like apologize and chill with the Coom shit, or just Giga Chad, don't give a fuck, keep doing him. Maybe change the Coom shit to something else, and just get like consent for doing it.
Sure. I guess my question is like, do you think it's an issue if after all of what's happened and how much he's like come off as a dishonest or snaky person, that he then have the conversations about this in private and not address anything in public and just go about it? Or should he have, like Ali was pointing out, the constructive or productive conversation like with Kimi Marie, with whoever the fuck, again, like someone like whether it's myself or otherwise, coming with actual criticisms, but it's like, I'm not a hater, I'm not fucking Jisco, I'm not Queeman. Because I think if he has that in private, it's like, I don't know, his last quote unquote apology was terrible. Everything prior was terrible. And then it's just like he secretly had conversations to understand it in the background and then doesn't want to say anything publicly, versus if he has the conversation publicly and people can see him having those moments of like recognition or acknowledgement. He doesn't have to apologize to anyone, but just kind of going like, oh yeah, I think I actually understand where you're coming from. And being able to, like Neve said, be able to reiterate the thing back to the person, to show that he understands what's being said, instead of doing the autism thing and being like, you said ontological Instagram is bad or whatever.
Like listening, receiving.
Yeah, exactly.
Letting it sink in.
Yeah,
Repeating it back. Like you understand what they're saying to you.
Exactly, which we all saw that look wasn't happening on any of the conversations up to this point. It was just like what we just heard. It was just complete communication breakdown.
Doing it again.
Doing what again?
Any of the conversations he's had, and it's like, well.
Oh my God, no! You know what I'm talking about? Come on.
So, but do you understand how loaded everything you
It's
present
not
is?
loaded. It's fucking reality, dude. It's 12 hours of 9 fucking conversations with 6 people. It's like,
I don't think he needs to have any of the conversations in public. I think he needs to make it right with the people that mattered in his life. And when the public, his community, see that he's made things right between them, that's enough. That's all they need to know and understand.
And to me, I agree with that. It kind of like it is less important to me that he does it all in public, and it's more important to me to see a change in his behavior and how he's presenting things.
That
whatever.
would be the change, because he's made public statements that were provably false.
And that's what I mean. I don't care about what he says.
If he makes it right between Saz and the other people that matter, and then makes a public statement, and their actions prove that public statement true, then that's enough.
Right. It's his actions to me that matter the most. Whether he says he's doing it or not, I don't really care, because as we've seen, you can't always, it comes across as defensive or maybe disingenuous at this point to a lot of people. So it just matters how he acts moving forward. To me, as a female in his community, that's just my opinion.
I think it depends. I think if he's got information that clears, it's like evidence that like clears what he said about the SAS stuff, then he should like if
what does that mean? What stuff?
It won't matter if he brings out evidence that says that Saz was lying or something. It's still gonna make him look bad
to me, but I don't know what you're talking
completely
about.
fucked before the SAS. Yeah, I promise you, all of my judgment is before the SAS stuff. I think he's a complete lying snake piece of shit at this point, based on how he's acted on stream for just fucking days and days. I don't give a shit about the SAS thing or the whatever else. Like,
can we hear?
Yeah, of course we can.
What is the SAS thing you're referencing? I guess I don't understand.
The SAS thing I'm referencing?
Yeah.
That
of her being aware of the relationship and shit.
Yeah, like their dynamic was not romantic, never was romantic, except that she got jealous that she thought that people were like snaking time away from her.
You think
but
him
didn't
I don't know how you can prove
out.
that.
What she says and how consistent her messages are about it, and like
I have
them
been
talking
told.
about it.
Wait.
I've been told by someone I consider very trustworthy that I believe that Sass wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
Tom knew she wanted more, but Tom always told her, "I don't e-date," and that was the dynamic. So him e-dating Mantis is what's triggered Sass.
GG. That makes 100% sense. That's
It
like
could,
super easy.
But like, as a female, Tom dragging his ex mod who was in love with him and proving this out, to me that's shitty. That makes me
Yeah,
feel
that won't
icky.
help him at all. That
I don't
literally
think
won't
it'll
help at
prove
all.
anything.
Well, I mean, isn't she kind of?
It doesn't
like,
make him seem
calling
more
him a
honest than
liar
anything.
publicly.
Well, because he did lie about the PR statement when he says like, "Oh, scheduling conflicts," but this motherfucker quit his job. He was free 24/7. It's not,
And her
and Sass
schedule
wasn't
hasn't
working
changed.
more. Like it
The
was
only
just
thing
like nonsense shit that he just didn't need to bullshit.
The only thing that had changed is he found somewhere else to spend his time, and that's
Yeah.
in VC with Mantis.
Well,
That's what it looks
he
like.
wasn't free 24/7. It was, I don't have to work these crazy hours now. I want to go to bed, and when I get off a stream and not be up for hours watching TV shows.
I'm sorry. To be clear, well, he's watching those TV shows with Mantis. And to be clear, if you work for yourself, you are either on the job or on break 24/7. This your whole life is like either a Saturday or a Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? And you get the work done that you get,
You could
and
still
you're your
want
own
to fix your
boss
sleep
at all
schedule,
times.
and like
I know. I'm
Okay,
just saying.
okay,
I'm just saying.
Cankle,
If you don't have to, what's up?
So you're saying he had more free time, but less time for Saz.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever
those two
reason.
things can be true.
And
but
you
that's a
don't
decision.
Because
you
the
don't-
more free
you don't
time
cor-
could be while she's working. Because
You
now
don't
that he doesn't have to
correlate that
work
at all.
crazy hours, he just
The
doesn't
more
want
free
to
time
have
was
those
correlating the
20 hours
involvement
anymore.
of Mantis at all. You're completely disregarding the timeline of when he started to get involved with Mantis.
No, because that was far before Mantis. Far before.
Right, but then that's sort of the issue is like, look, when he quits
Do
the
we
job,
know that? I don't know.
his schedule
Yes.
is 100% his own. He can adjust when he streams to whenever he wants. Like it's all decisions within his power. And I understand if like his ideal stream schedule doesn't line up with her like available work hours necessarily, but again, him quitting his job objectively means he has more time, and then how he chooses to spend that time became the issue of scheduling conflicts. Sass did not alter, as far as I'm aware, in whatever the narrative there. Her hours didn't change. Her availability didn't change. Tom got more availability and then chose different hours and made it less. He created schedule conflicts for I don't know what reason.
No, I don't think it's that deep. I think that because of his crazy hours at work, he was able and like willing to stay up later to watch TV shows.
Crazy
in
hours
VC.
at work?
Yeah, he didn't work normal hours. I remember he worked some different like later hours or something. It
So that's
wasn't
another
like a
problem with
morning
it too.
shift. But then
That's
when
another problem
when
with
he
it. He
got
claimed
rid of the job, I think it was
When
like
was that?
I think it was like like sort of like my job where it was like afternoon shift. So you wake up right before work, then you stream, and then you have a little bit of time before you go to bed. But now that he's done with that terrible fucking shift, I would do the same, by the way. I fucking hate this shift. And if I got off of this shift and quit my job and I was free, I would fix my schedule, so I would be doing the exact same thing. I'd be going to bed as soon as I get off stream, but now I do that because obviously I stream so fucking long. But no, the more free time would be the free time to fix your schedule. You're not going to necessarily say, yeah, no, I'm going to continue my horrible schedule that I hate so that I can watch a fucking TV show with you for an hour every day or 2 hours every day.
Well, it's not.
That's
it wasn't
insane.
about watching. No, that's not what we're saying though. You're like super strawmanning the fuck out of what we're
this
saying,
is
and
what
like
it is. This is what happened.
This
is
No,
what happened.
I disagree.
I am sure of it.
So
I mean,
so because they weren't watching movies, he was not communicating with her anymore.
She wasn't communicating with him.
And I don't
Wait,
think
where are you
him
getting this from, Tom?
proving This,
Nope.
I just think him trying
is
to
what he said.
prove this out.
What? Who
makes
said?
it
Oh, well,
look
listen to what Tom
shitty.
said.
Tom said it publicly.
Did he verify it to you?
Wait, hold on.
Did he verify
I
it to
just
you?
asked this. I just asked this is what Tom
This is
said. And you're
not
like,
gonna
no,
help,
what Tom
No,
said.
no,
publicly.
you asked if
Obviously,
this
not
is what
taking
Tom
Tom's
told
version
me.
of the story. Oh, I'm sorry. Fair enough. But it's still Tom's narrative, which I'm not buying any of it. His whole story's janked out the ass.
It's
Also,
not
to be
that
clear, I know it's super janked. Everything he
not.
says
It's
is janked.
it's
To
really
be super
not.
clear,
This one's super
to be
simple
super clear,
and not that crazy.
To be super clear, I remember very specifically, just like tonight, 11 p.m. is when I have to stop playing guitar because that's noise complaint time. And for months when I was joining into the community, he would start stream right at 11 p.m. right when I would finish playing guitar, and he had been like done working that day. So it's like,
Guys, but
he,
how
whatever
does this
he was
fix
saying his
anything?
job and hold on, he was saying his job ended at 2 a.m. when he was referring to this job that ended. It's like you definitely weren't getting off work at 2 because you were starting stream at 11. I don't know if this was like a job before the job that he had 6-7 months ago or whatever, but again, something about even that doesn't really line up.
Is this the point though?
The point that
What's
yes,
gonna
the
fix
point is he's fucking dishonest in every dimension of life.
Do you have
So
everything he
him-
says
do
is
you
bullshit?
have the
That's-
DMs?
Which
and the voice
DMs?
calls between him and Sass?
Like, do I have their whole what are you asking me? If I have their whole
We don't
romantic
know that
record?
he's being dishonest.
I don't know, and I don't
but
care. honestly.
okay, we're doing like the vague post of like you don't have absolute proof. So like
No, that's that's the
I'm not
point.
playing
This
this.
is a fucking
this
retarded thing to argue. You can't. You cannot tell me that he's a dishonest piece of shit because of this thing you know nothing about.
No. To be clear, I can tell you he's a
Don't
dishonest
know
piece of
anything
shit.
about it.
Hold on. To be clear, I can tell you he's a dishonest piece of shit about 99% of everything that has been clear on fucking camera, on stream, him contradicting himself time after time after time after time, every single fucking time that he speaks. Every time he opens his mouth, he contradicts himself.
He admitted
Literally every
he was
fucking time he
lying to
speaks,
Sass.
it's just all nonsense. And the point that I'm making, the thing that I can say is a fact, is that when you quit your job and go full-time streaming, you are your own employer and you are in charge of 24/7 of your time. So communicating with your producer is something that is within your power. And if you choose to do whatever the fuck, either change your schedule, change your sleep schedule, talk to some chicken in whatever the fuck, New Zealand, anything that you choose to do with your time so that you now have a scheduling issue with Sass, that is your decision. It's not
Right.
Sass not having time. So I don't give a fuck what thing you're trying to clarify right now. The statement I'm making is absolute.
He already
Is that when he quit
admitted
his job,
was
he had
lying to
24/7 to
Sass,
himself.
though.
You can say, oh, but now he's more free to fix his sleep schedule. That got in the way. Okay, you're just giving me the decisions he made after the fact, not the objective reality that Tom had more time. Well, what Matt, I mean, I don't know what you mean by who cares when you say that. You're just
Because
like,
it's his
thought
choice,
terminating.
it's his life to spend his personal life how he wants to. And if he already told us he
I
was
don't
lying
know
to
who
Sass
you are, Tom
because
fooled you, but
he
fucking
didn't
kill
believe she
yourself.
deserved to
Fucking
know
retard.
his personal
Oh,
life.
well,
We
yeah,
already
you're
know
right. He
this.
did
That's
say,
a load
yeah,
of
you're right,
shit.
actually.
That's a load
He
of
did
shit. He
also
lied to Sass because he knew how she actually felt.
That
but
could
he
or
had-
could
he
not
already
be
admi-
true, but I don't
But he
think
already
that
admitted
is
to
going to
lying,
fix
is Ali's
anything
point, right?
moving forward, you know?
Look, nothing's going to fix anything at this
He
point. We're just
admitted to
talking
lying
about the
about the personal shit, right?
Okay, yeah. So
Yes.
So then, yeah.
Like
so he is a
one
liar.
of the personal aspects that would be pretty reasonable to lie about publicly.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you
debatable
would
from
absolutely
Sass's
agree with that.
position.
Whether you believe it is or not, that it doesn't matter.
Absolutely
It's-
agree with
He already admitted
the fact
to
that
it.
he wants to keep that secret.
Yeah, if I had a female producer of my show who'd helped me for years and wanted an e-dating
We watch
relationship with
movies
me,
and
and I
shit.
started
Yeah,
dating
and-
some other chick, yeah, I'd tell her it was a lie.
Yeah,
I'd
so
lie to her
absolutely,
too.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd lie to her too? Okay, fair
Absolutely.
enough. Fair enough that you could understand it, but it still, again,
If she's
you're
getting
saying,
jealous
like,
about
wait,
every
hold
single
on,
person
hold on.
that
Is
you
the
spend
point?
time with.
Hold on. Yes, that's called when you like are acting like your girlfriend or boyfriend with someone,
Regardless
and they're
of
gonna
why, it's
attach
not up to
feelings and
us
shit.
to
Like,
judge. I mean, you can. but
well, so but the point is, sorry, I was saying he was a liar because of, like I said, fucking everything that I've been judging him for throughout this whole fucking conflict. And then you're saying I can't call him a liar because of I don't know what exactly, but within the same context of the SAS stuff, he's admitted to lying. You're just saying like this is a justifiable lie because you understand it, so it's like
I
okay.
don't know if he said
But
you
again,
can't say he's a liar. This was just him saying.
Yeah.
Well, he
if
was a second ago.
truth
You were
were
saying
brought
a
out
second
about
ago.
SAS, would that help?
I think that would
I don't
make
know
him
what-
look scummier if he
The tr-
tried to like prove or disprove what was going on in the background. I don't think we deserve to know this. I think plenty is already out. It's not going to help, in my opinion.
The truth with SAS sounds like what you were saying too, Mudcrab, right? Which
Yeah,
is like
yeah, that's what I heard. and I
the thing
believe
you
it.
described is the whatever like that. So that doesn't exonerate him. In
It
my
just
opinion.
makes
It's
it
just sort of
sad
like-
either way. Like, just let it go with Sass. You know what I mean? It didn't work out. Whatever. We're never going to know the ins and outs of their
the thing is,
relationship.
it's not about the ins and outs. It's about Tom again, it's a pattern of behavior. He fucking has been lying about everything the whole goddamn time, and then he
But
also
let
lies about
people
the PR
make that
statement,
This
and then he
conversation
also
right
lies
now
about the
is
Mantis
exactly why I
thing.
think he should drop a bunch of shit that proves if he has it, he should absolutely just fucking release the. I
As a
think this
female,
kind of
telling you.
bullshit
no.
is exactly why. Because like
But you're
no
missing the
one will
point.
ever believe a single word that ever comes out of his mouth again unless he just proves that everyone's been fucking lying about him. I don't know if they are, but if he has that evidence, fucking drop it or else you're
Nope.
fucked for the rest of your existence
Actually-
on the internet.
Nope.
Actually, it's
Maybe
not
with
true.
people
It's
like Jube,
absolutely true.
but as a female in his community, it would make him look really dirty to do that to Sass right now, just
Yeah, well,
to
guess
be
what?
right.
Guess what? It would also make
Just to be
Sass
right.
look dirty for lying about him.
But that's okay. She left.
No, it's not
she can
okay.
do whatever she
no,
wants.
Allie, no, it's
Wait,
not
are
okay.
you
It's not
calling her a
okay.
liar?
That's their relationship.
Calling Sass a liar?
This is retarded. No, I'm not. I'm not calling Sass a liar. I'm saying if she is a liar,
Oh, okay,
then
fair enough. If-
releasing this
Yeah.
to prove she's a
Could help
liar
exonerate him.
is not going to make Sass look good. It's not going to make Tom look bad. It's going
Yes,
to
it
be
Well,
no.
no,
Shut the fuck up, Allie. You're so naive with this shit.
I'm a
This
female.
is going.
I just have a different perspective.
No, you
Wrecked
have
L
the
females.
wrong
I'm just kidding.
perspective. Everything. It's always just been like, stop talking about this. It's just sad. It's just sad. It's not just. It's complicated. So fucking complicated. And it's
Fucking
all.
humans,
It's
man.
all about credibility. You can't just go
True.
stop talking. It's sad. Who gives a fuck if it's sad? There is credibility here that needs to be addressed.
Let's go.
There's
Let's go.
obvious
He's
credibility
awoken.
that needs to be addressed. I'm not fucking delusional. I don't give a fuck about how people feel about it. If there is credibility being tarnished, you need to fix it.
That's a real thing.
It's because he looks like the bigger person.
No,
to
he
not
doesn't look like the bigger. No, Allie, that is the most retarded thing you've ever said to me in your entire life. He does not look like the bigger person. He looks like the bigger liar.
He
Don't worry,
already
Allie, he's not mad at you, he's mad at Tom.
Already looks like the
things,
bigger
though.
liar, and if he releases it, then he doesn't look like the bigger liar.
No,
That's
from
the
the
truth.
other
No,
side.
Allie, no. None of what you're saying
Allie.
right now makes any sense. I love
Allie.
you. You're fucking awesome, but holy shit, this is retarded. You're driving me
That's
nuts.
fine. It's the way I feel. You can feel like
no.
it's
This is
retarded.
not the way you feel. You're making a statement about what will happen, and it is incorrect.
Ali doesn't understand optics.
Yes, I agree.
I'm a
Currently,
brand strategist and marketer.
Saz looks like a victim.
Autist,
and Tom looks
autist
like a
cank
liar.
tails.
But if there's proof that shows that's not the truth,
I'm gonna
Cank
use
was
I'm
saying
gonna use the
on the show.
autism thing against you now.
Great. You can
Good.
do whatever you want against me. I'm not
Sorry
trying
for
to fight
yelling
you.
at
I'm
you.
giving you my opinion.
I'm sorry for yelling at you. I'm getting pissed off, but
Power of
I hear
autism
you.
compels you.
but no, this is no. That
You're channeling
going,
Tom. I
You're
get
going
it.
way too. Shut the fuck up. You're going way too emotional on this. This is not about like emotions. Stop with the Tom like in the chat that Tom stop. This is sad. You don't need to talk about this. Yes, he does. Obviously, he was digging himself a bigger hole, but he does need to talk about it. He just needs to talk about it in the right way. Like it needs to be fixed.
That's kind of.
If Tom-
That's actually
if-
kind of. We'll go for it.
if Tom's got evidence that absolutely, without a doubt, clears up the whole Saz thing, he should drop it.
I agree.
But if he's got some softball bullshit, it's gonna make him look 10 times worse.
Yeah. That's a good point. That I think if there was something very blatant where he could be like, look, I obviously the way he framed
Already
it is like I'm
established
just
boundaries or something.
yeah, like something where it was more hardline and that it was like you were you were firm about a boundary and then like although again, I mean this is one of those weird difficult like power differential things and like they're both adults but in a sense like it's not even about like being the head of the channel or this or that in terms of power but the person who knows they're not emotionally invested always has leverage over the person who is emotionally invested in them. Like you kind of always feel like you have them in the palm of your hand and then like you need to just like have the whatever it is like do the right thing in that moment, which could be hard. I understand.
What
but,
would fix that?
What
evidence could fix exactly what you just said?
That's the thing. I don't know.
I know
and
what evidence would if there was evidence of Tom trying to break her away from the channel and she refused and said that she would change.
Oh, like break away from the well. First of all, let's not leak DMs or whatever, but break away from as in like
I don't know anything
stop
about.
doing.
I'm saying
heads-
this could be the
hypothesizing.
thing. Is
Sure.
if he was trying to remove himself, and she said that she would change or something.
Yeah,
Sure,
I'll stop
sure.
trying to be your girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah. Wait,
That-
sorry. When you said
that would be something crucial.
Sass nudes leak.
so-
Let's go.
let's go. I mean, no. That's not good. That's not good. But no, sorry. I guess yeah, for real. To be clear, yeah, I'll only get them by request and by consent, if at all. But what's it called? Point. I think really for me, like I said, all my criticisms really are from prior to the SAS, like Mantis love
That's
triangle
what I'm
stuff.
saying.
I
Yeah.
don't think that it's, and so I guess this like kind of goes back to what Ali mentioned with what was the one effective or positive conversation with Kimmy Marie, and what I was asking with like Mudcrab and yourself, and just in general, where I'm like I'd like to have a conversation with him, but it's like if we could have the constructive conversation
Man
in
screaming
public,
at woman
and that people can see that like good faith engagement, where he's like actually seeing the side of the opposition or the criticism, and not taking it like, oh, you're justical, you're bad faith, or you're like the way he was dismissing Zonia and Rezi and kind of like doing the funny voices and being like go. It's like don't like avoid all that condescending shit and like actually just have a good faith engagement. That I think that would do wonders for like people seeing like, oh, wait a minute, okay, I don't know what was going on that week, like he snapped out of it, like it just because kind of like Ali was saying, litigating the like potential DMs and the like love life and the all that type of shit with SAS. It's just like Mudcrab said, if you don't have an absolute hard fucking like something, and even that, I don't know what would be sufficient and like universally acceptable as a thing for like exonerating the SAS thing. I just think, I think if you could just engage with the overall behavioral criticisms that he was getting before the leaks, that is like the meat of what's important. And that could just like show a shift in him being kind of whack or whatever the fuck. But if he just wants to talk to people in private and then doesn't want to address things anymore in public, and sorry, Ali, I know it sounds like I'm putting words in his mouth. I did speak to him, and so I'm like, in a way, trying to get feedback from you guys about how I want to navigate forward with him.
How do you know
and
I haven't
what he's
spoken
willing
with
to.
him?
I don't know that you didn't. It's just that a minute ago you said a minute ago when I was talking about the same thing, you interrupted as like saying I don't know this because it could be like what's it called? I can't like read his mind or put words into his mouth. And I was just saying that like I'm not trying to leak my DMs with him, but I have spoken to him. So like what I'm asking you is relative to where my conversation is currently with him, where it's a decision of whether this conversation will happen in public or private. Because I don't feel super comfortable having it in private. I'll be honest with you guys.
Ali,
this
why
point
would
in
you
time.
want to speak to him about this?
What do you mean?
Well, like
Astra.
from my
We went over
perception,
that
you're like
2
new
days
to his
ago.
community, sort of thing. You're not his friend. You're not anything to be
You want me
like
to go over it
really
more? I'll go over it
involved
more.
emotionally, or like
I'll go
having
over more
like a
for you.
DM session about trying
It's
to sort
pretty
it out.
funny. It's worth a second.
Like I know
watch,
girls,
though,
females
alright?
like to get like super involved in that shit, but I just don't think it. Like
So then don't
male,
worry about it. I didn't say that I even had. I just asked you that how does he know that any of us haven't spoken to him? I don't know what he's telling who, but he could just be telling, feeling out different ways to handle things, right?
Sure, but I mean that may be again like lies in the DMs that he's contacting me with, if that's the case. Regardless, it's I just want to know moving forward as I make a personal decision of how I want to engage with Tom at this point, because I have a serious and like good faith, positive, constructive conversation I want to have with him. But given everything that's happened so far, I don't feel comfortable having it behind the curtain or whatever. I just have like trust issues and like problems with everything. So
you want to talk with him on stream?
Yeah, I don't feel like comfortable with after all
Talk
of the
with
amount
him
of
on
like.
Cankle's stream. Let's go, Cankle.
Let's go, bring the
You
content.
want to hold that discussion for him?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Fuck yeah. Content.
Would there be anything that could change your mind at this point then, Jube? Have we asked you that?
I don't know if it's been asked to me, but short answer, believe it or not, yeah, if he just engaged honestly with the things that I was trying to say, but the way that he's seemingly unwilling to do so in public, where I feel he is unwilling to accept anything or concede any actual criticisms, and be seen to go, yeah, I guess I get your point or whatever the fuck.
That's
I
gonna
don't.
make it worse, dude.
What, having it be in public?
The way you're
He's not gonna
presenting.
have like some like conversation, heartfelt fucking acknowledgement of wrong. It's gonna be like debate bro shit.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel like if all of it is for him to protect himself, then it's not
So what
it's not worth
changes
it.
would need to happen then from your conversation to prove to you that he listened to you?
Well, I mean, the way he would be engaging with what I'm saying would show a level of understanding to be able to like have the back and forth, honestly. And then after that, I don't really know that he needs to change his actual like the way he lives his life very much. He probably would curtail how he engages with the like Coomer content a little bit, I imagine. Even just out of like reflex of having been criticized about it so much. But again, even just cleaning up chat a little bit and whatever, like little basic fucking thing that was like a reasonable criticism we could acknowledge and go, yeah, sure, maybe like some of it was a bit vulgar. We'll try and keep things a bit chill instead of being like a prick about it and like overextending to say like, oh, I can't wait to like hold their hand. I hope their dad approves of me, and like memeing the criticism into mockery. So yeah, if he just kind of like engaged in good faith and then wasn't an asshole about it afterwards, like it's really basic. Like just really, if you just kind of like put down the Giga Chad, double down thing.
Honestly,
fine.
Jib, I think you've already made your mind up. You're just trying to seek confirmation of your choice.
No, I've absolutely made my mind up. That would be just the only way he could possibly like show me that
nothing
I'm
but
wrong.
fair,
Is if
right?
he actually could engage
Nothing but
with
fair.
me or really with anyone in good faith, because he has not shown that. And I think to do so in private and then actively also not want to acknowledge it publicly whatsoever anymore is like, he's heard me criticize him a bunch. He probably, yeah, whatever. And I won't go like quoting and leaking the whole fucking DM conversation, but the way that he seemed to be trying to pressure me and trying to like rush me into a conversation at like 9 a.m. after we got off the call last night in a way that I didn't fucking feel comfortable with, and then putting his paranoia or like excuses on me that are not legitimate. I feel like he's trying to manipulate me in a way that I don't feel comfortable with. And it's like, let's have the conversation where fucking everyone can see it.
You know
I
what's
don't feel like
crazy?
at this point in the whole thing, he's like, whatever.
You know
What's
what's
up?
crazy is at the beginning of like watching and learning about all this shit, I also thought that Tom was trying to manipulate me, and I thought that he was lying. I thought
At
that
the beginning of this drama, you mean?
at the beginning of like the big stuff. Then I like the more I watched and like the more I like talked to people about it, the more neutral I became. I'm not like fully. I'm not sweeping for Tom. I'm not anti-Tom.
Definitely
I'm not
trying to
pro-Tom.
save Tom on some
No,
level.
No,
or
I'm
at least like
trying to save the truth. I just want it to be as honest as possible, and I want all of the shit that is totally not like 100%. It's like, if you can't convict Tom on murder, don't convict Tom on murder. This shit is so
Yeah, no one's trying to
convoluted.
convict
and
him on murder.
No. I'm saying this shit is so convoluted. Don't convict him on this like this is a murder.
If anything, I'm convicting him on convolution itself. It's literally like, this is not convoluted by accident.
Panic and
This is
competence. That's the problem.
that's sweeping. That's sweeping.
Not sweeping.
I
That is
promise
a
you it's
logical possibility.
It's a very charitable, good faith.
Is
like
it a
Tom's my buddy,
possibility?
and I swear he's a
Is
good
it
guy.
in the cards? Is it possible?
Is it possible that what exactly? So I know what I'm
this
confirming.
is just a fucking mess created by panic explanations.
So he has an inability to take ownership of how he acted.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely not that. It is like Mudcrab said, active inability to
personality
take any
trait I don't
fucking.
value.
Yes,
So for
the
me,
level of fucking
Could be
both.
dodging and slippery, like he is making statements. He's been debate broing it the whole fucking time in a way that is not just panic.
With people that
First
he
day,
believes
sure.
are bad faith
I
from the
don't care.
beginning.
Again, look,
because why
I-
would you ever be good
everything-
faith with people? Just like
Look,
Kelly
no,
said.
here's the problem.
No, hold on. Just like Kelly said, why would I be good
About
faith with somebody
counterpoints.
who's not being good faith with me?
Yes,
yeah, but
I understand. But here's
his
the
big
problem.
L there is the optics. He's got
know.
viewers while it's happening.
And bigger than that is that Kelly was being good faith. She wasn't being a fucking malicious person. She just said it's weird, and they did
what
make a
about
big deal out of
Zonia?
it being weird.
Yeah, but she's on
and
JSLK
Zonia
stream.
and Rezi, and it doesn't matter.
It does
These are
matter.
excuses for Tom.
No,
No.
it's
Okay, look,
not.
we're gonna agree to disagree
That's
because it's like 8 in the
retarded
morning.
to not understand that. That's
it's not
brain
retarded.
dead. That's like mongoloidal.
Okay, you can just insult me as
I'm not
fucking
trying to
retarded.
insult
Make that
you.
stupid
I'm
face
try-
at me. That's
I'm
okay.
not trying to insult
After
you.
this level of analysis of the whole thing, diminish me as retarded. Feel free to do
I'm not
that at
calling
8 in the
you
morning
retarded.
after
I'm
we.
not calling
no,
you
no,
retarded.
I'm
Just
mongoloidal
me.
and fucking
Just
dumb
you.
for thinking
You're
that.
not a
No,
mongoloid.
I'm absolutely a fucking moron for
fucking
connecting
memeing
dots that
saying
are very.
mongoloidal.
That's
I'm
fair.
not serious.
No, that's fine. I mean,
But-
that's fair. That's fair.
No,
I'm not
I don't
trying
think
to
you're
like.
retarded. I don't think you're a fucking mongoloid.
Dude, what's your
No.
opinion on Zonia?
I think this is crazy though. I don't understand how that's.
I think Zonia was like clearly a little overly influenced by her frustration with Mantis, and like I unironically watched that at like 2x speed while working on shit, and then people tagged me, so I like jumped to that part and tried to 2x it to the Collins part to catch up and shit. So it was very like not really paying attention. It's just like a whole bunch of leaks and details and like whatever. And then later I saw people criticizing her for it and tried to watch it back a bit. And it's like, oh, I can see how maybe she was redirecting towards Mantis more than like
Foul.
whatever is necessary, I guess.
Honestly, I think out of this whole situation, Zonia probably did the worst thing. If I'm honest.
What do you mean?
Like the
Took her
intention.
personal
Like Tom,
beef.
it was a fuck up. Zonia went out with like bad intentions.
I don't think Tom was a fuck up. I think his arrogance has been making him a piece of shit person, and that he has been dying on the hill of his beliefs, which goes back to my DMs with him from like the very start of it, where he's like debate broing me in private, and then goes on to stream for like 10 days in a row, or whatever the fuck it's been, to debate bro the same bullshit.
That's this is. We need those DMs to drop.
Yeah. More leaks. Let's go.
Is it possible, Jube, that you just want to feel heard by your old friend Tom for what your criticisms are?
Wants to be heard by Kelly. Come on.
No.
Real.
No.
Jude feels
Fallible. Infallible Fal's in here to troll. You're gonna allow this right now, Canklemore? 8 a.m. Extend it with one of the chat trolls that's been yelling at me with these fucking coping retards. Yeah, I'm trying to wheel the chicken another continent across an ocean. Let's run it back, guys. I'm a simp.
Hold on.
I disagree with the narrative, so I must like the girl.
Oh, I've noticed thing that is memeing about it.
Well, you haven't even actually ever put aside the fact that she, instead of going to Tom, she went to JST or JStalk or whatever to make this point. The guy that called Tom creepy.
Okay, so does everyone see why this is an invalid criticism in the first place? When you said she went to Gisticle, she hangs out on the stream every single day. She is a regular
the
on
guy
it.
that made up
She
shit about Tom.
She literally
She's
owns
friends
the
with the guy that
server.
made up shit about Tom.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So she's friends with
She's
the
a
person that
co-host
Tom has conflict. Yeah. She is
On
on
the
the same
sa- on the
stream
same
on every
show
single day.
where they made up
And then
lies
someone
about
else,
Tom for months.
and then someone else pulled up the clip, and she just went, "That's
months
weird."
and months,
She
they made up
she
shit
didn't
about Tom.
Go to
And then
Gisticle
he
to like
went-
make
she
a
went on
case,
there
make a twit
to
longer.
make
Blah
the
blah
same
blah
point
blah
that
blah
they've
blah
been
blah.
trying to-
Cankle, do I really have to listen to this fucking retard from chat? Are you actually gonna put me through this right now?
Hold on.
This is not a real conversation. He's just an actual
muted.
brain dead fucking moron. Thank you. Why am I being even like forced to engage with this right now in the conversation we've been having at this point?
like-
What is the point of this?
To steal, man. Like, that's sort of what I've been saying. Is like, regardless of whether her intention was to do that on JSLK stream, seeing her say that and then seeing JSLK immediately take what she said and go and confirm what he's been memeing about.
What does this have to do with Kelly being bad faith or something
It
nefarious
doesn't
that she
have
did
to do
wrong?
with Kelly.
Okay, so that's why I'm saying shut Infallible Fallible up, because he's coming in here to be like, oh, you're not gonna criticize Kelly for going to GST. Okay, she didn't go anywhere and do anything nefarious. She's sitting there where she fucking chills, and she just went, that's weird. People put this shit in front of her. It's fucking basic, bro. This is like 12 IQ thought process.
I think that leads to Tom's.
This is what's known as sweeping. This is what is known as sweeping.
I think that's pretty clearly leading to like Tom's like perception of the situation.
Yes, Tom conflated things and couldn't pick the battle. That is, I understand. I've been saying that since the beginning. He's been trying to fight 4 battles at once and then blaming other people of like moving both goalposts when he keeps pivoting between those goalposts and just like fumbling as he has a mental breakdown and then goes, oh, Kelly this, oh, Jessica that, oh, this, and then he fucking does a kamikaze attack and blows himself up. This is not Kelly. I'm not. Oh, you have to criticize Kelly for going to jiu-jitsu. It's just whatever the fuck Infallible came in here to say is just AIDS and autism and nonsense. These are not real criticisms. This is why I dismiss most of the people that are haters of me in the chats, because they're just like calling me a simp for Kelly or bringing up stupid shit like this. Like, oh, she mentioned it to Jesticle, his arch enemy. It's not like that's where she fucking chills and that's our fucking community.
Hey, Jube, I got a question.
What's shaking, yo?
Do you simp for Kelly?
Hey, yo, kind of a little bit. I'm a human shield, bro. This is whatever. I'm fucking. She's Palestine, and I'm the fucking meat. Let's go.
Oh my god, you're the fucking relief aid.
I'm the human shield. It's catching bullets all
you're
fucking
the human
day.
shields. Okay.
But no, unironically, it's just moments where like all of DGG is hyper simping for Destiny or for the person that he's with, and I'm just the only person in the room that's like not afraid to say the thing. Because I don't give a fuck if Destiny disagrees with me or thinks I'm fucking stupid or whatever it is. And then I say the thing I actually believe, which was that Kelly was not wrong or super fucking wrong to the degree people freaked out. Or in this case, that it's not unreasonable for her to go, yeah, it's kind of weird. And then it was like, oh, he's a Kelly simp. Like, you know, if he just wants to fucking hit that and blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, cool. Like, just saying the kind of obvious, reasonable thing is going to be simping because it's against Tom and it's for the woman.
No, Jube, you got pretty triggered there. I'm kind of believing it now.
With the Infallible Foul thing, I mean, it's just absolute brain AIDS coming. Although I know you're half kidding at least.
You get super
yeah.
defensive, bro. Come on.
Can you see how that's sort of a perception some might have? Maybe.
I think if the people that are Tom simps to the point of this level of retardation and see me as a traitor and talking shit in chat for hours on hours on hours as I chill in these things, I think yes, those people have a perception of me, and I have very little value for that perception. I think it's extremely biased and negative.
Kelly has nothing to do with this whole situation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Tom thing?
Yeah. She was a very, very mild catalyst for a situation to be used against Tom. And then Mantis was a huge catalyst that escalated.
Sorry, Foul, I'm trying to speed this along.
Yeah, again, I personally don't give a shit about the sex pest claim. And so I don't even think the logistical thing really matters. I think it's the fact that Tom had a mental breakdown over being called weird and then tried to debate bro that his behavior was not normatively weird and so he's not actually weird, so Kelly's wrong. And like, it was all of that shit where it's like, oh, you're a crazy person. Like, you're just an insane person. I don't give a fuck about the sex pest thing. I do not think he's a sex pest. I just think he's retarded. And I just think he's kind of a liar. I think he's slippery. And I think that he's a debate bro because he wants to normalize the male gaze or whatever shit he was saying, both in and out of DMs. And yeah. Like Kelly did, she was the instigating factor in a sense, but absolutely like a small yet significant role, if that makes sense. Like, I agree with you that it was a very simple, she observed it, she was the subject of his coom time and said that was weird. Like, that was the extent of her involvement. It's just he had a mental breakdown over the weird and over sex pest.
Male gaze and female lesbians.
And female gaze, let's go.
Yeah. What about the bis?
I'm biphobic.
Buyers don't exist. That's just people who are super horny and will take it wherever they can fucking get it.
I actually know a couple of those people, and then I know a couple that are legitimately bisexual. But they call themselves pansexual because they're cringe. Yeah. But, okay, I'm going to finally chop off the head of the fucking Hydra right now and go to bed. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nice.
All right.
Well, yo, it was a pleasure unintentionally getting back into all this shit tonight.
I didn't mean to say what you said is mongoloidal. I was being a little extreme.
No, you're good. You're good, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Shit gets a little heated over. It ain't personal.
You're obviously welcome
take
here
it
when
back.
you click on it. Click on this accidentally more often. All right.
Anytime. Nice. Hell yeah. Much love to chat, aka all my haters. But it's a pleasure shooting the shit with y'all. Yeah.
Oh shit, Chin, you
Can't
come in
actually
to say have a blessed night. It's the first thing you fucking say.
Damn, Cankle
Right.
with 26 viewers.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't wait to be fucking roasted on someone else's stream later.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be dope.
Was a fool down.
It was a Fool Down night. You know what that was supposed to be? It was supposed to be cool down from the Fool stuff.
Oh, I took it as a throwdown.
That was not what. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming, honestly, but that was not my intention.
You should have seen it coming before you wrote it. and
Yeah, no,
posted
I
it.
did. I did. That wasn't the intention, but I knew it was a possible outcome. I
We
took
were
the risk.
open.
I lost the bet. Yeah,
Dare you to name it Fool Down.
yeah. All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna get some
fucked up.
sleep so I can fucking
have a good one, man.
get this fucking get
Thanks,
up early enough.
Jube and Rude and Cankle
Later.
All right.
for mitting me so hard.
Good luck
Later.
selling your Pokemons.
Thanks, bud. Later.
Good night, guys.
All right. I'm going to bed. Good night.